was trying to explain it. So I was like trying to talk and shit. It was so good, dude. All right. What's up, boys?
What's up, guys?
Happy Sunday.
Is this happening right now?
This is happening right now.
Already live.
It's been a while, dude. It's been a while.
It's been a fucking
It's
too
been a
long,
while.
bro. It's been since I could hold my head up high.
Classics,
It's been a while. It's the best fucking song. Fucking shout out Sustained, Uncle Cracker, fucking all that bullshit. Dude.
All the good songs, dude. all the trips up to like fucking random ass tournaments or
What was that? Okay.
even round one, just going up there and all these shitty ass things, and me and Rico always arguing and shit.
Richard talking about how
What was the argument though? Wasn't there one that was so
the Counter-Strike fucking
CS, dude.
the Counter-Strike argument.
You're talking about,
And he was like, dude, nothing. What was it? What was that Xbox version called? It was called like
it was like the definitive version or something.
Janky Elite, and you were trying to be like, it was as good, if not better, than CS. I was like,
don't
no,
know
you
what
were
it's
saying it.
about,
I was
but-
like, I can't remember.
I don't know, we were like getting in a fight. I was like, CS on Xbox is the truth.
No, you said Xbox on like a plasma or some shit. I was like, stop it. Like, I can't remember. Either way,
dude.
it was an ugly scenario. That was when we were going to Paul's house.
That was.
That
Try and
Hook up
slay
with
his mom, dude. And then that girl
She turned
cop
her-
got lucky that we like had already like lost. You remember? No, we went to some random taco shop and there was legitimately the most attractive fucking female cop I've ever seen in my life, and we were all just like, "Hey, blondie!" Like, like it was bad, dude. She just had her hand like
Trying to put cuffs on me.
Yeah, kill us all.
Well, it wasn't as good as Paul's mom, dude. Paul's mom, she
No,
was.
Paul's mom was.
In that little 90s, she'd
Oh,
like walk
dude.
over you while you're laying on the ground. She'd like show you the goods, like go to her room, like wink at you. You're like, what the fuck?
Like, your food's here, and she's like, isn't. She'd be like on the back. It's like, ass up. I'm just-
Hold on, I have to sit on everyone's sandwich first. You're like,
I'm telling you, I was sitting on the floor, and then like she just like stepped over me and just like flashed me. I was like, what are you doing to me? Like, no, I'm just kidding. None of this happened. Except all of it.
Rico didn't take any pictures of his mom.
Yeah, I like ripped the.
I was like, what is that? Rico's like, no, he hiding in his jacket.
the Polaroid just fucking
Oh man.
all hype, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
that
I
was
think,
fun though, dude.
Just for like a round one weekend, dude. Just to chill.
just to be fucking
Just
homies,
relaxing
dude.
time.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
chill time.
Playing with remember his brother was there and like,
Oh yeah, dude.
was it Chris?
Chris?
Chris was fucking funny,
We'd go up
dude.
to round one just to fucking. We'd get there and we'd just play fucking Untraceable, dude. just to play CC, dude.
CC, okay, I was doing
The homie CC. This is one guy who fucking
That's so
has.
sick.
He always wears like fucking Subway gloves playing. He really plays on pad. And he like plays on like playing at round one. And we just take turns just fucking railing him in Street Fighter 4.
That was the best though.
It was
That
so
was so
good.
fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, I was.
He's the coolest guy too.
Shout out to Gloves, dude. That's actually like pre-COVID, dude. He was like onto something. Dog.
He was, dude.
That's pretty crazy.
Not like the stupid like fucking Michael Jackson Ray glove.
No, you know, or something like, you know what though? You know what's always hype?
Or the John Kuhn shit. I don't know
Like,
about
is
that.
Basketball, just one baseball glove.
Baseball.
There's something cool about a
Fucking
baseball
mitt?
glove. Yeah,
Rider.
no, batting glove.
Yeah,
Like,
batting glove.
you just look fucking hard with one on, dude. You're just like, holy shit, dude, this guy's not fucking around.
Fapping in there? Or what?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta keep these hands off, dude. I can't callous them anymore.
Dude, that's real though. Real talk, dude. Sometimes the hands get too rough, and it's like, what's going on? You like try to like do some like little sensual touch, and like the clothes get stuck to your hand. It's like you're like let go. It's like Velcro, you know?
Yeah.
Skinning
It's like,
shit.
you're like, oh. You just
I used to
fucking.
have a bad problem with that too. Just dry hands and just constantly gripping on fucking little threads and shit. You're like, what the fuck's going on? man?
Yeah, it's like little. You know, it's annoying. I hate
Shout
it.
out to Pet Eggs, dude.
It's like
I miss those
it's
raw
bad.
shit, dude.
it's bad. Sometimes it gets worse, but yeah, wearing gloves actually helps a lot with that shit.
It definitely
Especially when
does.
you're gonna do something that's like involves dirt or rust and concrete. Like anytime we get these like huge tires at the ranch for water troughs that like last forever, and like the tops are cut off, so it's like a huge tire. It's like as big as this little square
small
in this
room to sit in.
and like in the middle you run the pipe underneath and you fill it up with concrete. Every time we would do that, my hands would just like, I wouldn't wear gloves, and like I don't know if it's the lime or if it's that.
It's like getting fucked up, right? Like,
Dude, it
reaction
fucks your
shit.
hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it dries them out to the point where it looks like you're the thing from
Cracking
fucking
and shit.
Dude, it's insane.
Oh
and then
my
you're just
God.
like, oh, and then And then like it's like Velcro. Like you touch your shirt or something, it's like, and you're like, oh man, my hands are gross.
It's like
and you're
Spider-Man when
you're like,
fucking...
man, you're like, you know, and then it's just like my hands like bloody. It's like a steel wool. Like you're like, god damn, what the fuck's going on? Or rust, like rust does it. Just dirt in general, a lot of water. You're getting your hands full of dirt and then rinsing them, and then dirt and rinsing them. It'll dry your hands out some fucking bad.
Even it sounds stupid, but working with cardboard, dude. I'll fucking make boxes all day, and like I don't realize it. It just absorbs all the moisture in my hands, dude. And then
dries all shit.
They have like a serrated edge sometimes too. It'll literally just slice my whole fucking hand.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Oh, Oscar got his cardboard cut the other day.
God.
She's like, oh.
It's like a 40 paper cut, dude. You're like, Jesus Christ.
It's like worse than paper cut.
Dude. Oh my God. It
like
just literally takes
up.
a chunk out. It's just like, what?
It's so funny too. She'll like cry about it forever. She's like, oh my finger, and I'm like, let me see. It's like a little. I'm like, I've had worse than that on the tip of my dick. Like, get the fuck out of here. She's like all embarrassed.
The zipper? Was it the zipper?
Oh, dude.
No. It's just something
Shout
that...
out to fucking foreskins, dog. That shit fucking nip it real quick, dude. That's how you circumcise a fucking young lad, dude.
That's a classic, dude.
The red hood, dude.
The red hood,
Yeah, bro, you gotta be
dude.
careful zipping up clothes with the red hood, dog.
I wish I could say I never saw something on Richard's cell phone.
What are you talking about, man?
We don't talk about that, though.
It's funny too, because on a cell phone, sometimes it just gives that effect. It might not even be real. Like in normal lighting, it's like, maybe that was just a weird thing.
There's like a little fucking lighting
Dragon
effect or
Age, dude. It's
something,
all about the Dragon Age, dude. I want to switch the Dragon Age window, dude. It might say Dragon Age, dude.
You don't open that shit, man. Unless you know about Dragon Age, dude.
DBZ.
There's CD writables with DBC written on them.
The Guile sprites, dude.
The Guile sprites.
Guile sprites, dude.
Whatever you do, don't open up Internet Explorer. Dude. Like,
Basically, I see like NBC2 Guile, fucking. What's this right here?
yeah. Crazy Japanese
Naughty
Nakanashi,
America, dude.
fucking-
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I love this Naughty America. I was like, what?
I love Naughty America, dude. If there
Could
was
have
anything,
been like Mr. Choose Asian Beaver or something.
stop.
They had some good premises, right? They had some good fucking.
They were always the
vids.
best. It's like, hey, yeah, there's always something just.
Because Rico's like about like the story.
It's
It's
just
just
story. I'm trying to like.
Mrs. President.
Yeah. I want
Mr.
a
President,
well directed.
Your daughter is safe. He's like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Now we're gonna do this something.
That's like some gay thing.
Oh man, dude.
Pretty sure that's exactly what I saw.
Naughty America, bro. Shout outs to bald heads and just ripped dudes, man. That shit's fucking real, dude.
No, I don't know. It's just a little different. A little different story. Check it out. No, I wasn't even trying to plug it, but you know, I'm not.
They deserve a plug, dude.
You know, at the
Sponsored by
time,
Naughty
too,
America.
at the
I think it's 6
time,
months, right,
there was
actually.
like nothing else that was on the level of like. Now Brazzers is trying to
Yeah.
do these like stupid storyline things, but Naughty
My
America is
stepsister's
like
stuck in a dryer and I have to fuck her to completion. Like, what?
yeah, no, Naughty America was like the original like.
I was, dude.
Oh, but pool boy's here, like, oh, I'm gonna try and like seduce him, and you're just like, yeah, it's like all stupid and shit.
I was like Skinemax, like shows the fucking Lord of the G-Strings.
Yo,
dude.
dog.
Dude,
Lord of the G-Strings.
the weird witch series movies
Yeah.
they had. It
What was
like,
the other one? Wasn't there like a Spider-Man one too, dude?
Oh, then the Hills Have Thighs, dude.
Dude.
The Hills Have Thighs, dude.
Fucking dildo baggins, dog. Yeah, I remember that shit, dude. The
It was
fucking
so
Lord of the
sick,
Rings,
dude.
that was pretty
It was about story, dude. That's all that matters.
Hey,
It's
bro.
story, dude.
That's real, dude.
It's getting hot
Costumes
here, dude.
and
Like,
shit.
I gotta change the subject.
Yeah. I need to like open up Naughty America right now. It's like,
It's like on
see
the
shit still
computer
real.
right there.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like, yeah, don't open that shit.
It's been going for 20 minutes. Everyone said a single thing that resembles a thought that's
Don't worry, that's all that matters, dude.
comprehensible. So let's just cut to the chase.
God.
The question everyone wants to know, Richard, are you currently employed or is it all just
Always
like
Always.
you
I'm
just
just like,
living off of like TTF money? Dude, have you been?
that's all I've been doing, dude. Just
Dude,
doing
fuck
TTF
yeah,
money.
bro.
TTF money and going to TC Rockets, dude.
Fuck yeah, bro. Hitting up Denny's and shit.
That's what I was
man.
thinking too. Is that like this whole like I don't know. Maybe just going into like the haunting, my bad. But like
Hey,
being like unappreciative of TTF. I'm like, you think people actually go to TTF to like make money and shit? Like tournament, like we get better, but at the same time, like no one's going to like TC Rockets every week or all these tournaments to get paid and shit. No, San Diego's about just like fucking
It's about community.
chilling.
It's about getting better at being friends, right?
Yeah.
No,
That too.
No, but it's like it's a fucking thing. It's like you level up and your friendship levels up at the same time.
We've been doing this since fucking forever. We were at Ed's house in Oceanside, just literally in a house, just kicking it. You know,
You
we
invited
fucking-
us too. That was cool.
Yeah.
dude.
Because we met you
Yeah.
at was it?
Winter Games Fest, right?
No, I met a Frubble, dude.
Valentine's Death Massacre.
It was crazy
It's a
because
stick thing, right?
No, it was a team tournament at a.
I don't know if you were there.
I don't think I
No,
was.
it
No, it was
3v3.
Chilang.
Chilang.
It was a
Because
team.
these guys were telling me how epic it was. And I was
It
like,
was a
fuck,
team
dude, I can't believe I missed
tournament
it.
at
Frubble.
Frubble, which was a box arena event.
Fuck, man.
And we went, and it was fun as shit.
Me, J Flo, and our homie Ronaldo, Smash players.
Hell
we
yeah.
we were getting a Street Fighter, and I remember I think the only team we beat was Rico, Vincent, and Chilang, and it was crazy. It's
Yeah.
dude, our homie Ronaldo, the Honda player, OCV'd their team.
What?
It was so sick. It was,
That's
and
hot,
he
actually.
did.
Oh, he did.
Ronaldo OCV'd, and
That's crazy.
shouts to homie Ronaldo.
I
But
was supposed to beat him too.
yeah, it was some good matches. It was Honda. It was just all Char Character players.
That's
all,
sick.
That's all I was sick. Who did
Just
Chilang
defense,
play?
dude. Ryu.
Huh?
Ryu? Yeah, whatever.
Well,
it is.
the-
Five Char Character players and Chilang.
I remember we were all mind fucked after that because we were just we were sitting there, our team, we're like, what did we do wrong? We're just we've never played a Honda player before.
That's
never,
a hard matchup.
We've never played a Honda before in our whole lives. That was the first Honda player we've ever played.
That was the same tournament I got cock blocked by Just Joe. That was a terrible time.
Wait,
I was looking at these Asian girls, and then Just Joe was OCV.
What Asian girl?
I don't remember. He was body shaming with a guy. I was like, fuck this guy.
I remember Pinbot hanging out with a super hot Asian girl.
I don't know.
Because I was like, who's this goofy bastard with this kind of cute fucking Asian chick? And he was just all crazy looking, and I was like, man, we gotta come here more often. Is this easy chicken? We were all cute back then too.
Oh, cute back then.
We were all better looking back then except you. You were like a fucking just chuddy little goofball. Now you're kind of handsome.
Yeah.
You're slightly handsome now. Congratulations, dude. You grew into your small stature grew into you.
Hey,
Well,
Now you're big time. The beard. I don't know why.
I had the
You
beard
should have had
before.
that from fucking day one.
You missed the long beard, dude.
I remember. No, I
had
saw it.
shit.
I saw it with once or twice.
It was kind of it was actually longer than this shit too.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of it. on the internet.
Anyways, we got beat by some freaking chud in an Angry Birds hat, and then fucking
Just a
jackass.
nobody or what? Dude?
Just Joe.
was just Joe? Oh my god, dude.
I was about to get on this girl, and he was like, "We gotta fucking play, bitch." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then we all got body blocked out. But then after that, what really mattered is that I was I don't really know anybody, and we were just kind of chilling, and then I was talking to Rico. I think I was talking to Rico about the match. And we're just kind of hamming it up, and I was like, "Yeah, I wish we had I was like, we don't really have anybody to play where we are." And he was like, "Yeah, me neither, man." And I was like, "Yeah, I live so far away." He's like, "Yeah, me too, man." I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Where do you live?" He's like, "North County." I was like, "No fucking way, dude."
Yeah, I was
He's like,
like-
Escondido. I was like, "No fucking way, man."
And then we started even talking about where, and he was like, "I live by You told me where you
Yeah,
live.
right
and
there,
I was
by
like, I was like,
Dude, we live up
that's
the street.
fucking half a mile away.
But then I remember, he'd be like, "Yeah, you gotta come over," and I was like, "These guys are fucking sketchy as fuck, dude." And I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I was like, "I want to go to these fucking bitches' houses and stuff." I was like, I think it took 1 or 2 invites, and I
I
was
had
like,
a hentai t-shirt
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I
just
had my dick in my hand. I was
Just kept
like,
winking at you.
and then
Hey,
that
dude.
became the same thing every week.
you're sleeping in my bed tonight, girl. You're just like, this guy's
You
fucking
said that
crazy.
before we knew you. You're like, "You gonna shower me, dog?" You're like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
And that's where it all started. We met up.
It did take a while because we'd hit you up all the time. About,
It was
hey,
twice, dude. It was once or twice, dude. All right.
That's before
I'd be
we
like,
knew.
well, we were trying to play, dude. I was like, fuck, we don't have anyone to play with. And then we wouldn't play online. 'Cause
Yeah.
online was
Online.
Yeah, I was pretty bad.
especially back then.
I didn't start playing online until
Because
we
they had,
all started doing
DSL.
online lobbies, dude.
Yeah.
With fucking Stanley and shit, dude. Those were the best days, dude.
With Fist of Fraud, Fist
Some
of
of-
God X, dude. Fucking DBK.
Some of the best rivalries were on that shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was so much fun, dude.
Stanley versus Drew, dude. That was the best rivalry.
Dude, that was always the best.
Stanley
dude.
versus Drew. If you haven't looked up what is it? Julia's not a mix-up character or whatever on YouTube, dude. Look up that one where he just cross Tekken Julia and fucking for some reason her lunge punches an overhead and it just crumples on the head, does 1 million damage.
It's kind of crazy how that game actually was pretty cool.
It was cool.
It was actually pretty cool.
I made a comment about us. It was a couple maybe last podcast or the one before. We were talking about beginners tournaments, and I was like, "Dude, we fucked up that beginners Street Fighter Cross Tekken tournament."
Oh, yeah,
Remember we
at
went
the
to Temecula
GameStop?
and got all those early games.
Hell
and
yeah,
shit.
dude.
Dude, that was so badass, bro. Yeah, did you win that too?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think he did. I
Probably
think he
won,
did.
dude.
Probably.
We've
There was no one there.
we've
There was
never
like that.
lost a
We were
GameStop
undefeated in cross Tekken small local tournament.
No,
Yeah,
I'm dead serious. anytime there was a game release, win a copy of the game, the people that I went there with, we won it. Vincent won Ball 3.
And he like, and he like didn't even, he like threw the disc or something, right? What did he do?
You won Cross Tech, and we would always end up walking with a copy of the game, dude. It was like, I'm not getting a copy of this shit. Like, and then we play it, and after like a day, I'd be like, this game's whack. But it's kind of funny because like, you know, I look back on Cross Tech and Marvel 3 now, and it's like, dude, those games are actually kind of sick.
Yeah,
those games are pretty sick.
Vanilla Cross Tekken was like pretty whack. It was pretty like it was cool, but it was just like,
well, like I guess it's
high level.
Like at the end.
Yeah.
At the end.
The new version was sick, but even still, the concept was tight.
Yeah, like when it just seems so shitty looking, but like it's weird. Like even Street Fighter 5, like I don't play it anymore. I quit in season 2 or whatever. But the game now, you're like, this shit looks like it ended up being a pretty good game.
It always takes a bit.
Like it's like this is pretty sick actually, but I just
they had a lot of change ups in that fucking company, so it's like I don't know. It took a long time, dude.
It's no Street Fighter 4.
It is no Street Fighter 4.
That's where we all met. So
I mean, Street Fighter 4, bro. I almost hate that game. By the time it was done, I fucking hated it.
No, the last version was good, but a lot of the characters that like you liked, and a lot of like it became just way more rushed down. Like,
it was just fucking Relento. Like, I would just be like, every time I go to Japan, dude.
AE, dude.
I'm playing some douchebag Relento player that just rushes down insanity, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do here? I'm like, this is so dumb.
And then you play Sean's Relento.
Yeah,
like,
Sean's Relento. Sean's Relento even would come back on me. It was just playing a game. Like, but at the end of that game, at the end of Street Fighter 4, I was playing a game called Can You Stop the Comeback? It was Can You Stop the Comeback 4 Ultra Edition. It was just like
you get like one guy medium key enter, and then you get
no, it was like, I'm playing good. I got knocked down. Stun. I'm dead. It was like, god damn it. It was always the same thing. I'm like,
I had like fucking like 5 million reversals. That was cool.
Yeah, boy.
I was so happy, dude. Like EX was a reverse.
I had to just take the fucking L. If I got knocked down, I was like, well,
there wasn't autocorrect.
If there wasn't all unblockables that they took out of the game that were still in it.
And then they always worked on Guile.
Yeah, that and then Abel's hitbox. I just remember always getting fucked with random weird shit, like custom combos you can only do on like Abel and shit.
Oh, Abel had weird.
Yeah, it was like the coolest shit.
Like 7 light kicks into the throat.
I know, I could do like, there was a lot of weird anti-airs that only worked against Abel for some reason.
That's
like
sick,
for some reason, Giles Back Furious worked against Abel. That was fucking pissed me off because I think it would work against other characters and they just wouldn't. So I would do it sometimes in a match. I'm like, I'm not playing against Abel.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing right now? I'm gonna get stuck every time.
Muscle memory sometimes. That shit's fucking crazy.
But it's like from like there was like a huge distance where if you, as long as you did an empty jump, no matter what button you push, jumping in, that would beat it, and it was the funniest shit.
The Far Fierce.
Yeah, you know, it was like
so good.
It would just go, and it would just like. They would just blow everything up.
That's
but it wouldn't work against like Chun or fucking Ryu or anyone except for Abel because Abel, he just had the shit.
You should just jump in.
I think his normals and then that button just wouldn't mesh well together. Mm-hmm. It would just always lose.
Jump right now is going like all the way up.
Yeah, that's that move. Weird, dude.
Yeah, dude. That game was awesome though. I was one tournament that I can't remember, and I think you would because you have good memory. Remember when we went to some random mall? Like up north in the desert somewhere. It was like Imperial Valley, and there was a random mall with an arcade inside of it. And then it was when we ended up playing a lot of Initial D. Like me and fucking what's that Korean fuck's name, dude? Everyone hates him. Chad.
I was like, Punko? What the fuck are you talking about? Infiltration?
It was
Chad.
Me and Chad were playing fucking Initial D like a lot, and it was just random. Like,
was this like at like a bar arcade thing?
I don't think it was a bar. It was just a random arcade, but they had a bunch of games there, and it was a fun ass event. I can't remember anything.
But I think it was at a mall. I think
it was a mall, and there was a lot of people from LA there. Like Ed Ma was there.
Yeah, that's when you like got in a fight with Ed Ma. You were like about to fight his ass.
He's a fucking dumbass. That guy.
Like they like got into some argument. Rico was about to like fight Ed Ma. It was the funniest thing.
How many times have I almost fought some like old fucking bitch, like
Chud motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, you old bitch.
Sometimes they deserve that shit, bro. They need to be fucking put in their place.
I don't know what even happened, but he was like,
no,
you guys.
I was talking to Sean, and he fucking felt like you didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
I already talked about this. I don't want to talk about it. Fuck that guy. He's a dumbass, and I was right. People hear something I say, and they always think I'm wrong, and then. I'm telling you guys,
I think
there's some little hint of truth in there. It's just I might not be like literal, but there's a little bit of truth. There's a sliver of truth, and after a while, he stopped talking. He was like, maybe I'm fucking stupid. I was like, yeah.
Quote unquote from Rico, you don't get it. I am that retarded.
Yeah, that was actually
classic.
That was one of the best compliments anyone ever gave me. I was thinking about that the
What
other
do
day.
you mean? You said that yourself.
I know, but no. You said you're not that retarded.
Yeah.
Like you had enough faith in me to believe that I could do it. And that was like one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. I was like, you know what I mean? I can do it.
All right, so we'll flash back. Make it real quick, but 25th anniversary Street Fighter 4, Infiltration wins a car. But like Rico's like playing, fucking in hindsight, he's playing Gamma from Mexico. The Zero wins at TTF, but wins everything else. Shouts to you, Gamma. My man. But like like Rico's playing casuals against this really good Rufus player, and Rufus has EX Messiah, and like every follow-up, if he does any follow-up, like a guy can Ultra 1 it.
No, it was Ultra 2.
Ultra 1.
I was using Ultra 2.
I think it was Ultra 1. Anyway.
I was using Ultra 2. Sonic Hurricane, Refreshing Mist.
I think it beats everything.
No, okay. So this is the trick. This is what happens. It usually beats everything, right?
Usually.
No, I'm dead serious. But Gamma would do the one. I'm telling you, he can fucking verify that. The reason you were making fun of me is because I would do it too fast.
His timing.
I would do it before and it wouldn't come out. And then one time I did it and he did. It's supposed to be the worst follow up from a sidekick. It's the one that no one like does. And he did it, and it somehow like janked it out and beat it, and I was just so pissed off. And I was like, "Fuck this guy."
We were like just arguing, as me and Rico always do. And I was like, "Dude, you just gotta do it at a certain timing." He's like, "Dude, I can't do it." I was like, "Dude, Rico, you're not that retarded." And he's like, "You don't get it. I am that retarded." And then all of a sudden, like Ricky Ortiz and PR Rock just like turn around like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
No.
It's always Ricky and PR Rock.
No, it's
Was
funny.
that the time where PR Rod got fucking bullied out of fucking playing his money match, dude?
I think that was
The 25th, right?
when he was like, when they were like turning off the setups and shit.
Yeah, we're talking about this. Dude, you don't listen to the podcast? We're talking about this.
No, that was the best, dude.
That guy
I'm just making
punked
sure
up.
it was the same
Look
time.
at a PR Rock, dude. He's like, we're playing a money match, and he just like ripped out the chords.
He's like, fuck no, you ain't.
Yeah,
Damn.
The top player privilege, you get the fuck out of here, bitch. No, about the whole Gamma thing was, no, I'm serious. The timing, you were just like educating me on this. I had never done it before. You're like, you can Ultra 2 in between this, and I'm like, what? I wouldn't play Ultra 1. Why would I play Ultra 1? I never picked Ultra 1.
Only because it beats that.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Either
maybe.
All I'm saying, no, Ultra 2 works too. Ultra 2 works too, and that's what I was using.
Fucking Refreshing Mist, dude.
Yeah, and
7 damage.
I've never picked Ultra 1 for anything, but now I probably would in that situation because it doesn't work that good against Rufus anyways. Ultra 2 doesn't work for shit.
Yeah.
Might as well just use it against that. But so I never practiced the timing down. And like some people, like this fucking douchebag, this guy can like, punish this, like you've actually played against a Rufus and maybe done something in that window before, so like your timing is like, I remember because like the same thing would happen where like you're like punish this, and I'm sitting there playing against like some character that I have like very little experience with, and you're like, you could punish his super on block, and like he does a couple hits, and I'm like, oh, is this when it stops? And then I waste my charge, and then he does a couple more hits, and I'm like, fuck, and then you're like,
gone.
You're stupid. I'm like, fuck, bro.
And then Rico gets like a fierce.
No, I'm like, god damn it, like I don't know when it stops. And it's crazy because like in that game there were so many things like that where you'd be like punish this and that timing, punish it, but like for me, I wouldn't go into training mode. I would just try to do it in matches.
Yeah.
So the thing wouldn't come up very often, so my practice time was fucking minimal, so it would take me a long time to figure out how to time it. But now it's weird because like I'm playing, so like the games I play a lot now, right? It's like in Alpha 2, like I know how to punish everything. I know all the timing on all the punishes on everything.
That's all just practice and
you're
learning.
and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I see someone playing, like one time me, J Smack, and Wilbert were playing on Fightcade and just like in a Discord lobby talking shit, and I'm like, fucking punish that, stupid. And like I'm just like screaming at Will, I'm like, punish it, you silly bitch, like punish it now, and he's just like, I can't fucking do it. And I was just like,
now you know
I was
how I
like,
feel,
I'm
dude.
Richard. And fucking, now, I was like, it's easy when you know.
It's always
like
like
that.
that.
That fireball up that close.
You
is
said that to me
punishable.
too in Alpha. You're like, just fucking punish this or do this time. I'm like, I don't fucking know this timing, dude.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like,
I
someone
fucking play Smash.
Someone hits a sweep from like max distance, and I'm like, you fucked up. I was like, I can run up and punish that with a custom combo. Like, you fucked up. And it's crazy because like when you're in the zone, you see all the punishes, and like, why are you blocking that? Just fucking do this, or why, you know? But like that's when you're like at a level that's above. Like I was, you know. If it wasn't a Balrog or a Ryu player, like I suck ass in that game because I didn't play against. No, I'm serious, bro. Like that's why we all lost to that fucking Honda player, is we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
It was like we've only played against each other, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like we understood what you're like. Okay, keep him out or whatever. But any little tricks, like we never played online before that. So like a butt slam into an OGO or a regular, we were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, he had the cheese
thing,
tactics.
any little tricky thing, it was like someone throwing a fucking wrench in our gear.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, like I don't know how to, I didn't know how to act. So like you know, and the more you play, the more you see just dumb shit, and you're like, okay, I know what this guy might do. That's why he was so fucking smart about like playing against some scrub. Richard is the scrub killer, dude. He's seen it all. Like. I'm serious. Like any little stupid thing, like he'll just read. He's like, "Is this guy a guy who like ran like
I think that's,
fierce FADC like trying to do some stupid bullshit?" You know what I mean?
That's like, but that's a classic too of like, you know, you play online. I've seen all these like freaking dumbasses, but like there's some players like Rico. Well, maybe not so much Rico, but one for sure is Jason J-Flow, where like he's so good, but like. Playing against idiots, like low-level idiots, Jason's like, what the fuck's going on?
I'll get washed by you.
Yeah, you're just like, I'll see Jason play, like he'll go against like me, and he'll go against other people, and we'll like go back and forth, and you'll see him play against like some chud guy who's just like jumping and doing dumb shit, and Jason's like, what the fuck?
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you
If
do?
you don't like know how like dumb people are.
If you're not like insane in your own head, then you like don't understand insanity.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's like a whole mentality.
Or like
It's weird.
just the way we would play at Vincent's when we first started was like we were like, don't do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Don't jump
Like that
in.
won't get you anywhere. Like, so I never even developed like a tricky game. It was just, can I zone you out? Can I, what's it called? And like you kind of need a little bit of those shenanigans
Yeah.
in certain situations. And I never developed like any type of tricks.
And the fucking Santa bag, dude.
There was no tricks, bro.
The Santa bag.
Like in what
The
else?
Santa bag of tricks, dude. That's what you guys always like said I had. It was like some like Santa bag of tricks of like random shit that I would do. And
The Santa Claus magical
Yeah,
Santa bag, dude.
yeah.
It's like always
just,
empty, but
just
like
these
full
little
at the same
little
time.
things.
But it's smart.
Well,
It's
that
smart.
you
Oh,
have
yeah.
in your pocket.
Because you know it's like fuck. And I mean like, and there's like less dumb shit. Like you always like to like whip a crouching short and then throw people. Like I'd never seen anyone do that before in my life. I was like, this fucking asshole. I was like, what was that? I was like, what was he thinking? Like that's genius. I was like, Jesus Christ, like this is like so simple, but it's like it's
There's a
great.
lot of shit. I mean, that was a lot.
That's like not even like stupid tricky shit. That's just like made you look. You know what I mean? Like that was
we leveled up a good amount. Just like when because I didn't know shit even going into like your guys going like playing with you guys and that like. Shout out to Vincent and you guys for just basically training me into like a not retard because like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and Vincent's like, dude, you're a dumbass and like going from there because I didn't, you know, just very like new player and
yeah. We would
like,
be like
I
anytime
think
we would do
Vincent the guru just kind of
we
like
had like no respect for dumbass shit. Like if
Yeah.
someone did some tricky thing and they wanted to like feel good with that, does that make you sleep good at night? Because you couldn't have beat him with that.
No, that's true, dude. Vincent was always like the fucking like the head that would tell you like
Yeah,
real
yeah.
shit, dude. You know, you could always count on Vincent, dude, to like
Mhm.
never lead you astray, dude. Like that's the truth, man.
yeah
or like the idea
library.
of like just the like fun, like you know, keep your fundamentals better than like your just don't you know don't abandon fundamentals over some stupid
Yeah.
aggressive play bullshit. But,
yeah.
It was crazy. And you know what? Vincent made out of a lot of Evo pools, dude. I'm like, I could never fucking make it out. And he was
No,
always making
dude.
it. Granted, he'd always had the freest fucking pools of all time. But I respect it, dude.
Hey,
It's
we
still
played-
hard. It's still hard to make it out of some scrub.
We made it out of cross Tekken pools, me and Vincent did.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's
We
so
played
high,
Justin and Flo twice.
Dude, what?
They were like in the bracket, but they never came or something. They were like, no, it's because like they're like so many people's names were like in the brackets like 4 times. Like Justin and Flo, or like that team was like in 4 different brackets. And we're like, what the fuck's going on here? And we just, it was crazy. You know, Vincent is known for like his like solid play, just you know, fundamental, and we used to play cross second like versus Jake and Jason like fucking every day, and then all of a sudden like I've never seen Vincent play like retarded, and all of a sudden he like the only time he does is like during Evo. He just like starts rushing down with Rolento. I was like, what are you doing? Like he's just going ham. I was like, Vincent, I've never even seen you do this. I was like, relax, dude. And he just sat back, played Vincent, and he just won. So
That's so.
It's crazy because now I kind of like playing like rush down style. You know what I mean?
I feel like an alpha, you kind of have to.
Well, it's either that or you sit around and build meter, and then they build meter, and then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Is this worth it?
Bing, CC.
It's like you get in a fireball board, and you're like, I'm just gonna build as much meter as possible. And then you're like, oh no, he's building meter too. It's like, no, I'm worried. I was like,
what if you play without CC, dude?
You're pretty good. You're pretty good without
Nah,
Except for Tom, your Tom's the man. Dude.
Fuck Tom.
You saw that shit. You saw
Tom's
that
a bitch, dude.
You saw that shit.
Tom's a bitch and everything.
No, when Tom's really in the zone, dude, he'll stand in that perfect space.
That's
Where, like,
like-
if you just flinch, he sweeps you. Like, you look at a button and he's like,
when you hear like, cause all you do like when you like play against Tom, you just hear him just laughing at you. You hear him just like laughing at you and just like, this guy's a fucking dumbass. Like I'm gonna do some dumb thing. Or he's like, Tom knows how to like push your buttons into some dumb thing.
Oh, yeah,
He'd be
dude.
like, I'm just gonna like
But okay.
fake yeah, the classic where like
That's so good, bro.
he was playing like Chun, and he said Hadouken to Rico. He's like, Mike Chun's like Hadouken, and then Rico like reacted with Ultra 2, and then Tom was like, what the fuck, man? You know, like Tom will do that to you in every
He's a
game.
mind
And that's
fuck,
why
man.
like
He's so good.
Tom's up there. Like Tom might be like 95 years old, but like he's a legend, and he's one of the idols. Him and Legate are like they just are on some shit.
Dude, fuck yeah. It's
Legato's
not easy,
OG,
dude.
I like how Legato always asks me, he's like, why do you like playing Alpha 2 more than Alpha 3? I was like, well, I'm like, I don't like the meter thing. The game is just fucking jank. And he's like, and I'm like, why do you like 3 more? He's like, no. He's like, it's weird because it's like something he's interested in is like, why do you prefer this one over the other one? But
Look, I don't ask those guru questions.
yeah, whenever I ask him like, which one do you prefer? He's like, oh, I don't even care. He's like, I just want to know. I was like, huh? I was like, is he like?
He always
like,
does that.
Is he judging
Like,
me or something?
just
I'm like,
write something in a notebook. You're like, what was that?
I remember the first time I played Gerald too. You were like, I was like, who's this WL Gerald guy? And you're like, we were at it was like Lan Diego's first event they ever threw.
Oh.
It was like I saw a picture of it the other day on Facebook when I was looking at a picture of me and you to put on Facebook as like the league fucking episode thing. And there was a picture of it was like Polydactyl, Ilya, me, you, that little skinny black guy with the dreads. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
Drew?
No. And it was
He's
at
not black.
like
He's not black.
it was
He's
at
not black.
dude, Drew's mom though. That whole Oceanside dude, they're like these women, dude, these older dude. Drew's mom, sorry, Drew, I'm sorry.
It's that weather, dude. It just fucking does him good.
His dad's all scary too. He's like all fucking like military now.
Just veins everywhere.
I like went there to like get coffee one time. His dad like had a gun like pointed at me. I was like, "What's going on here, dude?" He's like, "You want some coffee?"
He's like, you want some coffee? Like, mixed it with his gun. He's like,
he's like, "Are you looking at my wife?" He's like, "I'll fucking kill you, dude. I'll kill you." I was like, "Sure, I understand."
in a spot on base, well, no one will ever find you. You're like, holy
Well,
shit, man.
I remember going into that go finding out the Oceanside scene on Facebook, and then like
Yeah.
the first thing I do when I walk into like this like on base fucking like little condo thing, going in there and I see some chud playing like Dudley and his Will. This guy's like playing by himself the whole time. He has some like stupid ass freaking like tablecloth and flannel on. Like, he's playing with nobody, and he's just like playing Dudley like against a computer or like online and just getting beat. I was like, "This fucking this shitty ass Dudley." Just like, and we just like we literally just like walk past him. We walk past Will. Like, where the fuck are these people?
Will's cool, man. I love Will. He always
No, he's the coolest,
he
dude.
messages me a lot now. Like he'll watch the episodes of this shit and he'll like talk to me about. He's like, "You remember this? You remember that?" He's like,
That's creepy.
I had that Tim Dillon show shirt on. He's like, I saw Tim Dillon at a comedy club in Houston. It was fucking funny as shit. I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, hey, remember whenever? I'm like,
Will's the best.
remember fucking NorCal regionals? I was like, shut up, dude. He's like,
But dude, Will, Salty Santa, shouts to Drew, Crayons.
Oh shit,
Dan,
dude.
we would mob to Wednesday night fights like every week. Will's car would be like breaking every time. Like it would
The
just be so,
Subi?
yeah, the Subi would just be always broken and
The
be
wheels are
fucked
just, like,
up.
falling off.
Yeah, we would like just mob to Wednesday night fights and just
That's
we
so
would
sick,
just
though.
we just get bodied. It doesn't matter. We just get bodied like just
You have to
hard.
get body, bro.
It was like the greatest learning experience, and Then it evolved into like Sean coming out. And
I would never go to Wednesday night fights because the fucking it was just 2 hours.
How late too?
Yeah, I couldn't. We
time.
get back. I went twice, and one time I came back and went straight to work, and the other time I got like 45 minutes of sleep. I was like,
it was ridiculous.
I couldn't do it, but I had a lot of fun. I remember the first time I ever went, I played JC.
You fuck him up?
Oh my god, I beat the fuck out of him, and it was so funny. No, because I played Sean all the time.
Oh yeah,
and dude, I mean, and he was freaking out. He was like huffing and. Come on, like, and then he threw 1-5 ball altitude, and I was just like, GG's, dude. He was just like, and I remember like later on when he started hanging out with everybody, I was like, I know you from somewhere, dude. I was like, I know you from somewhere, and then I saw him pick soccer, and I was like, oh shit.
I still can't believe he beat Tong in like that last chance qualifier. That was like a couple times that Tong was just like, Tong, you fucking suck, dude.
Oh yeah.
When he lost to fucking Kira, when he lost to Kira's Fei Long, like that like greasy Mexican guy.
No, Kira was okay.
He wasn't bad, but I was like, Tong is like this guy's right here. Is like my
I'm not gonna talk shit, bro. I'm not gonna talk shit.
No, Kira's good. He's good.
Kira,
but I put Tong. I was like right there.
How do I always find the good Mexican players before anyone else does? No,
where'd you find this guy?
It was at Evo 2011. Me and Kira played like a game, like first to 100. And
is that when you lost my stick?
No, that was 2013 or something. And this fucking guy, dude, he was good as fuck. And I was like,
no, Kira was good back then.
Kira was good. And then I was like, how far did you? Maybe it was 2012. I was like, how far did you get in the tournament? He's like, I got like top 64 or some shit. I was like, really? I was like, who are you? And like, and he was just sitting at a Mad Catz booth playing. They had like setups for like, and he was it was the win streak.
That was the coolest shit.
The win streak was like fucking 35 before he even lost a game, and I was like, okay. I sat down. He gave me the first game, and then I fucking beat him, and I was like, I got this, cocksucker. I was like, how old are you, dude? He's like, I'm like 22. I'm like, drop dead, motherfucker. And I like got my ass beat the last game. I was like, god damn it. I was like, fuck. I was like, but, and then we just kept playing, and I was like, man, like this guy's pretty good. Like I thought he was good, but I know everyone else fucking hates him. He does look like fucking E. Garcia from fucking, what's that guy? Robert Garcia from fucking King of Fighters, dude. The, like, slick back, ponytail hair. He's like, if he just like was taller
he
and
was
had
like
a suit,
like Antonio Banderas.
Kind of.
Spy Kids. Was he in Spy Kids?
Of course, bro. That's the best fucking movie, dude.
Like I was, that was cool, dude.
Oh.
But I know everyone else hated him. Everyone.
No, it was just I was just like, oh, I can't wait to like. I was like, I want to see Tonga play because I want to see the Bison.
A lot of the funniest
got
things happened at those weird like
trouble.
No, the like random Evo setups where they're like, here, play at our table, play at our table. I remember one time me and Black Lightning were walking around and
Tim, shout out to Tim.
I missed him.
Me and Black Lightning were hanging out, and we were waiting in line to play on the setup, and there was some Ibuki player who had like a 12-game win streak. He'd been there for like 30 minutes, bro. And I'm just like, you gonna fuck this down, dude? He's like, I got him. And the first game, I've never seen this before in my life, bro. He gets like double perfected, and I'm like about to be like, hey man, I'm gonna go get some pizza. I think it was at the Caesars one. I was like, hey, remember that's all we ate at Caesars Palace was pizza, dude. You could bring the pizzas into Evo. It was so epic. Dude.
That's so badass.
I remember like sleeping on a bed of pizza boxes, like during the top 8, like grandma. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
So the Supreme pillow, dude.
But he came back, dude. And no joke, dude. The guy won 3 rounds straight, and he was like on his way to winning that 4th round, just like sweeping him, and Tim just comes back and does his penguin kick shenanigan and supers him, and I'm like, let's go, fuck. And the guy got mind fucked. The fact that he ran that game back,
for sure.
You could see the panic in his eyes. He was supremely confident, and then it just it was like he was in a fight for his life, and he was fucking sweating, dude. And then Tim fucks him up that 3rd game, and I was just like, I was fucking talking shit, and the guy was pretty cool about it. He was just like, good games, you know what I mean? But I love seeing people just crack in these situations where, like, you know, they're like on a sick one, and then they're winning, and then somehow one little thing doesn't go their way, and then it's just a fucking snowball, dude.
That's what happened.
That's what happened in that 5v5.
Yeah,
that game, dude.
I was about to say the fucking Deluxe versus XSK XYZ Samurai, dude. All like it
was it not the biggest ass whooping of all time?
No, that first 2 games were like close, and that I think you like nudged out like the first round, but like you like clutched it out, And then that last round was just you
I
were
beat his ass,
just
dude.
like because you would do this shit where you'd be like if you ever play Rico, he's always like. You like low short, like jump, motherfucker, and you would jump and you would flash, and you're like, yeah. And every time you were like low short, and you would just like jump, and he would jump, and it was like, I was like, this is over. Like when Rico's on one, it was so bad. Rico was just like, boom, and it was just, it was Rico bodied it. I popped the fuck off.
Dude, that was the greatest. That was my favorite thing.
I was like, dude,
That's so cool,
That was my
though.
favorite
Rico
thing.
fucked him up pretty bad.
For
But that was
one
it was
day,
a snowball. He
And
just-
the wheels came
boom.
out of that, dude. It was just like,
He didn't lose the fucking.
it was like the descent of my like
Silos
whole career,
Ken.
dude. It was like just steady climbing and then just dropped out of the sky.
I always felt
dude.
like that was the coolest part about being from San Diego is having just people with you, just in your fucking corner.
We had the
bro.
biggest crowds.
We had the
Hobby playing against fucking Luffy, and like we have to like have them like blow a horn to like rally on the French players because we're just like like spitting on people, like fucking
yeah,
like
dude.
trying to get at Luffy.
the fucking the thickness, dude.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, fuck. I mean, even
like Angela White thing.
Oh my
It's like,
God,
not
dude.
like this.
speaking of like the freaking
like fucking malt thick, dude.
best friends like the PR Og and Ricky, dude. I remember like
J-Cubs, bro.
when
Oh
we
my
were
God.
when I played at Evo, when I played fucking God of Sky, the Chinese player, like I think he played Elena.
Oh, that was.
Oh,
that's
Remember
another
that?
person?
When I played the Elena player, like, and I was getting fucked up, and
I
like
feel so bad about that.
I was
kinda.
getting fucked up, and then like
I was like,
I don't know what to do. I was getting bodied, and like 3 rounds straight, and then all of a sudden here comes fucking J-Mo and Gerald just fucking belligerent.
J-Mo was like, hey.
You're like, who the fuck is this fucking gay F word? they were
Dude,
crazy.
J-Mo
They
was
were
like
they're like,
waving
fuck this
me
fucking
over.
bitch. And I
He's
was
like,
fuck this
we
guy.
gotta. He's like, I'm
Dude,
like, what's
they-
going on? And
Gerald
he's like, we gotta
and
fuck this guy
J-Mo
up. We just start. I'm like, everyone starts just going.
They were just going loud, like, and then like I clutched out the second game, and like I was like getting pumped up.
It was
and
off of like some teleport.
It was
thing.
off some shit, and like all of a sudden I look and like I just like ahead of me was just PR Rog and Ricky, just like they're just looking at the SD card like these guys are fucking hooligans. But then like
hooligans. That's the
yeah.
word, bro. You know, like
We-
the
no,
soccer
but-
hooligans.
yeah.
Like we're just like
Jay was like
mob mentality.
Jay was like, what
just
the
like-
fuck is this stupid ass fucking red hair guy's fucking bitch, and like Gerald, they were just going crazy, and I bought him that third game, and I was like. I like wanted to. I didn't want
You
to.
punished his
Yeah.
heel. He was
Oh,
like,
dude.
he like threw you and like tried to like.
I
do
fucking
like
overthrew that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
you like, dude.
I was
I
like,
was
"Wow."
freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh my god.
And like I beat him, I was about to shake his hand. And, like I kind of want to say sorry, but I was like, nah. And then like I was about to, I was like, good game. And then he just like laughed and he was like, fuck you. And I was like, damn.
Oh my
Because he
God.
like looked at like back to Gerald and
for
J-Mo.
sure. Dude.
Oh, dude, San Diego, dude.
We'd
the
be the
support
ones
system.
tearing down those fucking stands in the fucking World Cup, dog. You know what I'm talking
Right,
about?
dude. Just like burn the city down, dude. Paint the town red, dude. I just remember fucking Monaco.
Dude, I just remember the only game. No, I won 2 games the last year that I went to Evo, and Stanley was in my corner, bro. And the first round, the guy perfected me, and I was cracking, dude. I was like, "Fuck!" He's like, "Fuck this guy." Dude. He's like, "Get this guy." And I fucking rolled in front the first mix-up, and then I rolled in front again. He just could not block, dude. He could not hold back, bro. He kept thinking I was gonna go behind. I just fucking bodied him, bro.
Shit.
And if it wasn't for Stanley, I wouldn't have won
Dude,
that
it
game,
takes
dude.
that.
Dude,
It
we've
takes
we've
that.
got. I've been there. I've been in so many Stanley pools too. I'm like, he's like, hey, my pool's at this time. He's like, come talk shit with me, dog. I'm like, all right. And like, we go there. He's just eating his fucking Cliff Bar. He's like,
No, little boy's like, I'm good for the day. I'm good for the
Kernel out
day.
of a Cliff Bar.
I'm
I'm
good
like,
for
what
the
the
day.
fuck? And then he's,
The Cliff Bar, dude.
and then he like just.
Drinking a fucking big ass drink of
No,
Richard the
dude,
rest of the day.
Stanley's the homie too, man. The best was one time.
Stanley's homie as fuck, dude. I miss that guy.
One
dude.
time I was in LA, like randomly, and I bumped into Stanley in like a sneaker shop. I was like,
Why were you in a
I was
sneaker
like,
shop?
exactly. It was like
And those Yeezys
it was
and
like
shit, dog.
no, it was a fucking Jordan resale, like
Oh,
urban,
shit.
like cool, like
like
sneaker
journeys,
shop.
dude.
No, these are all used. These are all used.
No,
like,
Grease. I got you.
like retro
Oh, shit,
Jordans and
dude.
shit, and like I'm like just walking around the store. I'm like, it was a cool like old vintage Ice Cube T-shirt that was like a
That's
1X and it
fucking
wasn't a 2X. I was like,
Son of a
I was like, I
bitch,
can't
dude.
fit into it. I was like, damn man. Stanley was just like, Rico, what are you doing here? I was like, I don't know, man. Oscar,
What the fuck am I doing here?
no, this was the fucking most random
I
shit.
don't know, man.
Oscar, random as fuck, was like, there's a pop-up Hello Kitty, or like, no, it wasn't Hello Kitty, that was a different kind. Fuck. It was, you know, like, what are those animes that are like,
Boca no Pico?
No. No, it's like real famous, stupid, like girly type, like kid animes, like the little. It's like a famous.
Sean knows.
It's a studio.
Sean knows it all.
Ghibli.
Oh,
yeah.
So there was a pop-up Ghibli store in L.A. Like in like random ass LA, and then so we went there, and the line to get in was an hour and a half. So I had my kendama and I was playing, and the guy's like, "Oh shit, dude, I got a yo-yo," and then me and him are just doing. No, I'm serious. It was the most epic shit.
And then the trade off and shit.
And like it was like, and we were just showing, and like people were like starting to like be entertained, dude. We were like, it was so funny. Cause, like everyone was so bored, and they were just looking at their phones, and their feed just starts looping, and they're like, what's all that ruckus? He hit like a like clack. And then they're like, we had like a crowd of people. We were just fucking freaking out, dude. And like, someone like, let me try. And then like, we're just like, couldn't even like land a cup. They're like, look, this is hard. I was like, let me see.
Yeah, just
like, you're so good. I was like, that's right.
Playing to completion. They're like,
no,
Jesus Christ, dude.
So we went there for that, and then it was so random. I went to the sneaker store, met what's his name, and then the girl that we were in line with was like, "You guys want to get Korean barbecue in Koreatown?" We're like, "Fuck yeah, we do." She's like, "I got to the best place called Brothers," and she drove us. This is some random chick I've never met before in my life. We were in a line together for an hour and a half, and then she drives us to fucking Koreatown. She's white as fuck and she speaks Korean. What? And I'm like, yo, is she like a fucking like, what's going on? She's like a madam or something. No, and then
trying to get some Korean barbecue.
And then it was so cool. And then she drove us back, and she was a shitty driver, and I was kind of nervous. I was like, this is why you don't get into random people's cars. And then after I got out of the car, like the second time, I saw these wrecks on her car. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I should have known, dude. I should have known. There's like side swipes, the bumper, every corner of the bumper is pushed in.
Eyelash, some blood. You're like, Jesus Christ.
I was like, this was so fucking sketchy. But yeah, dude, Stanley's the homie, dude. He always has been, and he probably always will be, dog. Even though he like got really mad at us at that.
Oh, at Delmar Fair, dude? That was blowing.
What? Richard's just a shitty ass communicator. I know.
Okay.
No,
yes,
stop.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you for not
if you get a hold of him, yeah.
I'll text her really back. Hold on.
Yeah. Might take a couple days.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but Stanley, you know, we missed you that time. I like how we always go to the fair, dude. Some reason
that was
we didn't
cool,
go this
dude.
year, but
we need to go next year or the year after that.
It was tight, dude.
It's safe again, dude.
We used to go together. That was like the one thing we'd always do was like just go and like
chill at the fair,
let the girls hang out together and like just troll. But
yeah, with Toki game, it was pretty tight.
Toki and what's his name, Lily.
Yeah. And then Rico's like, "Is that?" It was like a fucking cowboy themed, and people were trying to like lasso this like fake cow. Rico's like, "Hold on, motherfucker!" And just like comes up here.
Those ropes suck, dude. Actually, random plug, and I know no one is ever gonna buy a rope, but maybe I'm just gonna throw this out there. 310 Ranch Life ropes. My dad randomly bought some, and he gave me one, and they are the truth.
Next level.
I will 100%.
What is it made out of?
I think this is it's like a poly nylon blend, but the core is made out of steel. So like it's a 3-strand rope, and the core is made out of fucking steel. It has like a little steel thread, so like it's really heavy. So like in the wind. If you're riding fast, sometimes like you'll throw the rope and it'll just like kind of get the draft, or like kind of suck it backwards, and it ends up like dead falling on their shoulders instead of like going over their head. This motherfucking rope, dude, you don't even have to try to throw it far, and it will just keep going.
That's so sick.
Pierce through the wind.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's fucking heavy. It's kind of annoying how heavy it is, but it's a 40-footer, and it's a 3-strand. They make a 4-strand too, but man, it is a very high. It is a high quality rope. I usually use King ropes, and or if I'm on a budget, I'll buy the like Buckaroo 50-footers. And
I like that one.
That's badass.
The Buckaroo, dog.
Yeah, Buckaroos, and cut 5 feet off because like I like 45-foot ropes the most, but they don't make them.
Shit.
But yeah, good times.
Dude.
Random plug, but
I like that though.
send me some stickers or something.
Yeah, dude.
I'll do it.
New sponsor of that SPO podcast.
Free
That'd be
badass.
Naughty America and then fucking
Naughty America. Liquid Death, dude. Liquid
Buckaroo,
Death.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
fuck, dude.
the Buckaroo ropes, dude. They're like the white ones with the red stripes, dude. Those are so
That's
sick.
pretty sick, actually. I respect that.
They're good, man. They're cheap too. They're fucking cheap as balls. The King ropes are expensive.
Dude, shout out to stock, dude. I always say that, dude. Like, well, we had some guy at my work, and he was like looking at Lambos one day. And I was like,
Lambos?
yeah, and I was like, dude.
You never go to Lambo.
I was
bro.
like, stock Lambos, dog. Those are fucking sick. He's like, what? And I'm like,
Stock,
stocks,
dude,
dog.
stock.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta rock those stocks.
We used to say all this stock, dude.
Yeah. It was the best. He's like, you're out of your fucking mind. That's like the thing about our like group of friends is like, it's taught me to say things that no one has ever heard in their life. Like they'll literally be like, what made you think of that right now? I'm like, friendship, bro. Like, that's
It is
dude.
funny though, because like whenever I hang out with my brother, and if my brother hangs out with a group of us, he always says the same thing. He's like, "You guys
are all the same."
He's like, "You guys are all alike. It's really
Yeah.
funny." And
That's
I'm
what
like,
makes
"It's
it
like,"
funny.
and he's like, "You guys like use the same words. Like you're all like on the same like."
Wait,
You know, because I'll say some inside jokes that just like go over people's heads, but like when we're all together, we'll be like, you'll say something stupid, and we're all laughing, and I'm like, that doesn't make no sense to anyone.
Too many fucking years together.
Exactly. It's just
I
like, what are you guys like a
Any
Cliff
random
Bar?
trips,
Like,
dude.
oh, the fucking Cliff Bar. Dude, like, it's
No, when we went to your house, Megan was saying that. She was like, it's insane how much you guys are all the same person. And I was like, kind of are. Like, we kind of fucking are,
Yeah.
man.
Just
You know?
chilling at Vincent's, getting the fucking. What's the pizza? What was that pizza place?
Was it
Fatties.
Tasties or Fatties?
Fatties. That was the
Megan,
best.
I
dude.
fucking told you. She's
Buy
like,
one,
she's
get
like
one
Fatties,
free.
we gotta go there. I was like, you see that all the time. She's like, you've never eaten that.
Fatties is
Fatties
so.
are- we
That,
fucking-
that green chicken pizza.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
Dude, that was
The
so.
white
That
sauce
ate
with
on the
bacon
break,
and
bro.
everything.
We used to just fucking
Yeah.
hang out
live it
and
up,
watch it.
dude.
Split
That
the
and
pot,
then
dude.
There'd be a tournament like every weekend. We'd go up. I just go up to Vincent, like wake up, go to Vincent, just fucking chill, eat pizza.
Watch
We'd be there until like 9 p.m.
Yeah,
We'd be there until like
dude.
10, whatever. Like from fucking morning to
Watching
night. just
Rico
chilling.
play fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Rico would start up. Is this the run, dude?
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna actually get good at speed running that shit.
You should, bro. No, that I used to watch you.
You know how funny of a
Amazed, dude.
flex that is, dude? Like,
It's one of the
what
coolest
if you were
flexes.
somewhere? What if you were somewhere and there just happened to be a Sega and there just happened to be a Jurassic Park?
They're like, this game's so
and there's
hard.
all these people, and you're like, this is like a daydream, dude. It's like, and then you're just like, oh, let me see. Like, you just like start the level out. You just like already have the smoke grenade. You throw it into like a blank screen, and you keep running. And then the dinosaur like appears like right when he's like, oh, and then you jump and you shoot a dart into nowhere, and they're like, "What is this
The
idiot
speed
doing?"
like strats,
You like shoot a dart up in the sky, and then the dart's going, and then like right at the edge of the screen, it's like a little.
I would pay money to see Rico on fucking
so funny.
AGDQ.
You should just stream and
so
fucking
sick.
do JP, dude.
Yeah.
Just until you beat it, dude.
JP.
I can beat that game.
JP. Rico running JP.
But I want to get down where I can do it without dying.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That'd be so funny.
The ultimate
I would be-
speedrun,
dude.
dude.
It'd be so funny.
No, that'd be godlike.
Because there's
dude.
some parts where I always forget which way to go. I'm like, which way is it? But if I actually like practiced it, because I only play it once every couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, I'll throw it in and be like, hey.
Every good man, put it in, dude.
But it's like, you know, to actually get it down to the point where it's like you can impress
Oh,
someone.
yeah.
People don't think that shit's impressive,
dude,
bro.
the first time I saw a speedrun, I was so impressed, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy because growing up playing those games, you know how fucking hard they are.
Oh, yeah.
And then you see someone do good, and you're
fucking
like,
break it and shit.
I watched a Shinobi 3 speedrun. I was mind fucked.
And the craziest part about it is that people see that and they don't know what's going on. They're like, wow, this guy's really good. But if you've ever played that game and you've struggled with it and you see the ease that and you're just like,
Altered Beast.
how
dude.
much,
Altered
how
Beast,
much
dude.
time did it take to get this shit down?
Yeah.
To the way it is. It must have taken countless
Altered
fucking
Beast,
hours.
dog. Jesus.
Beast.
That game's
Wow.
hard. One of the hardest games ever was Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I can't even beat the first level.
I've never beat that game.
I can't even get I almost get through the first level and I die every
I've
time.
never
I'm
beat
like,
that game,
"God damn it,
dude. That game is so fucking hard.
It's real. That's a fucking.
Well,
Yeah.
there was just that era of like these arcade board ports
Yeah.
where you're supposed to be able to throw an endless amount of money at this game to beat it, and then they're like, let's make a port to like Sega or Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and let's make them where they only have so many lives.
Fucking
And then
maximum,
it's like,
maximum carnage, dude.
and it's so
Oh,
fucking hard.
Maximum carnage. Fuck
It's
that
like
game,
I
dude.
should be able to put another token in and fucking beat this shit, but
Yeah.
no, bitch, you got
Yeah.
9 lives.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's it, dude.
what? And it's just like fun, and it was like the perfect. Sometimes they make it a little too easy, but sometimes they make it where it's
Just
like
right,
the
dude.
challenge is just right, and then sometimes it's like you're never beating the game
Yeah.
unless you dedicate your
Because
entire
You
life.
just know,
to
like
it.
you like made it to 8th level, and like yeah, that's all.
That's all I needed.
I remember when
Yeah.
me and Vincent beat fucking Metal Gear for Nintendo, dude. I had that game for fucking 10 years. I could never beat it. And then one day, it was just like, we just gotta figure out this desert part, dude. We just gotta figure it out. Like, you go up, and then left, and then it'll reset. You're back at the beginning, and then you gotta go right, left. It's a pattern, and you gotta go like 10 times the right way. and then it'll unlock where the building is, and you don't know. You don't fucking have a clue. I don't have the manual anymore. There might be some clue in the manual saying like these are the coordinates to the base. But if you don't have the fucking manual, how are you supposed to figure that shit out?
How much
like
were those back in the day?
What?
The game manuals, were they like
No. I'm talking about like
Oh,
if you actually buy the box, it'll come with the
inside
little,
the little slip.
I wouldn't tell you anything in there.
No.
They tell you like
They
jumps.
tell you how to play the game. Like
well, of course,
bro, Friday the
of course.
13th for Nintendo, it'll be like, the objective. It'll tell you the objective. When I bought that game at a swap meet when I was like 9 years old, and I went home and played it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't even understand the beginning of what I'm supposed to be doing. But if you get the little booklet, it says like, survive 3 days, you gotta fight them, you can go to the houses, protect the children, blah, blah. These are the weapons. There's a house in the fucking woods that you can find. You can fight Jason's mom's head or whatever. And like, but if you're a little kid and you buy this shit at a fucking garage sale or swap meet, you got no clue. And then it's like, how much time am I willing to throw at this game to figure it out?
Yeah, exactly.
But I would do that with like a lot of the games. I'm just gonna figure
I don't
this
think
shit
I
out.
ever read one manual out of any game.
Well, I didn't buy games with manuals until I bought like PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1, like I
GameCube.
bought Mega Man X4 or whatever, and it had the manual in it.
I had a
and
couple
it's like,
Sega games with the box and the manual. I was lucky though.
I did have some Sega games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
that
had
was
Jurassic Park with the manual. That's
Yeah,
how I did. I
that's
fucking
how you
beat that
say
game. I was like, which weapons do what? Like the smoke grenade, it's like used to put them to sleep, but don't be careful, they'll come back.
Like the actual ride.
Have you guys seen the new Jurassic Park ride?
Uh-huh.
It's so bad.
Really?
The first one
Bad?
was fucking scary, dude. Yeah, they like redid it. It's all like green screen shit.
Oh.
It's like
No, the first one is
T-Rex
scary.
would like come and like
Yeah.
nip your head. You're like, oh fuck, what the fuck?
You see it on the sides. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that was just
shit.
like a screen, and you like
Oh.
see something swim by, and you're like, okay, like I was fucking disappointed when I saw
It's like
that.
no little kid or no tall guy might get his head like ripped off his shoulders, but that's what
like
was
Space
crazy.
That's like that's
Yeah.
Indiana Jones ride, dude.
Oh, it's like
that
we're
snake
just-
every time. I'm like, I don't want to sell the right side. Dude.
Every
Oh, shit.
generation, dude. Every generation of roller coasters gets further and further away from Coney Island, dude. Like, where you might, there's like a 12% chance you could die. People were willing to take that risk. And like,
That's San Diego Fair every year,
That's what
dude.
makes it so
the
fun.
zipper is just like,
That's what people.
I know zipper.
broken
I'm always like,
leg.
Yeah.
oh, shut
Dude, the
up,
zipper is the fucking scariest.
You're gonna die every
I tell that
time,
to everybody. You guys think Six Flags is scary? Go to the Del Mar Fair, bro.
dude,
That's
it's
the
so
scariest
crazy.
theme park.
The last
dude.
time I went on the zipper, I was like sitting there and I was like, what's, I like reached down, there was like a bolt on the floor. I was like, what the fuck? I'm
You
like,
guys like put the seatbelt on, stay safe. He doesn't even have a lock anymore. Just zip ties it.
He's like, you're fucking luck, dog, and then hey, speaking of Del Mar Fair, shout out to Wilbur. Wilbur is like, I think I've been to the fair with Will like twice or 3 times. He's been like my wingman or like double date guy like 3 or 4 times.
That's so crazy.
oh,
He's like,
take random blind
He's
dates?
like 0 for 4. That's all I'm gonna say. Will's like 0 for 4, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, if you don't know the story of like Wilbur, like, I am Will. Like, the classic. I am Will. Like I was like, this is like a little bit before when we see Super Arcade when we go to McDonald's like all the time after, and fucking Sean and Will, dude, they were just lived in poverty because they couldn't stop playing fucking Puzzles and Paychecks, dude. Puzzles and Dragons, aka what I think it was Rico called the Puzzles and Paychecks, or somebody did.
Someone did. I stole it though.
They said Puzzles and Paychecks, but they would just always play and then also like we would go to McDonald's every time after Wednesday night fights up in wherever it was, and then like there'd be this cute girl that Will would always see, and we would
I
see.
remember this
And
story.
Willie got to talk to her, dude, and he was just like. He's like, okay, and then he would just bitch out every single time.
He went on a date with her, though, didn't
Okay,
he?
well, we'll get there.
Okay.
Every time he would bitch out. And then finally she like came, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like invite her over, I'm gonna say I need something. I'm gonna invite her over. I was like, I need this, can you bring it over? And she did. And I was like, Will, here you go. And he just like,
What'd you
fucking
give him?
puzzle paychecks.
Oh.
And then like nothing.
On the date?
No.
Oh,
That
I was
same
like,
day.
what a dumbass.
And then I was fed up because this is like the 30th time we've gone. Then like we were leaving, I was like, Will, you better fucking say something. And he just like we're like waiting, and he was just like, I am Will. It was like the most epic shit.
That's like the most like that would like scare
I think
me.
she's like-
I'd be like scared if
she's
some
like-
guy told me that.
Yeah, she's like, hi. He's like, I am Will.
Shout out to Guardians of the Galaxies, dog.
We just
Yeah,
left. Me and Sean were like, we're fucking out of here, dude.
Yeah.
But he went on a date with her.
You know what? You know what though?
A couple?
Yeah, he drove up and like I think his like her like Mexican dad was like, I don't want this fucking vato here and shit.
He's like, hit that pinata. Yeah, let me see. Like,
But I think he went on a couple dates with me. But other than that, Will as a double dates guy, trash.
Okay, I will say this. Because there's this epic story of me and Richard going to the mall.
Oh, that's my favorite story.
Okay. It's hard.
Hold on, maybe before, let's just, there are people in our group that are like, for whatever reason, they're like a magnets. You know how magnets, like, but if you flip it around, like, they can't, connect. You couldn't connect with, you fucking tried, dude. There's like more than that. 90% of the people are like anti-puss, bro. Like,
anti-poon,
and you're sitting there like, Sean Sean is bad,
he's
bro.
The most,
dude, Will's
he's a good-looking dude.
Will's a GLG. Will's a good-looking dude.
Will's a good-looking guy. Everyone is.
I tell you, like, we went to like a fucking, we went mini golfing with these like 2 cute Mexican chicks, and he was like, Will was like, man, she's so cute. I was like, what the fuck? Yes, cool, get it in or something. And he's like,
Tell her that.
He's like, Will, what the fuck? I don't mean to blow you up, dude.
No,
you're a
it's
good-looking
real.
guy.
It's real. That's what I've been telling everyone this whole time. Like,
This is what puzzles and paychecks do to you.
It does.
Right?
No. It really stunts your like growth.
Maybe
dude.
you guys should watch more fucking Naughty America to like figure out how to like
how to talk to like fucking pool boy, like fucking,
how to talk to pool boys. Yeah, how do you want to get that fucking jerk off?
Or maybe you'll be a pool boy, dude. You're
Just
like,
no. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just bizarre.
It's hard in general talking to a girl, but then you're around your friends. Bro, I can't even fucking shit around you now. Now I'm supposed to fucking flirt with some girl in front of you? Like, how the fuck's that gonna happen, dude? Like, yeah, it's awkward, dude. No, it's weird. And I had a situation like that with Richard. He was getting his fucking eyebrows started, and I was I didn't even tell him what I was doing. He was fucking.
Hold on a second. That's not what was happening, was it?
Yeah,
we went,
dude. Me and Richard used to get out like nut fucking.
No, because I was at the mall with you guys. I don't remember this. I was there.
No,
I think we just me and him.
It was just me and Richard one random day.
Oh, you told me.
And we were like,
bro, he was mad.
I wasn't mad.
He fucking called me.
I was only mad because I don't think that he got that I was being awkward about it. Because I'm weird about.
I'm freaking out. So Team Blackbirds got together and I wasn't invited.
I know,
dude.
Like a me and Richard would like do these like lunch dates all the time and shit.
What do we always do?
Talk about like real life and shit, dude. And, like,
I remember that one time it was me, you, and it was whenever I was telling you guys that I was thinking about marrying Asuka. Me and Asuka already had the conversation about it, and then you guys were like going based off of something that she said like before, where she's like, I don't ever want to get married and all this shit, and you guys were like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't want to be like, hey, we already talked about it. It's something that she'd be interested in, but I was just getting your guys' intake on it, and I still remember to this day, and I was like, man, that shit was pretty. But it was cool that you could go somewhere and have the real talk sessions, because some people don't have any appetite for that shit.
It's always happened to be like me and Brandon were like the ones that people talk to, because like we gave like pretty, like, not to toot our own horn, but we gave real advice.
Good advice.
Because some people, like, Vincent doesn't want to be in the middle of things. No. That's fine. That's cool. You don't want to be in the middle of shit. You're like, he's like, this is fucking WMV. Keep your shit out of here.
Yeah.
Like, keep your drama out of here. We're playing fighting games.
We're
playing fucking fighting games.
No religion or politics.
Fuck that
or
shit.
what's it called.
And that's cool.
Right?
That's why it's like chilling, haven.
Definitely.
But like, if you need some real talk, we would get together.
Yeah, dude.
And it would be anybody.
But that's kind of. I mean, that whole mentality, like, led. I mean, I don't know. I no one really knows what happened with the whole Vince and his girlfriend thing. But if I think, no, I'm serious. I'm being dead serious. All I'm gonna say is that if he would have talked to us a little bit about it, we would have known. That was the wrong idea. To be like completely in the dark about all this shit, because all it did was lead to suffering on his behalf, and I feel bad about it. He had to suffer through some bullshit times, and I felt bad because I defended him for so long about all this shit, and it took me a long time to realize what was going on. And I was like, dude, he seems happy. Who gives a shit if fucking he wants to do this or do that? And everyone's like, fuck that. Blah. They were like rabid fucking animals just like trying to fucking get. I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, you guys don't know.
We've all been through our shit. We've all
been through our shit.
It's like, it's hard to, but then it became that it took too long to realize it was toxic and it was shitty, and it was because there was no
communication.
It was just complete blackout of information, and it's just not. It was not a good way to go about something, because if we would have been like, yo, this isn't like a normal thing
Yeah.
you'd have to deal with in a fucking like a relationship that is healthy.
Yeah.
You might want to like think about what's going on here.
I would have been from the perspective of, yo, dog, I've only had unhealthy, so I know what the
Yeah,
fuck unhealthy is.
Yeah, it's like, I know where this road goes out to. You better get the fuck out of it right
Yeah.
now. And it would have saved a lot of time, a lot of heartache, a lot of problems.
But that's learning experience.
It is.
That's like
It
that's
is.
what you need.
I mean, I hope that, you know, I mean, who knows?
I think it's all like beneficial down the line.
But you could have saved, I'm telling you.
I
If
know.
you would've
Some
came-
real homie shit.
If you would have told us, if
but
you
it's all
would
hindsight,
have gone to
dude.
bring a bird up, well, I hope people.
I shouldn't have dated that girl like 4 years.
Bro, no.
You know, that was like no, fuck that shit. You learn from all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
what I'm saying is that your friends
Made us into
that you
fucking grade A
can
guys.
trust, your friends that you can trust to give you sound advice.
Definitely.
You know, minus the Rigobertos don't marry Oscar advice because
We didn't
No,
say
I know.
that.
We didn't say that. We
We
were, just
were
worried.
concerned.
We were worried.
We
for
were
our friend,
down.
dude.
Yeah. We
You
were just
know?
like, hey, just make sure shit.
Yeah,
That's all. That's
just
all we
make sure.
said.
Well, that's the thing. You
She
never
lost her
know.
wedding band, so we can all
See?
What the fuck?
fucking
She
blow it out, dude.
No, I'm just kidding.
She's like, she takes him to work. She takes the engagement ring to work, and the wedding band, and then she has to wear gloves because she's working with chemicals in the hoods. So she has to take them off all the time.
Red Hoods?
She
Where's
puts
she-
them in her. Stop.
Puts them in her pocket?
She puts them in her pocket. She puts them all these places, and then she always remembers. But she's worked there for over a year now, and then she lost them. She's like, I don't know where they are.
Things creep out of your pockets.
I know, and I'm
That's
like,
the thing that sucks.
and I'm like, why did you have the fucking
Let me show you guys something
engagement
right now.
ring?
Oh shit.
Why did you have the engagement ring?
Gotta hook her up with something like this.
Like, if you know,
the little fucking butt plug, dog.
What
what
the
the fuck is this?
This
butt
thing
plug?
right here, dude.
Oh, okay. That's
For your ring. I don't have my ring on right now.
I thought it was an actual
You
butt
put it on
plug.
your
You put 'em
desk
on.
at work.
Do I
and
want to
then
touch
you
this
put that
thing?
on- Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it, dude. I boiled it before you came over.
No, those are real. Usually they don't look like a butt plug.
We have an elephant one. We have a bunch of, elephant trunks.
you know, like like by the sink, there's like a little dish with
I
the
thought you were talking
little,
about butt plugs again.
little padico sticking out.
I used to think all the wine openers were like butt plugs. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, what is this
You
shit?
see
I was
the
like,
Infinity
what?
Gauntlet meme where it's like a guy in his sister's room. He's like, my sister has all the Infinity Gems. It's like a bunch of butt plugs on his finger. It's like
All
the
I'm
best
saying,
shit,
well,
dude.
we'll get back to Brandon's story because it is epic. But all I'm gonna say is, if anyone, there's 3 people, and people don't even, you don't even have to know Brandon. You'd be like, yo, take me to Rigoberto's and tell me what's up.
Tell me what's
bro.
up, dude.
Yeah,
I'll fucking
And
be there for
it's
you.
crazy.
Or Money Pit.
I
Oh,
honestly
fucking
sometimes I wonder because people are like, oh, Rico's doing this like FGC type podcast with like Brandon, but like, blah blah shit. It's like, bro, you're an extension of me and you. I look, if someone else was like, hey, why are you guys doing a podcast with Brandon about FGC shit? It's like, name me one other person that I could do this with and it not be just the most bullshit. Like,
Dude,
you know
if
what I mean?
it's an
Brandon's
FGC
just-
podcast, that's why. This isn't FGC. This is
No,
like
I know,
SPO.
but I know, but
No, I get what you're saying.
But you know what I
get
mean?
saying.
Like, I feel like I get a feeling. I have feelings about things, and I feel like people are like, I know it's not just the FGC, but we do. Sure, we'll go over FGC topic type stuff. But it's like, dude,
Brandon's been through that shit for
I
years.
know,
though.
I know. I was looking for
Yeah,
a
I just
picture
wasn't
of
there.
me and you to put on Facebook, and I
Yeah.
saw a picture. It was 2011. You and Juicebox Abel fucking sitting there
The
like
best,
doing
dude.
this like thumbs up shit, and I was just like, man, how fucking people are just fucking stupid. Like, I mean, I don't know, but all I'm saying
We
is
got
that-
fucking Brandon's fucking ear bleeding on pillows and all these tournaments. These fucking random hotels.
No, the best. That was the greatest thing. We're like, where are we gonna find a hotel, dude? I was like, we'll just drive. No bullshit. I said, we'll drive down this street. I was like, we'll drive down this street until we find some train tracks. And when we cross the train tracks, there will be a Motel 6. It was like the most insanely epic fucking just projection of the future I've ever given.
We just follow
and
the
then
driving
we're
lanes,
just
like-
driving. We're just driving, and we're by like the John Wayne International Airport, Los Angeles, and we pass these train tracks. And then, no bullshit, there was a fucking Motel 6, and I was just like, come on, guys. And there was gunshots, like, in the
Yeah,
parking
no,
lot
that was
when we got there, and I was just like... They're like, are you a AAA member? I was like, fucking Triple D.
We fucking, our home was like the Poverty Palace, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, dude, it was so
that's where you thrive, though, dude.
The
Like,
Imperial
people
Palace,
don't get that
dude.
shit. God, I fucking miss that place.
That place
dude.
is the best,
The
dude.
cigarette smell, like you're just
Fucking
like
the Michael
dude,
Jackson,
the fucking
like,
Ashagaga upstairs. Like it was so fucking.
It was so
lit,
bad,
dude.
it's so good, dude.
Okay, so
It was so
fucking
good. It would
Richard,
always
like,
be like-
blue-balled you, and fucking, he, like, fucking stole your
No,
girl.
I just snuck off. I didn't. I should have told him what I was doing. I should have said, "Yo, dog, stay here because I'm a little fucking bitch and I'm like afraid to talk to
That's
girls in
fucking
front of
cute,
guys."
dude.
And she was cute. I walked over, we started talking, and I was like, I gotta do this fast, dude. And then I looked to my left, and like Richard's right there. He's like, "Sup, bitch?" Like I was like, "Oh,
This is like freshly fucking
yeah, I was like,
eyebrows
I'm good and shit. I'm like, this
the
motherfucker.
Pidgey out, dude. I didn't notice his little fucking Pidgey haircut.
I didn't put it back, dude.
That's
Say no,
dude. I
That's a
respect that,
classic.
bro.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
You gotta keep
It's
it
a
real,
haircut I had 8
I got
years
lazy
ago,
and I
dude.
wanted to rock the fucking.
Yeah, you got the One Piece sweat.
The Heart Pirates, dude. If you spoil anything, I'll fucking kill you.
What happened? No,
I'll fucking kill you.
I'm a little behind on the manga.
Okay. I'm fine with anime, but fuck
it's,
you guys.
it's crazy because I'm at the part where it's gonna like supposedly whatever.
That's what I keep reading, and I'm
Oh,
freaking
here
the
it
fuck
is.
out.
In the
But
fucking.
I'm
watching the manga,
every
right?
time,
I'm watching the anime.
Every
That's what I'm
time
watching,
I get
yeah.
a chance to do something, I do something different, and then by the time I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to work or something. I'm like, fuck, I should have been like, catching up on One Piece right now. I'm like, god damn it, and then I'll just forget, and then every time I'm like going to bed, I just spent like 3 hours doing dumbass shit, and I'm like, okay, time to go to bed, and I was like,
Have
oh,
two
I
combos.
should have read fucking, yeah. I'm like trying to just fucking
Be the
crack
best,
it.
dude.
And I'm like, fuck, man, like, why haven't I been reading? I don't know why. It just slips my mind until the moment where I'm like, okay, no more free time, and then I'm like, fuck, I should have been reading.
Yep.
I'm a scrub, dude. I have to watch the anime, dude. But the anime's so good.
You know what?
It's hard.
The
Whatever you
anime
start
is so
off
good.
with, the anime is good now.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, bro, I was like,
But I mean,
"Man,
first time-
It takes a minute for something to.
It
get
was
good.
fucking 2,000 years ago,
Yeah.
too, alright?
It
Like
was.
even like
no, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
It takes time.
Compared to
It takes
Naruto, I guess
time.
it was like.
Bro,
Yeah,
the first
But
couple
once-
volumes of the manga compared to the first like 100
There's a lot of things
episodes
that are
of the fucking anime, it is it's so bad.
I
it is like
appreciate.
night and day, dude.
I watch Digimon, bro. Like I have no like concept of what's good and what's bad.
Whoa,
Like, I
whoa,
watch
Digimon's
all of
tight,
it.
dude.
Digimon's fucking sick. as
J-Flow,
fuck.
dude? That's J-Flow.
Shout out to fucking Digimon Cross
That's
Wars,
true.
dude.
I've
So it's
always
like
been an anime snob. If it's not like really great, I'm just like,
I could watch the bottom of the barrel and love it. Like,
I mean,
I'm like the worst.
You know,
person,
once
dude.
New World, that made it just like ridiculous.
oh yeah, that's when
it flipped.
I've always said at one point I'm gonna go back and watch the anime from New World because from what I understand is a lot of the arcs that people bitch about in the anime in the manga they're all good. So like I'm not gonna suffer through like a janky arc through the anime whenever I know that it kind of that level of quality kind of gets closer together once it gets to New World.
Yeah.
And then it gets the animations up to point. I think even the artist like actually is involved up to that.
Yeah.
Or to a certain extent, because in those earlier things, you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
The animation is just like, it's like, who are they getting to do this shit? This is terrible. But I know they had a big task at hand. Like, we gotta
For sure.
catch up to this fucking anime that's like 10 years ahead of us. Like, and we just gotta pump out bullshit until we
Yeah.
can catch up. It's like,
Either way, watch or read One Piece. It's the best.
Yeah.
it's so good.
One Piece is the
It's
best.
so
It's so
fucking
good.
good.
Friendship, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
exactly.
the truth, man. Like
It's crazy.
that's the only reason why I've survived so long, dude. Is friendship. Bro.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, it really is, dude. Like, you know, I meet people that don't have too many friends, man, and it's a shame, dude, because it's like, man, it shaped who I am as a person. It shaped what I do for a hobby. It shaped so much about myself. It's like, without my friends, I don't think I'd be anything, really, dude. I'd be a depressed fucking person, bro.
Yeah. Playing
Yeah.
games, chilling with friends, dude. That's why, like, you know, even the TTF merge, like, just
Oh,
was a
God,
a
dude.
great thing for everybody.
Oh, it was so much fun.
We
bro.
were losing it, and then, you know, then Robert saved us at the bank. After we lost Ed couldn't hold it at his house in Pendleton,
Yeah.
and then Robert at his place, like at his work
work,
by
that
the
was
bank.
epic, dude.
Dude, and then
That was
I just,
so
I just
sick.
saw
That
Robert.
was an epic
I saw Robert not too long ago, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for losing the bank, man. I know I like kind of ruined things." Like, dude, you fucking
didn't ruin
saved us.
shit.
No
You
way,
saved
bro.
us.
No way.
It's the opposite.
Don't
We were
ever
like,
do
we would have been like fucking playing Multi Blood in the bathroom or something like that.
I know. No, seriously,
Like,
dude. Seriously.
Robert saved us for so. Yeah, the fucking OFC prohibition started and shit.
Yeah.
That's what, but like, he
What do you
saved
mean by
us. The OFC prohibition. Remember when the shitkin Kevin Dustin guy was like throwing up in the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
he just started throwing up, and
Oh, yeah.
we couldn't bring drinks anymore.
I was like, "What's that suitcase for?" I was like, "Is there a setup in there?" And he was just like his vomiting like pile. You know, what I mean? You ever seen that
He
guy?
just puking it in the
He had the
closet.
like cowboy hat and he has a suitcase with him, and I'm like, "What's in there, dude?" It's just like little doggy bags full of puke, and she's like,
I still can't believe that was him, but yeah, he was. He
That's
was just
crazy,
He
throwing
was
up
an
everywhere.
hardcore anime player,
Yeah,
right?
he still is.
super
He's
good.
like he's like a mod of Dust Loop, and like he actually does shit. Kevin's cool. Kevin's homie.
Yeah, that guy is cool.
But
So
it was
he
funny
was
that
just
it was
having-
funny that it was him.
There was a problem that there was like
Oh.
AMPM like right
I
across the
know.
street.
You could go get fucking like Four Locos and
Yeah,
shit.
every
bro.
time.
And it was when they were strong,
Fuck, dude, when they would like kill homeless
Four
people.
Locos were dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
Four Locos were like, there was like a disclaimer, it's like, this will induce a heart attack. It's only a matter of time. It's like, drink at your own
Give me
risk.
4 fruit punches.
Yeah, it's like 2 for 4. If you drink
It's like
2,
Four
you're dead.
Locos, you drink 4, you go Locos.
Dude, that shit was fucking tragic, actually. Four Locos, man. But yeah, it was across the street from that 7-Eleven, dude.
It was AM PM.
It was AM/PM. Fucking AM/PM.
But then, and then from there we went up to we went to go fucking watch what's it called?
We had to merge with...
We watched VHS, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We watched. Were you?
I don't think I was there for that one.
We watched VHS. Maybe because we had like a mob car. We had
Maple. What's his name?
Kyle. We had 6 people in that car because I had fucking laid in the back and I always had to fucking lay in the back with
You're a
sex
badass.
era, dude.
This guy's a badass, dude. Nah, fucking Rico told this story once, and I'm just like, Manny, dude.
He doesn't
you
hold
fucked
grudges
up.
like I did,
Manny,
dude.
dude.
That shit pissed me off. I'm sorry, Manny. I forgive you, but dude, that shit.
Everyone needs to ride in a truck once.
It just,
dude.
That's
It's
like
that shit
no
too.
room.
I could sleep back there, dude. I'm small.
No, it's okay.
He
but
was
like,
small too,
It's
man,
like
yeah.
it's like there was no more room. You want to come with us? You're gonna have to get in the trunk, and then it's all of a sudden, oh, I can't do that. It's like, okay, and it was like it was just. He should have just left it alone. But it made for some funny
Really
memories.
bitched out
I'm
back
losing
there.
it right now.
Really
This is
bitched out back there, bro.
It made for some funny memories. Trolling those people at the red light where I was banging on the hood, screaming, saying, "Help me! Help me!" And I was like banging on the hood, and they were like freaking out. They were like pulling out their phones and calling 911. I was like, "They took me!"
Fucking Jonah Hill's in the back, dude.
And all the windows, but it was so funny, dude. And then he peels off like through the red, and, like it was so godlike.
That's what he
Polydactyl,
gets,
and it was
dude.
Polydactyl and fucking. I don't remember
Was
his
Ilya
boat
there?
off.
Was Ilya there?
Yeah, me and Ilya. Ilya's like, there's a BJ's like 10 miles away that's got the best review of any
Ilya's the
BJ's
man,
in the
dude.
country. I was like, no, it was so funny because it was prom night that night, and I was like, Ilya, I was like, all these girls are trying to get fucked tonight, dude. I was like, which one of you? He's like, stop it, dude, stop it. I was like, touching his dick. He's like, oh. I was like,
Why is it soft?
come on, Ilya, let's fucking go. He's like, no. Ilya's the best, dude.
Ilya's the
Oh
man,
man,
I could do
dude.
my Ilya impersonation, but I
Oh,
don't, I
God,
don't want to
dude.
break the internet.
The Ilya impersonation is so good, dude. If you haven't seen that, like, it has
Ask me in person, I'll do
people
it.
people like
in
ask him,
person.
but like you gotta, it has to be like just natural.
We gotta make a video.
It's
dude.
so
We
good,
just gotta
dude.
make a video.
Elijah B.
It's funny because he came up to me one time and he's like, I heard you're impersonating me now or something, and I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, let's see it. He's like, and I was just like, I did it, dude, and he fucking lost his mind. He's like, what?
Pretty good, dude.
He's like,
Did you
no,
guys
it's
do
because
like
I didn't
his laugh back and
I
forth?
don't
or
say
something?
anything. My whole bit is I don't say anything. It's
It's
just
the
the
face.
mannerisms. It's just the weird.
It's just his weird mannerisms.
No, it's everything. It's even down to like where he stands and how he'll never
The angle of his face,
He'll
dude,
never
yeah.
look straight in your eyes, or he doesn't like to stare like in your eyes for too long. And then he never stands like squared up with. He'll always stand like at an angle. And so it's always just this like he looks for a second.
It's starting.
It started already.
It's starting, dude.
I don't wanna, like-
It's the lips. It's everything.
It's-
Oh, dude.
And he lost his mind. He's like, dude, what the fuck?
It's so good.
He's like, I thought it was gonna be bad. But he's like, but it's funny. I was
He's like, that's what I look like in the mirror. every
Ilya,
day.
was Ilya the best? Dude? Was Ilya the best?
I mean, at one point, wasn't
I
he?
told him he's the best, and then he threw a chair at me. That's it, dude.
Really?
It was like, okay, it sounds weird. We played like at San Diego for like a bit. Like there's like I think we would go back and forth, and there's some time where he beat me like 3 weeks in a row. But like one of this time where he like. I'm a dumbass. All I do is fucking wake up reversal every time. He would just OS demon me for like 90%. I'm like, oh, I'm chilling, and then OS demon 90%. I'm like, fuck. And he's like one time, and he like popped off and like kicked the chair and like he's like, yeah. But he doesn't remember that he beat me or that he did that. But everybody else remembers that.
It's because
He beat me.
It's because in his mind, he's a competitive person. So like it doesn't. He remembers the L's probably more than
Yeah.
the wins. But he was.
I remember the L's too.
He was a bad motherfucker, dude.
Ilya
Ilya
gave me a lot of L's,
Ilya was a
dude.
bad motherfucker. Dude.
I always dreaded playing Ilya, and it was always fun ass games. I love playing that guy.
No, for sure. Competition, man. You want good competition for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I played him in Smash when I first met him. That was
Who got the better
Destruction, dude,
Was
or
he
what?
good,
we played. I don't think we ever played like really in tournament. We just like we kind of met a little bit, but
You do like
that was like Brawl. And Brawl was so shitty. I think he played Brawl, but Brawl was so shitty.
Brawl was the fucking shittiest game.
Bro, we played Brawl too.
Brawl, dude. If people don't believe me, dude. Was I okay at that game? Dude?
Rico was not bad, dude.
Yeah, okay.
He fucked me up like at Brawl.
I was okay. I was okay. I wasn't
Donkey
great,
Kong, dude.
but I was
Donkey
okay.
Kong's real, dude. I like that game.
I like how you guys didn't know what pratfalling.
You know what pratfalling is? If any Smash players, like anybody plays Smash, like knows what pratfalling is. Good shit to you, because nobody knows what the fuck pratfalling.
I was like, yeah, dude. You
Rico's
didn't
like,
manual, dude.
Rico's like, you never like, no, it's like, you know, at the very end of like, I mean, everybody played Smash. Like when you like have your lives left and it tells you like all these stupid like points you get, like that doesn't matter. Rico's like, yeah, you don't see where it says pratfall, like 200 points. Like nobody looks at that shit. What the fuck are you talking about? He doesn't even say what it is.
No, it's whenever you fucking
But doesn't
don't
even say what it
tag.
is.
It's when you hit the ground, you don't tag. I think it's whenever you just go, ooh, and then he can still hit you. You're still hittable. That's why people don't.
But Rico just like made a big deal of it. You know what fucking pratfalling is? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, because okay, look, I don't
doesn't even
even
matter.
play the game. No, it's like if someone, okay, you guys were shut the fuck up. Everyone shut the fuck up. Everyone shut up. Okay, would you consider yourself at one point a player of Smash? Okay, I never really would have. I played for fun, and yeah, sure, we knew that there was a competitive aspect of it. We tried to like play the high tier characters, but. And so I knew what pratfalling. I've heard this terminology. It's like going to someone who's a Smash. It's like a Smash player going to a Street Fighter playing and being like, oh, like you didn't tech that throw, and they'd be like, what's a tech?
No. This is what it's compared to. If someone knocks you down in Street Fighter and you didn't tech the throw, or if you didn't tech the ground, what is that even called? No, it's not even called anything.
Tech roll or
not teching. What is not teching called? Like on accident or whatever. That's exactly. But that's what the fuck.
No, okay.
That's what the fuck it
But
is.
it's
That there's no name for it. In Smash,
a name.
Smash, if you don't tech,
It has
like
a
you
name.
fucked up, and you're like, oh shit.
Any Smash player.
There is no name for that
no,
in Street Fighter.
In
There
the
is
comments,
no name.
if you've played Smash before,
This
if
guy's
you
a
know what
jackass.
pratfalling is.
Thank you. See, I'm glad that people think when I said me and Rico like argue. This is why we argue, because he comes with the dumbest shit. He's like, you don't know what a not tech when you meant to tech means? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That doesn't even.
No,
that's not
it's
even
because
real.
it's because we're two people that are more
Passionate.
We're just a little more aggressive.
Wow, different, dude.
We're a little more aggressive. You know what I mean?
We are.
We're a little more aggressive than most people. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we make up at the end of the day. Dude.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
all matters, dude.
Just a bro shower at the end of the night.
The bro
dude.
shower.
That really happened.
That
A lot
bro
of
shower,
like, people always like, are these things real that they talk about?
We would always talk about the bro shower. Dude.
Yeah.
Me,
Dude, that
Vincent,
really happened,
Richard,
dude.
and J Flo kind of. J Flo had 1 foot in. It was like I had 1 foot on the platform.
Jason was a little scared. The bro shower happened, dude.
Yeah, he was there, dude.
You know,
J Flo's my witness that happened, dude.
it can be scary, bro. You know, you're just like, is this gonna be the best? Like,
Bro,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, am I
Trust
gonna like
these
this
guys?
much, dude?
Gotta get this coin.
Yeah, am I gonna like it so much?
Is it gonna be the same afterwards? Like,
Hey, are we gonna call each other after? Or what? Are we still hanging out after?
We're all young, dude.
It's like the end of Super Bad. He's like,
Young, dumb, and full of cum, dude.
I guess we'll
Oh,
kill you.
the end of Super Bad.
The look back.
That's exactly what happened. We all leaving Rico's house. We like drove slowly. He's like touching the window and he's like,
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh, shit,
Honestly,
dude.
that's what I always thought about our friends. It was just super bad every weekend.
yeah, of course,
You know what I
dude.
mean? Like it was just super bad every fucking weekend, dude.
Yeah.
so we watch it with like we would watch it with like the Jesse's crew and them, but like nobody understood that. We would just Wednesday night WNV just like all of a sudden we were like dun, 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 dun. Like we would hear like the ending roll credits and it'd be like, okay, it's playing. Press start again. Press start again.
Just
That's all it was,
again,
dude. Just fucking
Replay
press
that
start
shit,
again,
dude. That River Monsters.
We barely would even play.
Salmon Cat, dude.
It's so crazy
Yeah.
because that movie today, I don't think they would make it.
Oh yeah, you can't.
hell
Not today.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Not with the tell your fucking big bread you
God.
can't come either or
The spit on the chest, bro.
just
God.
a lot of there's a
Jesse
lot of
said-
you know
Tell you that.
there's just a lot of shit in that movie that nowadays would be problematic. But,
Yeah.
but before we get lost on this, so you went to the mall with
Oh, shit, yeah.
eyebrows plucked.
I got mine, alright.
So pretty much I just went to talk to this girl. I was fucking shy as fuck. This guy came in and like fucking made me even more shy. And then I was like, all right, I'm just not gonna do it. And for fucking some reason, she's like, I'll give you fucking this % off on this fucking cologne. And me and Richard, you know, we like to smell good. The cool water, shouts to cool water and
Good-
shit.
good
dude, you
smell,
know?
lot of good
I was
smell.
like, how much? Like I was just like, how much now? I still have that too.
Shit.
It's some of my favorite cologne, bro. Smells so fucking good. But I ended up buying cologne from her, and we like walked away, and I was like, "Fucking Richard, dude, why the fuck did you come up on me, bro?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I know I should have told him, but I was just like premature, dog. I don't know what the fuck to do, dude. Yeah, I was just like,
I felt bad.
He was like getting eyebrows started, and I just like disappeared in the wall. I didn't say shit. I was just gone.
Brandon called me, and he's just like, "You should have been here." We go. I was like, "What happened?" He's like, Richard. Me and Richard were in the mall, and
Rico would have been like,
I was. And it was funny because he called me and he was upset, dude. He's like, I was talking to this chick, and then fucking Richard shows up and starts like being a dick to her, and then she starts like
that was the best though. You were like
being all happy and shit.
I forget
she got all, like,
what the fuck is this?
It was so
What the fuck is that?
You were like, oh, we're gonna
and then I talked to Richard about it, and then Richard's like, no, I didn't want him to spend money on this cologne, so I was like trying to like get him out of there and like not like, you know, because he was like, it was a ripoff. And I was like, come on, Brandon, like, fuck this place. And like, and then Brandon was getting all, it was so funny, bro. I was just like,
both sides.
Yeah, I was just like,
it was shitty.
So I could tell that
Richard, I was more mad at myself than
Richard
anything.
wasn't trying to go in there and be like, you know, there's some girls that for whatever reason, like if you're nice to them, like they're just not attracted to you. But if you kind of like go in there and you just fucking talk shit to them, they're like, I've met
two different times.
Sometimes this guy get off
almost makes you more of a joke though too. Because I had this one time with this girl where I was like, "What's up, you fucking cunt?"
No, you can't be stupid about it.
No. But like we had that bit, but it turned to this point where like it never got serious because of that.
I mean, that's like the thing.
And I was
like
fuck.
I've always like I'm a pretty like nice guy-ish, you know, very.
But you can get friend zone.
Yeah, that's it. But then like it.
You still open the door for you, dude.
Anyways,
no.
Hold on.
No. I'm using my red card.
All right, old fashioned.
She's holding it.
The butt plug card.
Listen. When me and Richard and Oscar and whoever Richard's going with at the time, so this was Sherry's thing, and we went to Yoshinoya people in LA, and we're all riding together, and then we all get out of the car, and I'm like, dude, Oscar pisses me off because we stop somewhere, and like before she can even turn up the engine, I'm already like slammed the door, like walking off, and then she's just like, "Where's my purse and my keys and my what?" And I'm like, "Let's fucking go, bitch!" I'm like, "Wake up, fucking!" I'm like, "Let's go!" Like, come on! And then I'm sitting there, so I'm out of the car. I'm like in the Yoshinoya, like ordering. I look back, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And I see Richard walk around the car and open the door for fucking. And I'm like,
"Gentlemen."
I'm like, it's like I was like, hey, this guy's funny, dude. He's fucking with me. I was like,
You can't be that much of a bitch.
No. I was like, he's like. In my head, I was like, he's doing a bit. I was like, I'm not gonna laugh.
I only opened it.
I'm not gonna laugh.
When you're like going into the car, not fucking going out there.
No,
Benson.
And then going in.
No,
he did again, and I was like, what is this guy fucking doing? But I respect it, but it was kind of, it was a little corny, bro.
We've all done some corny shit before, dude.
Gentlemen,
I gave the girls my jacket. You ever do that one? The fucking novice, dude. The girl. Oh, it's kind of cold.
If a girl's cold, you're just like, here. You're just like, oh, you're cold. You're giving your hand. You just like put it on your nut sack. You're like,
let's see how warm that is, dude.
That's what it was. Like, you know, sing a different style. Like
get the fucking bat wing. You're just
like me, kind of like nice guy, and then Rico's fucking dick. But it took me like until Will's friend Anisha.
Anisha? Oh, that girl was so cool.
No, but she was like
so cool.
She was like Rico's confidence and like how he sometimes has a dick, it could be super attractive, and that's what I was like. Oh shit! She told me that. I was like, dude, that makes sense because like you can see it because Rico was like he could pull girls like that gets nothing. I was like, oh, like that makes sense.
Yeah, I've been able to fucking
guy.
The whole honestly, bro. No, the other day we went to something and they were like, "You guys are married," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude." And it was so funny because, like, you could see... Well, she had lost her ring, and I don't wear mine. So he was just like, oh, yeah, you guys are fucking married or some shit. And then, dude, I was being such an asshole, dude. I was all like, what? I was like, what, you don't think I could pull her? I was like, honestly, I could pull, like, 10s if I wanted to. I was like...
I'm not even surprised.
I was like, I just don't want to fucking have to deal with them running around on me. And, like, all this stupid Oscar's just... And then, like, they said... Oh, you're smart to Oscar. I was like, her. I was like, my IQ's twice as high as her. I was like,
She watched
But
us.
Oscar loves this shit, dude. No, I'm
Yeah.
sure. She thought it was so funny.
Oscar-
And the guy was like, "You guys are funny." Like he's like, "You guys are funny." Like I'm gonna hang out with you guys. I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, get the back of the line.
No, but you know, it's just fun. For us, it's like she knows I'm fucking trolling, but it's just like we just like to.
That's the art of trolling. I forget her brother, Megan's brother, yesterday trolled her sister so hard, and Megan was like laughing. She's like, "Dude, that's so funny," and I was like, "That's the definition of a troll. Like
Yeah.
that's what trolling is.
Yeah.
It's like being you, regardless of like the outcome, dude. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're around people that don't get it, and it's almost dangerous to be like that. And you're like, not in my house, dude. You can start fucking doing it, dude. They're like, this guy's fucking out of control, dude. Like, no, that's a.
I'm just
that's
trying
a real
to-
thing.
I'm just
I
trying to get
mean, when
people
people,
to laugh,
when people hear us and fucking BSP and shit, and they're like,
Yeah,
what the fuck
dude.
going on?
Oh, dude, that was wild.
They don't, you know.
They couldn't make that movie anymore. They couldn't make that movie.
The Alan Parrish Project, dog, the APB, dude. Fucking, that's the thing about it, though. I always felt like there were certain people that really just made it more comfortable, dude. Like, sometimes you could go to a tournament and it'd just be so serious. You know, you'd be like, oh, fuck. I'd be in a group of people, I wouldn't say shit, you know?
Yeah.
But then there'd be those one guys that'd come around and just break the fucking ice. And you'd be like, thank God, dude. Like, I was about to suffocate over there for a second, dude. Like, that's how I think video games has that rap, though. In WoW, you're playing with fucking 10 people, and there's some fucking weird dudes and shit. You're like, bro, loosen up a little bit. You know?
It's crazy because like a lot of these kids are good looking too.
Fuck yeah.
Like
No-
I'll say
no
it.
game? No
I'll
game?
say it, dude. Javi and Jed are two very handsome young men, and there's no reason why they haven't like gotten like AIDS yet. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing
Why
wrong?
haven't you got the
Javi
clap
is
yet, dog?
super
What
shy.
are you doing wrong?
We went to TJ and like
He
it
went
takes
to-
That's like,
it takes Javi like and somehow we
it
ended
takes
up
$5 to get a girl down.
somehow
there,
we ended up
dog.
at some like punker like 80s like
That's sick.
That's
bar.
hype. That's
Alexis
hype.
loves this shit. We went there. It was
Yeah.
hype. We were,
Is it like a themed one?
Yeah, it was.
I love.
They were like, it was like
the theme
no,
bars
it
in
was,
Japan are so sick.
it
Like
was so
horror, fucking.
But
yeah,
like the
it's so
girls
sick.
there, I was like, this is scene girls, this is Javi's domain. But Javi is super shy, super nice guy. It takes him some shots, but he'll get loosened up. But the thing is, Javi is like, it could be like his breaking point is like certain amount of shots. If he goes a little past that, he's done.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, Javi's fucking climbing this stripper pole. He's all the way at the top. He slides down, and then
Rips his hand
he
off.
literally rips his hand off. But at the same time, he was at the top, and like some girl she's like, yeah, like some cute girl like with the blonde hair. She like slaps his ass and.
The trick.
I'm
Well, that's the
telling
thing,
you.
dude. That's the thing. No, he's fucking hot. Javi's hot.
Yeah.
Real talk. Javi, I know you watch this. I'm not done.
Hot or not?
Dude, straight up, dude. Straight up. He's fucking.
Javier
He's handsome.
Nolasco?
He's handsome.
That's
Fucking
almost a
handsome.
crutch, bro. Being hot's
No,
almost
fuck
like
that shit.
It can be a
No,
downside, bro.
dude. Whenever I'm sitting there and I'm like, he's like freaking out, like spooning over this hot Megan chick. I was like, all right, well, let's go, dude. And I'm trying so hard. He's like, what do I say? What do I do? I was like, just go talk to her about the game, dude. And then he beat her ass.
I remember that.
He'd sit down and play, and he would just fucking shit on her. And I'm like, maybe you should.
Sometimes you gotta sniff the seed, dude. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Sometimes you gotta sniff the seed.
I was like, he's like, what am I doing
Let
wrong,
him
bro? I
know
was
what
like,
you're about,
stop
dude.
fucking perfecting her. She's getting mad at you.
She like gets up to him and she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. He's just
You gotta sniff the seed
right
sometimes.
in front of her, dude.
Can't make
It's
that
like-
movie anymore. Dude, that was the greatest thing. What was that? Was that at a Winter Game Fest
Winter Game
2012 or
Fest,
some
dude.
shit? There was just some random hottie there, and she was
She's
sitting
like,
in
how
this
do
chair
I
like,
use this
all
stick? Right?
day, dude.
Dude,
And then she got up, and Reggie was like,
what are you talking about, dude?
we're just like,
That never happened.
Yeah. Just,
and then we saw the like bulge, and we're like, yeah.
he just pulled out a knife,
So
cut the
cool,
middle of
dude.
the seat out, like took it on, like
Just
I'm taking the chair. Go into the back seat, boy.
just like a sample. He like puts it in a little tube. He's like
I saw this cloth right here.
Yeah.
It's part of my
get
quilt.
the magnifying glass. He's like looking at it and shit. He's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
But she had like a hot. Didn't she have some pink thing on? We kept joking about, or she had like short shorts.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
She had like red hair.
Yeah, red hair. So we were like,
And she had like the double stick. She's like, you want to use my stick? He's like,
Oh god, one of those ones.
the two stick.
Yeah,
good
She's
times,
like,
dude.
yeah, I can take 2 months.
We were like, her
oh, God.
boyfriend's a fucking chud, dude. Why would he? He's like, here's my stick. This is a dual stick.
You're fucking badass, dude. Yeah, he's just like, yeah.
He didn't know how to use it. It was all her.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always how it is, though, right? Some
But it's
fucking smuck has the fucking hottest
It's
girlfriend.
the
Like,
alcohol thing that I don't know. It's kind of like bringing it. I'm just thinking about what you were saying about
Javi
getting kind of. It's this like I'm nervous, so I don't want. I can't socially or like in a environment like that. You're like don't know how to act, so then you drink a little bit. This is my friend Tim, our friend Tim. Dude, this guy was the same shit, dude. He just could not fucking function in polite society. Like something is just awkward, just fucking weird, randomly awkward, and then he would drink a little bit and he'd get kind of cool. And then he just wouldn't stop.
And he'd chase you 6
and it would be he was in the lunatic. Remember, screaming. We were like holding him back and he's just screaming at some girl, I'm gonna fuck your face! I'm gonna fuck your face!
Or remember, he would like rap and shit.
I'm like, what?
We used to just let him rap, dude. He'd be like, you fucking bitch, and I don't give. It was like the funniest shit. We're like, yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's like, oh, I need a little liquid courage. So I don't drink, and that's like, it's hard mode trying to be like
cool,
dude. It's so much harder.
Yeah.
Just the nerves you feel, but just knowing it's nervousness, but still going and doing it, dude.
What if you have a good support system? If you have all the homies around you, I'm telling you.
It shouldn't be that hard, but we don't know what
And like Manny, for some reason, always likes the ugliest girls. A shout out to Manny. For
I respect that, though.
I respect it too, dude.
It's always the ugliest one.
Sometimes you gotta find out.
dude.
Like I always said that to someone. Sometimes you just, because I have a guy at work. He's like, oh yeah,
He's probably
her middle toenail is too big. You're like, bro, you gotta find out.
Wasted John. He's like, I
it's the same thing.
wouldn't even hit like Olivia Wilde. She's got like a weird like.
You're like,
she's got like a skin tag.
bro, I'd like hit that passed out bum right there, dude. Like, are you like kidding me, bro? Hey, you shouldn't pass me, bro.
Like me and Javi were like, oh, that girl's cute. And then Manny's like, oh yeah, that girl. And we're like, what the fuck, Manny?
No, I don't. Manny knows.
Manny
probably knows that like those the more like less attractive girls are just like for a while once you pull them. They're just fucking rabbits, dude.
Oh yeah,
they're like just horny as shit. And then once you like get it all out of them, and then they like start to like get lazy, you're like on to the next one.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, it's the hunt, dude. The hunt is way better.
What's going on with that picture? Did you see the picture of Manny, dude? What's going on?
Why did you should bring this to the light, dude?
What's going on there?
What do you mean bring it to the light?
What's going on?
He brought it to the light.
What's going on, bro?
Why? I'm not gonna.
What's going on there?
Why would I know?
You know. You were there. Did you feel like you beat it or anything?
Was it a barbecue? What was going on? Why
That was
It was like it was supposed to be a session, but like when
a game session.
Yeah.
So basketball shorts make sense. Okay, that's the only reason.
No, he wasn't wearing basketball shorts. He was wearing some like navy blue.
Man, that is Manny.
It was just
actual wear.
Bro.
Anyways,
that was. I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on?
Why?
Is this like
maybe smuggling? I don't know.
Alternate doing? Yeah, dude.
You got the fucking Harold from Harold. Grab the ham, dude.
Dude, I was like
smuggling the ham.
The Harold ham, dude. Holy shit, man.
I don't want to know.
So it was just a gaming session.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a gaming session. We just hung out and like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a birthday or like a kickback of some sort.
It was supposed to be just a session, but like, Angie likes to always do nice things for me. She's a great girl.
That's badass.
And then like it was like since my birthday was before and celebrate with the homies up there.
Hell yeah.
There's only like 3 like groups of homies in like the U.S. and FBC that are cool. It's like us, like Jesse's crew, not even LA. That's like LA's bitches, but Jesse's crew. And then like I think that's it. That's all. There's only 2. There's only 2. That's literally. I've been to the FGC. All these fucking people are whack as shit.
They're whack as fuck, bro. Straight up.
Shout out to anybody who thinks, oh, this guy's cool.
I remember one time.
Fucking whack. They're all fucking whack.
You told me, bro. You told me one time. You're like, you were just like looking at some guy like follow around some like top player, and you were just like, look at this fucking bitch. He's like, he doesn't know, dude. He's like, all those guys. He's like, you wouldn't want to hang out with any of them.
Losers.
He's like, they're fucking lame as shit. He's like, I've hung out with a lot of people that you see, and the only cool groups are. Oh, he said the coolest group is our group of friends, and I was like, that might be some bias, but you hang out with. You know, the like little green-haired fucking Mexican guy or whatever. You're just like, man, I don't know if that guy's cool or not, but you know what I mean. He showed up at our hotel room because no,
Hobby?
No, bro. Remember this? We were at Evo, and we were having like some like we were trying to like seduce Gama in the hotel room when he was alone. No, it was me, you, Gama, and like Alexis. I don't know why I was there. I know, right? You guys were actually playing Street Fighter 5, and I was just like
rolling in the bed.
I was just had the like weird awkward shit pillow like where my I was like,
and then when Sticky P was there,
no, and then a group of
when
random
when you and Sean spooned on the couch,
a random group
kicked Oscar off the couch.
of like players from Mexico showed up at our hotel room, and you were like, dude, tell these guys to get lost.
I remember that,
and I was like, what? And I was like,
we were like playing like Rico, you're not playing. Tell them to get fucking away.
Like, tell these guys to get lost.
It was like a field trip of like the Mexican players. They're like outside the door.
Dude,
like, Rico, tell them to get fucking away.
It was like 50 fucking just guys from Mexico. They're like, hey, is Galman Alexis here? We want to play and all this shit. And I looked, I'm like, and I looked back, and you guys were like,
it's like Mexican paparazzi. Rico's like,
and I was like, hey guys, I was like,
how many corn tortillas you guys want?
I was like, you guys need some bus money? And I was like, stepped in those pockets. I was like, pound sand, dude, pound sand. I'm like, what? I was like, there's a beach out there.
There's a setup in the hallway, dude. They're like, what?
Yeah, pound sand. They're like, what? Are they in there? I was like, get out of there. Beat your feet, guys.
Yeah, one did sneak in. I don't know who it was, but I remember that. One did sneak in.
Yeah, so like,
we didn't want them. We just wanted.
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know where this is going, but yeah, I remember that.
No, the problem is like it was a random group of other people that were just like, these guys really is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they are kind of cool, but
that's the thing. It's like you want to play good people, but also it's like I don't want to be around these fuckers, even if they're good. Like I don't want to be around them for more than one match. And it's like that's the thing. That's why I always say like.
Well, we had an ambiance. We were like liquoring up Gumma. We're like, come on. And we're like, Gumma's a good looking guy, dude. Like,
just kiss his neck accidentally. Like,
just like a little hand touch, like a little like, you know, like that's my favorite. Whenever I was single, like. I'm serious, bro. We were like in Japan or something, and like you could just, you'd be like, you pay with a debit card, like the waitress or whatever. She goes to give you a card. If you just like touch their hand when you grab the card and take it, like they've never experienced like a human touch. And they like realize that like that's like turning them on. They've like never been touched by anyone. Like, dude, it's fucking.
And that's how you get chased down by the Yakuza.
Yeah, bro. The fucking train tracks, dude. It's like Chris King, dude. Chris King's story's better than mine, dude. Chris King's fucking Yakuza story's the best.
What do? They just like beat the shit out of him?
Yeah, let Chris tell him.
Yeah. We get on fucking
podcast, dude.
It's like,
I remember the Chris King eras, dude. Richard and Chris King, dude. Those are some good matches, too, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
I remember he fucked me up at the first Evo. That was bad. Steven still has that recorded. He will never let that go. But when I finally like got better and better, and like I finally started beating him, that was like one of my biggest achievements.
Are you an Evo champion?
No.
Wait, didn't you win fucking Street Fighter 4 Anime Evo, bro?
Maybe.
Okay.
Did you though?
Yeah, you did.
Come on, Richard. What are you doing?
I don't remember what happened.
Did you get anything?
I wasn't there, but was it a 128-man Anime Evo tournament? Didn't you win?
I won NorCal Regionals.
Wait, what? Was that it?
Street Fighter 4, but that was like Street Fighter 5 era.
Yeah.
But I did beat Punk and Do or not Punk.
Wait, that wasn't at Evo?
No.
I thought that was at
The
Anime
fuck was
Evo.
Street Fighter 4 Anime Evo?
No, didn't they have a random tournament there?
Maybe.
And you gave your spot up to like Punk or some shit?
Oh, I gave it up to...
No, you gave it up to
Smug, and then he won the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Everybody's so pissed at me.
Dude, that was so funny. He's like, he wasn't supposed to be here.
Smug got it. I would have won that anyway.
Yeah, you would have, right?
That's so fucking sick.
Okay, so I had my... Hey, I might not always be accurate, but I'm never wrong, okay? So, like, I never lie. So, that's what happened. It was NorCal Regionals, and you won a big Street Fighter 4 tournament after it had already kind of... That cycle had already gone. And you beat a bunch of killers, huh?
It was fun.
I remember you telling me about
Will
that.
almost beat fucking like some sick Japanese set, but you know Will always shouts it out. But Will was always so close. I love watching Will.
There was a lot of people that could get to that point, but just
Will's good.
I should know. We can fucking smell around, dude. Dude.
Will always does that too.
I fucking choke. The one time I didn't choke, dude. Fucking.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, dude.
Never a bride, bro. It's kind of weird though, because like this isn't off topic. Not off topic, but it's interesting. I noticed this when we were talking about all this girl shit. But like in our generation, there's like a big stigma against like being in a serious relationship or like getting married or like what's it called. And it seems like out of us three, right? Like I'm married, you're married, and you're like
in a
like
serious relationship.
Yeah. So it's like it's interesting how there's a narrative around being like, don't fucking even pursue like serious relationship, just like go on fucking Tinder if you're like one, or don't even be celibate or whatever. Like it's not worth it. Like it's just heartache. Or if you get married, you lose all your fucking property.
It's. I mean, I go back and forth. Like even like Alexis, where it's like I'm like, oh, I see Alexis living the bachelor life and stuff. At the same time, he's like, oh, I wish I had what you had. And it's a balance, you know. It's really,
everybody wishes what they.
It's really like same
has.
thing. It could be both things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want something here, but at the end of the day, it's like. Fucking be happy. Whatever the fuck you want to do.
And if you find somebody that does make you happy and lets you be the
it's
person
crazy though
you
because
are, you know?
go ahead. Yeah.
But that's just what I'm talking about. It's like it is. I think the hardest thing about it is you meet so many people that you might not click with. I used to like girls that I wouldn't click with. I just liked them. You know what I mean? And it would be toxic, and it would be like, oh, you do this, I don't like you do that, and I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta change.
But it's interesting that like there's you hear the anger coming from like men our age, like the hatred for women because they're a certain way and they're bad people and they fucking like they just look weird, like these incel type fucking characters. Like it's fucking weird, bro.
I know
like how much animosity they have towards women, and it's like, I'm telling people, I'm like, bro, like like. Wasted John's pretty bad with it. I don't know, but he's sitting there talking to me, and I'm like, bro, there's good women out there. You just gotta not like, you gotta go to like a pumpkin patch to fucking find them. You know what I mean? Like
library.
No, I'm serious, bro. Like it's fucking weird. Like you're not gonna go
yeah.
like to some club in fucking San Diego and find some girl you'd want to spend.
My whole goal in life was if I found a girl that wasn't on her phone the whole time, I think I could like get to know her. You know what I mean?
We've had talks.
It's hard to get to know someone when they're always on their phone and fucking just. Self-involved.
Be a real human being, dude.
Yeah, it's like as long as you're a real person, I can rap with that. You know,
it's interesting how much people like will refuse the fact that like there's no one out there who's
real anymore.
Cool. Yeah, it's not worth my time. But it's like, dude, like Megan's cool. Yeah. Oscar's a fucking gem. Fucking Angie's awesome.
Really cool.
She's super cool. I remember the first time I ever met her. Well, she was at that TTF anniversary thing, but I wasn't. I didn't know who she was there with. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, whatever. Like, there's some fucking way. We're at the Victrix thing, and Oscar's walking to the food truck outside, and I like ran up behind her and did the like weird like Japanese like fingers in the ass thing.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and I did it so bad. Like I've never even done this to her before, but I had this like idea in my head. I saw her walking, and I was just like. And I was like, I was just, I was feeling it. It was a fun tournament, dude. That Victrix tournament was sick at the brewery. And I just ran up and I was like, yeah. I like picked her up like a foot. She was like, and it was so funny. And then I'm all laughing. And then I look at Richard. And then he's like, hey, I want to introduce you to this girl, Angie. I was like, oh, fuck.
He's like, hey.
I was like shaking it. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. There's like fucking like blood on my fingers. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, it was so funny, though. But, like, she's so cool. Like, I don't even really know her that well, but every time, she's interested in things. Like, it's
definitely.
Like,
she's not just like a fucking fly on the wall, like, at something.
That's a weird thing that people don't normally notice, but like the just interest, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm interested. Or like, oh, what's that? Why? Why? Ask a question. Like some people get annoyed by shit like that. I'm like, well, that's cool because like
you can tell they're interested.
They're a human being.
Yeah, that's the real.
Exactly.
They're a real human being.
That's when I think
like, hey, what are you doing? That's cool. Why? Well, asking some questions.
Hold
about
a conversation.
Something, not just not just like some fucking just.
Oh, yeah. Like, you like being here? Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, just boring people sometimes. You're like, you literally have nothing to say.
But, I mean, granted, it's not like you can go... It's hard to find someone who's pretty cool, you know what I mean? It is hard, but
as cool as us.
Me. Oh, yeah. I know. You know what I'm saying? GL, good looking guys, bro. Yeah. When you come in your hand, that's like the funny throw, dude. Shout out to GLGs, dude. GLG. Eric, dude, the first GLG, dude. That guy was fucking...
When he busts out the fucking suitcase, dude, he like stopped playing. I was like, dude, Eric's a badass, dude. And he was just like... fucking shitting on his like in real life brother. And shit.
I thought Alexis had a girlfriend for like a long time.
they're always like up and down, but Alexis is just.
Those are the worst kinds.
Yeah,
too.
Alexis
Those
is
are
a guapo, so he's his thing.
He's doing his thing.
Wow.
It took me. What really made me decide that Megan was someone special was she listened and she asked questions.
Yeah, it's a thing, dude.
Like, I remember I sent her a song once, and she listened to it and told me what she liked about it. And I was like, what? No one's ever even like, you'd send people shit, and then you listen to that song, like 4 days later, they're like, oh no, you gotta send it again. You're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like,
Oh, yeah,
different,
the
bro.
first 5 seconds. Yeah.
You're like,
Doesn't even start,
dude.
right?
Yeah, you're like, I based my whole life off that song, and you haven't even listened to it yet? You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. But that's when I knew Megan was going to be a special person for me. I was like, dude, she's the one, dude. Like, she actually gives a fuck about shit I care about. And, like, ask questions. And conversations just, it just flows, dude. There was no, like, oh, what do I talk about next? Or, you know what I mean? It was just casual, dude. I was like, this girl's sick, dude.
It's just interesting to me how the narrative is what I always hear from people, and then there's, us three just happen to be sitting here, and we just happen to be in like healthy, good, nice relationships, and we just happen to be 3 people who were. I don't know if I wasn't looking at the time. I don't think you were.
I wasn't.
I don't know what Richard was doing, but it, and it's like. It's what a coincidence. Maybe it's not so much of the. Maybe it's not
That's
just
the
the
truth.
bullshit that you hear about, like, oh, women are fucking dog shit. Like, there's weird hatred. Like, they hate women for some reason because anyone they've ever met was some idiot, and it's like, bro, like that's kind of
There's idiots
that's
out
a
there.
generalization that is kind of dangerous.
Guys are idiots too.
Yeah,
of course, but like like it's exactly. But it's just interesting. It
is
trips me out.
interesting.
It's like. Really? Like, I'm sure you... And is it worth it? Like, I think so. If you can find someone cool...
Oh, yeah.
It's way fucking...
Especially, like, what we do and just, like, chill, play games, whatever the fuck. It's like... I've had my times of, like, going out and stuff. And if you want to do that still, you can do that still. But
yeah.
Like, I'm chilling. We'll go out every now and then. You know how it is.
Going out has changed for me.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I've never been a bar person.
Whack.
I've been to clubs, but it wasn't my scene. I would just go because it was what people were doing. And then I realized, like, man, I really just want to be around people that are like-minded and that can just casually hang out. It doesn't even have to be... You ever hang out with someone and they're like, man, I'm bored. What are we doing? You're like,
I hate that shit.
This, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I'm
Like,
watching
that is it.
Tokyo Drift for the 10th time.
Play
fuck down.
Play super bad again.
Yeah.
I'll say one line, you say the next line, I'll say the next line. If
That's
you
what it
fuck
is,
up,
dude.
you get punched in the face. Hard.
It's just it's. I'm so glad that we all met each other when we did.
Yeah.
Shout out to OFC.
It was lucky, dude. So you went to Mabin's thing first, right? And then you hit us up one time to go to fucking.
Was that before Ed?
Yeah,
No, I
it
think
was
it was
before, bro.
because I
It
think
was
they were
before.
both trying to do something, and Ed finally pulled the trigger and did it.
He
And
did,
Mayban
yeah.
started coming around.
I was trying to get Sean to go, but I knew Sean from Smash a bit. And I was like, Sean, you should come out to this. He's like, I have a fucking bowling link. I was like, what the fuck? fucking bowling link.
legend.
He's got an orange bowling ball.
OFC legend, dog. It all makes sense
Orange
now.
bowling shoes.
Fucking toothpick arms.
I bet you that's where that shit comes from.
It's the bronze
orange
I never
legend.
thought, like, why does he
He's
like
like a little
orange
kid.
so
He like
much?
had this orange ball. He was just like.
I bet you that's where he's like, it's my lucky ball. Like, go to the fucking dude. There used to be a bowling alley in Esco where like the Ross Dress for Less on fucking Escondido Boulevard was, or Broadway or some shit.
By the Arco.
That was the sickest fucking bowling alley. It was so dope, and they had a sick ass arcade, had fucking Killer Instinct, and
Damn.
fucking
Shit,
and
dude.
all the shit, dude. That game, with that whole place, that was the best. My mom would just be like, "Here, fucking." My mom was so cool. She'd just like leave me at like Family Fun Center, or leave me at the bowling alley and give me like $10. Be like, "I'll come back in 8 hours."
Yeah, make this last.
I'm like, I got this shit.
Yeah, we would just get dropped off in Nickel City, just like
Fuck yeah,
Nickel
dude.
City or like Plaza Bonita, and we just played. Then I see my stepdad.
You used to live down in San Diego?
We used to live. Well, yeah, we used to live in San Diego, and then we went up to Escondido.
Nice.
But like we would still go down to Plaza Bonita because we just
Fuck yeah.
my stepdad loved that shit. But then he would like always be playing Virtua Fighter. Out of all games, I'd be playing fucking Killer Instinct or Street Fighter and shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I remember
Virtual fighting.
I remember playing and like I thought it was good, like Killer Instinct, and like someone put up a quarter, and before I even knew what the fuck's going on.
Did you
and then
take it?
I like thought like the guy was like thought I was good, so he gave me a quarter. I was like, oh thanks. What the fuck are you doing? I was like, I don't know. And I just like walked away. I'm kidding. And I just walked away. And I was like,
Dude,
oh,
that's so fucking
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And like some big ass guy. Like,
It's funny, too, because it's like, you never know something's like a scene until you like know.
Yeah.
That's a fucking... Dude, if that would happen to me at a young age, bro, I would have been freaked
It's
the
weird
fuck out.
because like whenever I went to Japan with Keith, and I didn't know what the like Japanese tag was. So someone was playing. They were playing Super Turbo, and I walked up and I put a yen thing on the thing, and the guy was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was just hanging out and waiting for their shit to be over. And the guy was like, he mind fucked him. And then I didn't know what the etiquette was over there.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not it.
What
like,
do? They just have like
he was
mental?
freaking out. He was like, oh. And then whenever the game was over, he got up and was just like, oh. And I was like, what? I was like, are you guys done? Like, oh, going on. And I didn't know. I think he won. It was weird.
And he was getting up?
And he was getting up because I put the token down. And he didn't know what was going on. And I was like, what are you doing, bro? I was like, you won. Like, sit down. Like,
that's so weird.
And it was fucking awkward. And I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to put a token down. I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to put a token. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Is
I was
that how
like,
you got chased down by the Yakuza?
Like when got his
no,
like, this guy's putting
I got chased down by the Yakuza looking for a subland, bro. The fucking story, dog. It's bad.
Subland.
If anyone knows what a subland is, and I saw this guy one time later. I don't forget a face, dude. So you little fucker, I know what you look like, dog, and I know that you got no life. And if I ever find myself down there again, you might just get fucking put in a fucking rear naked real quick,
yeah,
and
banana split it,
fucking face planted, just fucking sleep, like just yeah. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is it going on?"
Yeah,
he deserves me shit. And then just like pull a fucking what's the Harry Potter villain when he fucks up Harry Potter on the train and like stomps his
Malfoy.
Yeah, Malfoy just like
brutal shit.
Dude, that's my favorite Harry Potter movie.
The Half-Blood Prince.
The Half-Blood Prince. People, they're like,
you should have kept your mouth shut, you little bitch.
Good. No, dude, the Half-Blood Prince is like the fucking Empire Strikes Back of the Harry Potter movie. Everything goes sideways.
You just reminded me. Oh god, this is the funniest shit.
They get their ass kicked in that movie.
This week, we're all talking about movies in the paint room. And this new guy, dude, he's pretty funny. We're all like, yeah, man, like, what movies are you into? He's like, oh, my chick loves anime. He hates anime. So I'm like, okay, like, why don't you like it? He's like, it's just not real. We're like, okay.
It's kind of why it's cool, though.
And then I know, I go, what do you like, Lord of the Rings? And everyone in the paint department loves Lord of the Rings. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I wasn't much into that shit, dude. What? And we're like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, come on, dude. He's like, yeah, I was more just into, like, Harry Potter, you know? It's like more of like a realistic movie. And it gets quiet. And I just go, dude, there's dragons in it. And we just start laughing,
yeah,
bro.
There's 12-year-olds fighting dragons.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's like, there's a troll in the movie, dude. Like, we were like freaking the fuck out. I was like, Lord of the Rings is more real. They're like sword fighting and shit, dude.
Like, Wands are way more real than fucking...
Yeah, fucking one-shot kills. Like, dude, this is like, we just blew him up.
There's a guy with the fucking snake face.
To live, he puts himself on the back of someone's fucking head, dude. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
I'm jealous of fucking Legolas too, dude. I'm like, he's hot as shit, dude.
He's got that fucking shower hog, dude. He's on the little pontoon boat thing with fucking Katy Perry, and he's just fucking hogging it up. What a legend, dude.
Dude, it was funny, bro. We were just laughing at this kid, dude. We were like, yeah, bro, more realistic, huh? Like, fuck, dude. Like, it was so good, man.
That was like when you told me that, when you were like, yeah, I was like talking to this girl, and she was like, you were talking about video games. She's like, yeah, I like video games. And you were like, and she's like, yeah, I play fighting games. You're like, oh, what fighting games do you play? She's like, Call of Duty.
Oh my god.
I always tell that story to everyone.
Me and Rico always talk about this too. Gamer girls suck.
Well, you know what? You know why I quit playing Tekken 5, bro? Tekken 4 came out, me and Vincent played it, and Tekken 5, I'd play it. I mean, I wouldn't go out of things, but I fucking loved it. And I'd spend a lot of my... Once I quit playing Marvel 2, I was playing Tekken fucking 4 and 5 a lot. And I lost to one of fucking Andrea Smith button mashed with Christy and fucking beat me. And I never played the fucking game again. I was like, and that's when I realized I don't like fucking 3D fighting games, bro. I'm straight up. I'm gonna be honest. That shit's fucking boring as shit. I know everyone's like, I'm sure there's like someone's like blood just pumping. Dude, Tekken games,
The hot take. I like
No,
it.
straight up, bro. These games are fucking boring as fuck, bro. They're shitty ass fucking games.
You like watching it or no?
If they're good, sure.
Yeah.
I like watching someone who's good at fucking
Mowing
whittling a
the
little
grass
piece
and
of
shit,
wood
yeah.
down. No, I'm serious. I don't give a fuck what it is. It doesn't matter if you're good at something.
Yeah.
You're really good at it. I'll watch anyone do anything. I'll
I
watch
feel
an
that.
old lady knit a fucking sweater from start to finish.
Oh,
I watched them. I watched.
I'll be like, look at how skillful she is. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do
I watched
with
a Japanese
like,
craftsman make a fucking pot for like 4 hours once.
No, but the
You
high,
sent me those
Massive
videos, dude.
glass and shit. It was so
the
sick.
high
dude.
low side step, the shit is fucking boring as shit, dude. The games are just fucking. And I realized at that moment I was like, oh, so this fucking dumbass girl can pick Christy and just literally just go. And I have to fucking block this dumb shit. Fuck this game. This game is dumb as
Yeah.
fuck. Like, I'm sorry, but this game is stupid.
It's it's no Call of Duty, bro.
I can't just like.
That's the best fighting game.
I can't just turtle like
Get the
forever.
musket, dude.
That was one thing in playing at Vincent's house, and like we tried to develop a strong blocking game, and that was one thing that people always lacked for whatever reason. They never. And don't get me wrong, like I could get opened up still, but at
I've
least
never got hit by one sock or a fucking mix up.
really.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
I don't know why, but it's
There-
all the shot. All the
I'm
shot
serious.
practice.
We tried to just develop a like that was like one of our main principles
Strong
playing
defense,
there
dude.
was like just block shit and get good at blocking shit. Don't worry about blocking shit. Like it's not like if you're blocking you're losing. Like you're just it's not like there's a fucking crush meter in
Yeah.
this game. You know that's what. It's crazy because the turtle style is so fucking hard to beat sometimes.
It really
in
is.
certain games, bro, it's fucking insane.
I tell JMO every time, like I play JMO, even when I used to play him before, I was like, dude, you beat me all the time, but for some reason your dumbass will just do tap out of nowhere. I was like, you literally sit back and are just bodying me. And then I'm like, this dumbass is just gonna tap, and like I'm gonna win because like I'm like, why are you throwing it away? Why? Like I tell JMO every time, like you're outplaying the fuck out of me. Like your patience is better than mine, and you hit me, your footsies are better. And he'll just do this. I'm like, that's just what I bank on. He's like, yeah, you're right. I was like,
It's crazy.
like it's hard. It's hard to
Like
beat these
it's
turtles.
the worst, and like in I've noticed it the most playing Alpha 2 against like some of the good players that are lame, that pick Chun and they're lame. That game is fucking. It's hard to beat that. It is like blocking's too good in that game. Like that's why they made a fucking block meter in Alpha 3 because it was like, or a crush bar because it was like, dude, fireballs are a little too good. Blocking is a little too good because you can just block forever and then like you just they push themselves out and you're just Chun turtle, get one fucking crouching medium kick into a fireball and then all of a sudden it's
Everything's
hey,
changed.
reset.
A lot of the
Good
best
luck getting
players.
back into this shit and it's the lame. I mean you're like that's if there's any criticism of that game it's that if you want to be a lame ass bitch, you can lame it out so fucking hard. Like, you can lame it so hard. And then if they even get close and you're not on point OSing against fucking alpha counters, then you get alpha countered and it's just all over again. And so they're building meter, zoning you out, and then they alpha counter you away from them. And it's
Fuck,
and then
bro.
you're just like, what am I gonna do about
Trying to
this
get
shit?
back in.
It's super hard. Unless you get them with no meter in a corner and you just fucking run the train on them, they're gonna fucking lame you
Yeah.
out. And it's like, god damn, the style's fucking. That's why I'm glad we don't have to play with fucking those East Coast fucking turtle motherfuckers, bro.
Oh yeah.
So lame.
But that was kind of what we tried to do at Vincent's house. It was like that style of like, let's just block more and do less crazy shit and just try to win on fundamentals. And that, you know, I lost to a lot of idiots, but whenever I played against someone good,
You had a good
I'd have
showing,
more
dude.
a better showing because they were playing off. That's the only reason why I beat
Yeah.
XSK Samurai because he's not a nut. If it would have been one of those other fucking Ryu players that does something stupid like air, even fucking air is random as fuck, bro.
It would have been a different outcome.
Oh yeah,
for
I
sure.
would have lost to him, but he was a solid player.
Jason
So-
beat like a Mexico player named Koopa, who's like probably top
Koopa's
two.
good. Koopa's good.
Koopa's god in like a lot of games, and it was just Jason beat him because Jason just has those fundamentals.
Jason
like,
was always good at
patience,
that shit,
and that's
yeah.
he's like he beats the good people. And
Dude, it's the
shitty
crazy
ones.
shit. I just
Yeah.
don't see it coming, bro.
Yeah,
No, that's true.
I don't see it
because
coming.
like
I was watching-
Koopa respected him. And he respected
I was
him.
watching
Oh.
the TTF highlight thing where the Ed player got like a trade into a fucking like traded and then comboed after the trade. I was like, oh no, this is. The game's actually coming along pretty cool.
That's some sick shit.
I don't know. I don't really watch it that much, but it just
kinda wanna
seems
play
good.
it,
It
but I
seems
just don't
like
know
it's
who to
better
play
than
it.
it was when I
Oh,
fucking.
easily,
It's
yeah.
way better
Like,
now.
I know they
Diversity
said
and
they
everything.
changed Alex a little
Like,
bit.
there's
made
no
him
copy-
better, better than he was, not good.
Alex can win some shit for sure. I think C
I
tier is
just
the
play
lowest.
such
C
a
tier's
weird
not bad.
Alex. If you
I remember
we should
playing
play
like at the very
sometime,
beginning.
dude.
I remember
Yeah.
playing like when Alex first came out.
I play now and I'll like rob
Down to
some
play,
people.
dude.
We should play. We should
down to
play.
play.
Because I'll rob people.
What,
Jamie
and
came
four?
over once and
We
watched
only
me
got
play.
one stick. You
5.
got 2 sticks.
Alex.
Yeah, 5. This
Rico's
guy-
game,
we
dude.
can play 4 too. I'd be down as fuck, dude. I got 4 on
Rico's
4 or
game,
5. I'm not
dude.
trying to play 5 with Richard, bro. I would, but
He would be like my test dummy.
it'd be a
shit.
wash, bro.
I would
He
probably
like,
watch
I was like,
wash.
let me try this urine out on you, Rico.
Oh, just get fucking. All I did in that game was block.
Except for that one time where you're just like trying to be. I was like, dude, you can play Geef against like
Dude.
Birdie, and then I was like, it's not that hard. I was like, this is fucking impossible.
Dude.
Season 1, that shit was.
I
Like,
beat Javi one time though.
9-1.
I beat
dude.
Javi once when he was good.
I was like, you
already.
can't get in on fucking.
It
like,
wasn't-
Birdie Geef is so bad.
It wasn't too early. I somehow beat Javi, bro. I was like, I'm never playing this game. I should have quit right then.
That'd
I'm
be
like,
fucking, yep.
hey
Hang your
man,
gloves
we
on,
all,
dude.
and then I've never beat any birdie ever since then. Dude.
Fuck.
It was hard, bro. It was
hard.
hard. I liked Street Fighter 5 when it first came out. I don't know why. I was like, maybe it'll get cool one day, and it does seem like it got cool, but I just didn't stick around long enough. The slowdown, that killed it for me. Geef was so fun to play though in the beginning.
Yeah.
People don't like. I thought it was fun as shit. He was kind of like a weird footsie character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the footsies were fucked up because it was all laggy. So like
Yeah.
you'd almost have to play it like a doll sim. Like you just push the button early, thinking, but it was still like the same idea.
Definitely.
And I've said this, and everyone makes fun of me, but in my mind, that's what it felt like. And I was playing my own game. Like I was just like, I'm just trying to do these little fucking.
And we've been in the vortex
so
of like
fun.
Street Fighter 4 Geef, like this vortex, but to me it wasn't. It was like, you know, I mean, I lost Snake Eyes every time. It was only Snake Eyes. But like the thing is, like Street Fighter 5 Geef is like it literally like if you get touched once, it's like fuck.
He's so sick in that game.
It's so scary.
He's sick in
Oh,
that
yeah.
game,
But
bro.
it is very, very like just chill footsie.
It's cool. It's cool. I like it. I liked it.
It always
Honestly,
made me weird. Why didn't Snake Eyes play him in 5?
he did for a while. He
Okay.
fucking
Yeah.
was. He didn't lose for like a year. He won like every fucking
That's
tournament with
legit.
Keith for a minute. It was every Wednesday night fights. He murked everyone.
I
with
think
Keith.
the last I saw him, he was playing like a Kuma or something.
Yeah,
you know?
he plays both. He busted them both out.
That's
And it was
pretty
funny
cool.
too, because when that game first came out, I was like, Geef is really good in this game. People were like making fun of me, and I was like, no, he's really good. He just doesn't win any of the matchups. And people were like making fun of me. And they're like, you're an idiot. You're fucking stupid. You don't know anything. This is why Rico's a fucking moron. He doesn't know shit. And I'm like, dude, he's good as fuck. He just doesn't. He just has
but
unfavorable
that's the
matchups
thing.
against a lot of the characters.
People are so like, it's so crazy how like bitch made people are now. Where it's like, if it's like a 6-4, people are like, we gotta pick another character. It's like, dude, it's not that bad.
No.
It's not that bad.
No.
Like it's like if people will quit on a 6-4. I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm not even like old school. But I'm like, you guys are all bitch made. Like, straight up, it's not that bad.
That's the
Anybody
fucking
can
quote.
win.
I respect
If
that.
You guys are all bitch made.
Guile Bison is like fucking 8-2. If I get him in the corner, it's 8-2 Bison.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Tell me about that matchup, dog.
Yeah.
I got fucking.
It's
I
like,
cut
it's
my teeth and
everything-
getting fucking
Yeah.
psycho shit shoved down my throat.
Yeah,
bro.
I was like, if I get in, you fucking dead, dude.
Yo,
It's
it's
like,
straight up.
That's
And
the
then-
matchup.
Yeah.
Look, just play better, learn better. Stop
Definitely.
fucking trying to counter.
I never
counter.
counter-
Oh yeah, and by the way,
Counter.
anything that Bison hits you, a throw or what's it called, puts you like a mile towards the corner. So it's like, oh shit. It's like, fuck.
He had to stick his back though, dude. Look,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like, oh, you're not in the corner. You're in the corner now, bitch. It's like, oh shit. Like, you know, it's tough out, man. It's fucking.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing too, right?
And it's weird because, like, you know, I don't even have a great fighting game mind, but, like, I pick up on something. And people always fucking make fun of me for my takes on shit. I'm like, fuck you guys. You don't even know what the fuck. It's like, you're gonna tell me I don't know what I'm fucking playing on my character, the character that I'm playing, bro? It's like,
Yeah,
whoa,
true.
fuck, Geef has no footage. It's just all bullshit. It's like, really? Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're smart. You know fucking more than I do. I don't know shit. And it's like, whatever. I don't care. It's not worth my fucking time to argue. Some people are just fucking stupid.
Your Street Fighter 4 Geef was pretty sick.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It could have been. No, but
That was sick.
Geef is the coolest character in any game. He's playing his own game. It's his own game, and it's the funnest shit.
That's
and
one
if
of
you
my
can-
favorite matchups too.
Bro,
For
he's
Abel versus fucking
he's
Beef. I don't know
amazing.
why.
He's
Dude,
the coolest character.
Juicebox versus Kiyomo versus Snake Eyes was like so sick.
Was
Oh,
it?
Kiyomo versus and I think Itabashi at Caprica.
Itabashi.
That matchup.
Was that the guy from Brazil?
Yeah,
dude,
Kiyomo.
that was amazing.
It was so.
I remember
They were
that.
just like, you know, it's like, are you gonna SPD? Am I gonna like do regular
Exactly,
SPD? Am I
dude.
EX? It was like the same.
EX,
mind game
EX
within
fucking
mind
trying
game.
to throw his
Yeah,
beat. What's it
dude.
called?
No, me and Rico, when he
Footsy
came
step
over
kick.
that one time and we played, We had a 50-50 set, dude. We played a lot of games too, dude. And, like, we were freaking the fuck out.
I haven't played Street Fighter 4 in so long.
Yeah,
I haven't played Street Fighter 5 in a long time. I liked Street Fighter 5 when it first came out, but it was just too...
The netcode's trash, that's what I was saying.
Well, I wasn't even playing online,
Yeah.
but it was just... I don't know why the game just slowly fell
I
out
had
of
a
my
disconnect
fucking...
with that. I felt like I just didn't like some of the characters early on. Like, I couldn't pick one to play.
I mean, that's
For whatever reason,
that's
when it-
every able player
Bro,
right there. Like,
you know
I mean,
what I'm
even
saying?
Gustavo is like, he'll like show up out of nowhere just because he's good. He'll be good, but like he's like, I don't know who the fuck to play.
I almost
Playing
picked up G watching him
He
play
was like,
G. I was like,
you can tell that he just
Real
doesn't
talk,
have that
dude.
able
Wh-
heart.
for whatever-
Yeah.
for whatever-
Great player.
fuck yeah.
For whatever reason, when Street Fighter 5 came out, I thought it was kind of sick. I was like,
Fighter
I thought that was sick. The damage was cool. I was like, it was just a shitty release. And the weird,
Yeah.
the idea to slow it
Not having
down
a story
to like
mode
make the
fucked me up,
internet
too.
quality more like they put like 2 frames or so. I don't know what the story was with it, but it was slow when it came out, and you had to hit the buttons at goofy times. Like if you jumped in, you'd have to hit the. That was the one. If there was one thing I didn't like about Street Fighter 5 when it first came out, was the fact that you could hit a button at the top of your jump arc, and the block stun would be so much that it wouldn't be punishable. That always
Holy shit.
That always made me mad. That made me so fucking mad. Like someone could go up against a Geef, right? And this was a cardinal sin in any fighting game for as long as fighting games have been around. If you try to bait out a thing by doing a neutral jump, you can't hit the button high because then the block stun isn't enough. So if you did a jump in high, right, it beats some anti-airs, but against a grappler, it would be a trip guard SPD.
Yeah.
So you know, say he has good
Punish
anti-air,
SPD.
right? So they would jump in and hit the button early against some people to bait. Say you're playing against like a Ryu
Or even debate on the area too.
yeah,
You can bait
yeah.
on the area.
So like you can time them by doing something janky at an off timing. But if you did that and they just blocked it, it was a free SPD no matter what. In fucking Street Fighter 5, you could jump at the top, hit a jab, and you would be safe by the time you hit the ground.
SPD's also 5 frames.
It was the
Compared to
stupidest
2.
fucking shit
two.
I've ever seen in my life. And that was one of the things that just killed me. Because I was like, bro, this is not real. This is not real for me. In any fighting game, this would be the most fraudulent thing. You'd be dead before you... It's not something you're supposed to be able to do. And it was just... People would just do it ad nauseum. And you were supposed to react differently. It's like, no. The reaction is you fucking scoop him.
Yep.
Not, he's jumping, don't do anything, crouching fears, and mix them up. I mean, it's just a different, but I was like, it just annoyed me how much block stun they would give someone blocking from a jump in.
Definitely.
It fucking pissed me off. And oh my god, it made me so mad. And it shouldn't have made me so mad, but I'm like, that was the one thing that pissed me off about that game. Everything else, I was like, this game's alright, it's not bad. Like, the damage is kind of shitty, but like, my whole thing was like, it just came out.
Yeah.
Like, don't games kind of suck dick when they first come
Yeah.
out? Like, it's just vanilla. Like, we just got to play it out.
It was like the only game out, to be honest.
At the
Especially
time,
like
too.
it was like there was like Tekken that came out like maybe a little later. I'm not sure when Tekken 7 came out, but then it's like
It's so weird how
2D
those
players don't
games
play
get
3D.
beloved, bro. Dude, Tekken for a minute, everyone was just fucking
Ready to fucking...
And then, no, I'm serious. And then one time I was like, oh, Tekken's cool, right? They're like, are you kidding me? Fucking Leroy, like, blah, 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 shit. I'm like, what? I thought you guys liked this shit. And then it just, how people will flip-flop on shit. It's like, bro, if you're going to be a fucking fan, be a fan. Don't
Definitely.
do this fucking, fucking,
I like it when no one else likes it, but when everyone
It's
else likes
because
it, I
it's
like it.
weird, bro.
now we're in a cancel culture.
Yeah.
Now we're
yeah.
in like if you complain about something.
Oh, dude, we're going on
It,
this time, dude?
well, I mean,
I know
we'll go into fighting games.
Going to
cancel
something
culture.
like Say Jam, dude, then you just done, dude.
And you know,
that real,
in
dude?
fighting games,
Is he shadow banned from fucking commentating on shit?
For
Because he
season
too?
two?
Is that real? You know everything, probably.
supposedly,
You're on the
Yo, see,
you're on the-
I know things, dude.
supposedly that he talked shit about the netcode,
See? I fucking know it.
and then he got shadow banned.
Shout outs to fucking
They
button
didn't
check.
say he's
Nobody
banned, but
cares
they
about
don't.
button check, but shout outs to fucking button check.
Dude, why don't the players just revolt against this
I
shit?
know.
Why don't we just be like, hey,
Because they're all idiots.
if we're gonna get banned for saying our mind, then none of us are gonna be a part of this bullshit. Why doesn't everyone just be like, hey guys, lay up on the fucking stupidity? Because there's still people walking around who, by all means, if this is we should all be canceled at this point.
I mean, there's money involved.
Yes, that's true.
Money involved.
Is that the poison that's ruining the fucking what's it called?
Money involved, and I think
We
people
used to argue about this. This was our
people
main argument.
people have given Street Fighter so many opportunities to be like, oh, they're gonna fix netcode, and it hasn't. So I think people already know it's not gonna be fixed. Neko's gonna be shitty. But there's a lot of people who like are just like, you know, die hard, like
Yeah.
they're playing it to make money and shit. It's whatever, that's cool. Do your shit.
Okay.
Whereas like Tekken, I think a lot of people are like more like fans and
Yeah.
And I feel like there's the top players and they will complain. Like I've seen the Japanese players complain about Leroy and some other characters, but most of the people you see in the U.S. it's like they're they're not making their lives out of it. Like Street Fighter, I think has more money, so it's like more sponsors and stuff.
I'll say the coolest thing. I'll take back a little bit what I said about the thing about Tekken that always I thought was cool was that when Tekken 4 came out, it kind of looked like a real fight in a weird way. Like, granted, there's pop-ups and what's it called, but as far as like the boxing punches that he would throw, he'd do the slip, fucking like it, you know, or the capoeira movements. They're like accurate to like what it looked like real martial arts. Granted, if you get a hit, you fucking knock him off a ledge, you drop down. Of course, there's some fucking bullshit.
Never wall break in real life.
And it's weird because I'm just a weirdo. So I'm a weirdo.
Floor break.
We would play that parking lot fucking map. It's the only map we would play in Tekken 4, and we would just fuck each other up down there, bro. And we thought it was so funny that you'd get them in the, like you'd hit one pillar, then you hit a car, then you hit another, and it was just like, let's keep, dude, that was our favorite level. It was our favorite shit. And like, we found out that everyone hated that game because of that show. I was like, that game was fucking badass, bro. Tekken 4 was sick. No, but that was the one thing I thought was cool was that as far as the martial arts goes, they're like the Shaolin monk guy in 5 when it came out, and he was just like doing real fucking tech. Like they would actually, I don't know how they did it, but I'm sure they would find like real martial artists for individual martial arts and have them do like mocap and shit.
Fuck yeah.
Because it looked fucking cool.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing that I liked. It was like kind of realistic and it was cool looking. But as far as playing it, bro, fucking. I'd rather fucking.
I always
play
liked the
fucking
characters in
anything
Tekken too. I
else.
always thought they had really cool characters, dude.
Oh yeah,
King is the
King,
sickest.
dude. Yeah,
King and
I
Armor
didn't
King.
know. Fuck, bro. Paul's like the coolest
Paul's so
fucking
cool.
character, dude.
Oh,
Like,
sick ass character.
yeah, I don't know. I just
I
really
like.
like those characters.
I used to play Steven Kazuya. That was my favorite. Trying to do the electrics.
Yoshi
I didn't know why it would work.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why it would do it sometimes. I never knew that until later on. Like until I saw like Naps like fucking do some shit, and then someone told me. I was like, wait, that's why it doesn't.
Just frame.
That's why. Yeah, I was like, I never knew why. I was like, oh, I got a shiny. Like you know, like when Dan's DP does fucking, you know, when he gets a shiny one, it's actually invincible. Like I was like, I never knew what the fuck is going on there. But it's like I thought it was, but that's actually random. It's not random. It's like 19th strike, 19th move, and after that, it's like every something. You know,
Oh, there's an actual pattern to it?
Yeah, it's a pattern.
Oh,
so you
wow.
can like sit there and like whip a couple jabs, and you know the next one.
You just know next
and then
one.
you just don't hit anything until, and then you DP. Yeah, so it's possible, but and it's not a just frame thing. I didn't realize what was going on there, but yeah, dude. When I would just fucking play, or in Tekken 3, I'd play the guy with the Samurai Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, dude,
He
I
was
played
so
all
cool,
those
bro.
fucking games and. We played Bloody Roar a lot.
Oh, Bloody Roar was
I
a
can say.
fucking amazing
Gato,
game, dude.
Vincent would play Stun. We just fucking
Stun.
dude. We played
Vincent
fucking
Stun
all
is no
day.
fucking joke.
He's good, dude. He
Oh, I was
fucking
shocked,
good at that
dude.
game, dude.
I was like, damn, man.
Or the Chameleon guy too. You played the fucking Chameleon guy. Yeah,
I was sick.
What was the White Tiger Long? Was that him?
something like that.
Some Shen or Long.
Shenlong,
One of those.
Shenlong.
Shen
He was
Long,
my
Long
favorite,
Shen.
dude.
Oh, the fucking Bakarayu, dude.
Dude.
The mole, dude.
The mole was fucking sick.
Long
bro.
dick dong. Yeah, look at that. No, but let's talk more about fucking FGC like drama shit.
Okay.
Because we have someone who actually knows what they're
I know,
talking
I don't
about.
know. Now we can like.
Richard is like
badger him, dude.
immersed himself into the weeds about this.
I played Dragon Ball. What are you talking about?
No, so I talked to Richard. I was like, "Was Guilty Gear the beginning of all this like drama?" And he said it goes back to Dragon Ball. I was like, "What?"
Okay, why? Why is it because of Dragon Ball?
So I think the most recent drama of things, like I just think Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball players are like, God, you see these people who play. I love Dragon. I love the game.
It looks
I
cool,
love
too.
It is my Marvel 3 of the new era, to me, and like I love Dragon Ball. But the players it brought out, holy fuck, they're so like it's. I can't fathom them. I can't fathom hearing "On God" like every other fucking
On
sentence.
God, dude.
I can't fathom that shit.
On
And the thing is, sure, do you be you? But at the same time,
I am
don't.
me on God.
At the end of the day, don't feel privileged.
Definitely.
Don't fucking come into TTF. Earn your fucking stripes.
Yep.
I sat and watched. I was happy going 0-2 at Frubble all the time Like, damn, I want to be on that top 8 stage.
Fuck yeah.
I wasn't going 0-2 and being like, what the fuck, dog? Why isn't this the level of next level?
Yeah.
What the fuck? No, we have our niche shit here.
Yep.
This is what we have. We breed killers. Why aren't you playing?
No one's
that
known.
fight?
No one's
like,
known.
why are you complaining about this
Richard,
shit? Go do whatever.
What are you even talking? No one even.
I don't even
knows
know.
who you
No,
are,
nobody.
Dude, this is gonna say special guest, random fucking Pnoy.
Precious Pnoy. Precious
Precious Pnoy.
No one. You don't know Tom. You're trying to tell me that just because Justin doesn't play online as much and enter tournaments, Justin's a nobody now.
What?
Justin doesn't play online tournaments. So it's like,
Wow,
what is he?
dude.
He's not good.
5K, bro.
He's not good, right?
Bro, go. Do you have 5K?
Well, that doesn't count.
No.
Nobody plays old games. Nobody plays old games.
No, I'm serious.
Nobody plays alpha, right?
No, stop. Go watch Justin Wong replays of Marvel 1 and shit. Dude,
He
some
plays
of those matches
everything.
against A players are the... dude, I'm like, thank God this shit exists, bro. I'll be super bored and I'll be like, let's just like random fucking...
See what he's
on
like
random games, and it's like the most entertaining
He'll play any
shit.
game and you're like, God,
It's
Justin's too sick.
epic, bro.
Yeah.
He plays this fucking
But that's
guy.
what I mean. Like, you can't... Why are people...
Or
Like,
X-Men vs Street Fighter, dude.
Yeah, you
That
can't
shit's
be
amazing.
judging off of like online terms right now. Like it's
Yeah.
such a shitty time right now.
It
It's
is.
fucking terrible. Luckily, Guilty Gear is saving things
Toki.
with like
People know who he is, bro.
Toki's a god. That's my man.
What about
Oh,
Tong,
bro.
though, dude? The beginner, dude?
I don't know. He's the rising star Tom. Genghis, not even Tom. He's never done anything. He's never done shit.
But he is
He's
now,
a new
dude.
Giovanna player. We just recruited him. I don't know. He just started playing fighting games at 48.
He walked in and was like,
he's a
"Hey,
new
you know
player.
what?
He's a new player. All right.
Hey, can I play?
And he's
Yeah,
beating,
I
he's
know.
beating the only player we've ever had named Toki.
So what you're telling me is that these, like, old, like, Genghis, like, Fusan, like...
Fusan.
You know what I mean? No, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking of some old random person that no one know, like, you know, like...
Like,
I remember playing him at fucking Family Fun Arcade one time, fucking... Shouts to
Fusan.
Shouts to go in there.
Shouts to Grandmaster
Shouts to go in
Jay.
there twice and, like, playing cool people both times.
Dude,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, that crew was cool.
I played fucking Tommy there one time. The fucking guy who
Oh,
beat
shit.
us. The guy
Yeah.
who beat it. The guy who
I was
fucked
talking to Zach
us
about those
up.
guys. Yeah.
Dude, I remember playing him at Family Fun Arcade one time, and he was playing Rose, and he fucking beat my ass, and I was like, and I didn't know what this was the thing, was like, he was better than me, obviously, right? But he was actually really good. That motherfucker's good. But then whenever they showed up with their 5v5 team, I recognized that floor. I was like, oh, maybe we can.
Zod always bring that shit up.
I was like, maybe we can fuck these guys up still. And I was like, maybe. I don't know. That guy's pretty good. I remember him.
We got this guy. Fuck, dude.
Damn it.
Oh, dude.
No,
So
was
you're
like-
like, Richard, you want to be on the team? I was like, what? I don't even play this game.
No, you had to earn your fucking spot.
Anyways, earn your stripes. Like, dude,
Talk.
we really have our niche shit here in San Diego, and it's fucking amazing. Like,
People fucking
don't-
complain about how not esports is, but I think that's the best part about it.
dude, you don't understand. First of all, like, let me break
Because
it
you
down.
can go, you can travel and experience that. But where are someone, from, they don't have anything like this around them. Where
First-
are they going to
yeah,
go?
good
Why
luck-
do you think LA comes
Good
down
luck
to hang
finding
out?
locals that will not let you pay venue fee.
Yep.
Just chill and drink all of Cody's booze.
Yep. And
All
fucking
of it.
Mountain breezes.
And his soda.
fucking-
All
Yeah.
the sodas and shit. And like, at the same time, they're still like getting better. There's still
Oh, yeah.
there's still the niche. There's still the other people who aren't doing that shit. They're just they're not. I mean, they're not just drinking and just chilling. They're just playing Die Hard.
Definitely.
Fucking Sir Dude, the homie Sir Dude, the white boy. That guy was too sick, and all he did was sit there and just play games. You don't have to drink.
No.
But most Dragon Ball players,
That guy was a badass. What
Sir
happened to
Dude,
him?
I don't know. He went to Croatia. I don't know where to
You want
get.
something to
He might
drink? I'm
have
gonna get
done-
something to drink. You want
Huh?
something?
I gotta take a quick
Bro.
piss.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do this?
Richard,
Pause
go
it?
ahead.
We learned our lesson with the Cody thing.
Yeah, we're never stopping it. We're never stopping
So,
it.
Dude Sir was a fucking, to your right, was a badass, bro. This
Okay.
guy, me and Oscar would always show up to TTF early because I'm like, I can't stay past. The tech
Yeah.
is, if you got a long way to drive, I can't stay out past like maybe 2:30 because then it gets super dangerous driving home. Like I'll crash. I've almost
Fuck
crashed.
yeah.
I've fallen asleep a million times, and it doesn't help that Oscar's just all fucking sleeping
All
next to me and
comfortable
shit.
and
And I'm like
shit, yeah.
blasting music and had the window rolled down. I have a water bottle from Cody's house with a hole poked in it,
Just-
spraying
yeah.
water on my face and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm still sleeping at the fucking Miramar exit. Just off the freeway, like a cop knocking on our window with a
Hey, you gotta stay away, you
flashlight,
gotta stay away.
and there's like some fucking nubile, like abducted, like matches the description of some abducted fucking teenage girl, and I'm passed out like in the fucking.
Who's that? Who is that?
Show me your fucking hands. I'm like, my registration's in the glove box. He's like, free motherfucker. I'm like,
Grab the registration.
yeah. So,
Don't move.
and then if you leave around 2, then or
You're
like
good.
even 1:30. No, you're not.
You're
It is-
not.
Bro, leave TTF at 1:45 and drive on the freeway, and you just see cars just fucking going. Like the bars get out at 2:00, and you just—it's like a fucking Michael Bay movie, but it's just cars flipping, like just
End of days. It was just like
shit. It's just like you're like dodging fucking shit. It's like a
Oh,
Marky
fuck,
Mark
dude.
fucking. It's like that movie Tenet. There's just cars flipping backwards on the freeway. I'm like,
War of the
oh,
Worlds and
dude,
shit.
it's the most insane shit. And people were like, "You're stupid, Rico." I'm like, "Bro, I got hit by a drunk driver one time leaving. I totaled my fucking car." Like, yeah, I'm making shit up.
Holy shit, dude.
I'm just making shit up, guys.
Always, dude. Since
But,
day one, dog.
No, it's fucking insane. And what was I getting at with this? Oh, Dude Sir. So we get there early, and Dude Sir would ride a bus to a bus stop, and no bullshit. Every fucking time we would show up, he would be getting dropped off at that bus stop a little before, and he'd be walking, and I'd pick him up every time.
That's so
And I'd be like,
badass,
"Let's go, dude." I was like, "You need to ride." And one time, I just saw him, and I was like, "Hey, that's that guy." And I stopped, and I was like, I was in my truck the very first time ever. I was like, he's like, "Can I get in the cab?" I was like, "Nah, bitch, get in the back of the truck." He's like, "What?" I was like,
You're such a monster,
He's
dude.
all like nervous and shit. I was like swerving. He's like, "Oh," I'm like,
Hitting speed bumps too hard and shit. He's
like,
like,
hold on tight, like just being a fucking asshole.
me
But
in, bro.
no, dude Sir was the homie, dude. And then I remember when he showed up, he was just playing Necalli, and I was like, yeah, this guy's all right. Like,
He was like,
and he got pretty good towards the end there.
he was like my like training partner, and I would always test all this shit against him, and it was fun. It was fun.
I was
miss
saying
that
how
guy.
he'd ride a bus to like near Cody's house, and then he'd get there early, and I'd get there early, so I'd see him and I'd give him a ride the rest of the way, like every time.
I'd always give him a ride back every time.
Every time I go to TTF, I'd give him a ride from the bus stop. It was the fucking most insane shit. Like I swear, every once in a while, he'd just like wait for me and be like,
That was a far
maybe,
ass
like,
walk, dude.
Maybe I don't have to walk up the hill. No, because it's that hill climb. And I'd be like, "Get in, dude, sir." He's like, "Yeah." But no, it's just funny, man.
Yeah.
And then Phil was another cool guy.
Oh,
that,
yeah, hell
around
yeah.
that era that
Yeah.
like, showed up.
All the
He was
TTI,
super cool, dude.
all the TTF homies I missed.
oh, yeah.
It sucks. Online right now, it sucks. And then he's bringing out these like shitty ass online only
Online
personalities.
or on God, dude?
Online God. That's what I'm saying. That's,
On God
that's
line.
all. That's all we can be is online gods. And that's what Guilty Gear's doing good. Is that
Is Guilty Gear sick, dude?
the online the netcode's sick. The game is sick. I've always liked Guilty. You know me. I like every game.
You like all
I love
No, for sure.
I love all Guilty Gear characters except for Abla's whack. But Guilty Gear's a sick ass game. I'm glad it's even more accessible compared to like
It's a little
Xrd and
easier.
stuff. Oh, for sure, for sure. And it's just the netcode is really good.
I think we're at that threshold of like, let's not try and make a new game that's even easier than this. I think you got to keep it a little.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can't just dummy it down too much.
No.
Like Street Fighter V, I think was okay. You know, just don't make it like one button shit. Just
Yeah.
let's not do that. That's the one thing I don't think they should do. I know the trend is like, let's make this so that these fucking
Casual players.
these
can
girls
come
who
in.
think that Call of Duty is a fighting game and I can play and shit. It's like, nah.
I feel like we're pretty
It's
old.
like, why are you guys trying to gatekeep? Like, you should let more inclusivity and fucking what's it called? It's like, dude, I will kill you.
How do you feel about? There's like a hot topic of like people
the storm?
saying people's. I
County
wish.
Fair?
I
I'm
wish.
like,
I'm
Getting
going
your
pink pies and-
eyebrows.
Get it there, all right. There's
The
people.
hot topic threatening dude.
There's
With the clearance, bro.
there's people who like say
You
that
want the wizard or the witch? Like, just kidding.
people like swear that like high execution is like
A
that's for the
barrier,
old
right?
that's for the old shit. Like why what high execution like shouldn't be a thing anymore, where it's like it just scares people away, scares newer players away. I think high execution is tight.
High execution is.
I think
what-
it's fun.
That
But
drove me to keep playing.
but people are like,
Dude,
you know,
it's
it,
the-
it just scares new players. Like
It's the Warhammer
They don't
Online
need to be
slogan.
insane.
It's the Warhammer Online scene. It's their slogan for the. There was an MMO that came out around the like. It was like Guild Wars, World of Warcraft, Warhammer Online. It was come for the RVR, stay for the
Yeah.
lore. I'm telling you, that is one of the main things that keeps fighting games like. I think it keeps them interesting longer if there's
still some execution aspect, because there's always going to be an easy combo.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a more optimal one, and then there's going to be one that you don't even want to go for because it's like,
Pretty hard.
am I gonna fucking drop it? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what kind of keeps it interesting for so long. It's because you're like, oh, I can go for some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I mean, even motions too, because you know
yeah.
that whole like that game that came out, Rise of the Robots, Rising
Where's
Thunder.
buttons?
oh, bro,
Instead?
that's stupid.
Cool, that's your own shit. But to me, I'm like, that's whack.
I watched the thing.
It might work on
it's
a
still
cell
skillful
phone.
because you have to like
No, like,
like,
if you're playing a game on a cell phone, you're trying to make just some pop
But it's
monster
not.
shit. No, I understand. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be able to actually execute
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you walk.
No,
you
you'd
walk.
see these people fucking crazy. Street Fighter 4.
I like how Richard.
Wait, who was? Oh, it was Will's cousin that was like a Street Fighter 4 Volt champion on the iPhone and shit. He like went to tournaments and won all his money and shit.
what the?
Good shit to Will's cousin.
That's badass.
That's pretty crazy.
Shouts out to or was it the 3DS version who had Guile who didn't have to do the charge flash
Oh,
kicks.
bro, that was badass. I had that shit.
Walking flash kicks and shit.
That's crazy.
3D fucking Street Fighter 4. I had that game. Man.
Anyways,
Yeah, but
execution.
I think
I think you
execution
need it.
was. I think it made me feel next level if I could do it. Like you see, I always do this argument. Everyone played Street Fighter. Everyone played Street Fighter, but did anyone ever fucking play it? No, no one did. And
Like
then
when we
I
were
found
growing up.
people who did, and it was like, what the fuck? You guys can do that shit every time? Like,
Yeah.
like you're not dropping shit. I remember being like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
It'll
That's
still
impressive.
it'll still impress like anybody now. It impressed me. I went to what is it, Bar 86 up in LA,
Okay.
and I told you I played it wasn't Championship Edition. It was one after that, New Challenger or something like that.
Oh, New Challenge.
No, actually no. What was like it was even before like hype. I don't know what it was, but it was like
it was
like Turbo or something like that.
yeah, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's hyper.
It was like, it was a Bison, whatever Bison was trashing.
Yeah,
and
that's-
Blanc was
that's-
really good.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I went up there and like I played Street Fighter 4. This is Street Fighter 5 too, and I feel like I had pretty good execution of Street Fighter 4. And just like seeing these old catches, I was like, I play Street Fighter, Street Fighter. Even I haven't played ST, and I feel like I'm pretty good. And seeing these old catches, not only have tricks, but just because back in the day, Street Fighter 2 required execution, down 4 DPs and shit,
yeah.
and they had that shit down to a science. I couldn't even wake up DP in that game. That shit's so hard.
It's super
And
hard.
those guys, they punked the shit out of me. They fucked me up. They fucked all of us up.
Yeah.
I was like,
Impressive.
Or
I was
even
like, see me in Street Fighter 4. He's like, oh, I'll see you in Street Fighter 4. I was like, oh, shit.
No, dude.
But
It's
like,
real. It's
these
real.
guys were like just old heads.
It's real.
It impressed me. I was like, man, you guys like just have execution down, like know all this,
yeah.
know all these things. I was really impressed.
It's such a like. We watched the Olympics this week, yesterday actually. Skateboarding, execution in skateboarding. You see somebody do something sometimes that you just know he sat there and grinded that shit for hours. You're like, no normal human could come on a stick or a board and do that shit.
1080, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Dude?
1080, dude.
It's like incredible, bro.
Yeah.
So execution to me, I always thought was one of the coolest things, the coolest aspect of Street Fighter.
Agreed.
You know?
I went from I played pad back in fucking. I won Winter Game Fest on fucking pad.
You're such a legend. That's almost hard.
Oh, that's where that joke comes from?
When I
That's when all like the same.
I thought they
players-
were just making fun
That's
of
when
you.
like all the SD players hated me, and I was like, what
That's
the fuck?
God, like
man?
whenever anyone hits a pad player, I'm like, dude,
Dude,
I
who
don't
did
think
you
it's
beat to
harder,
win that?
dude.
Let's talk about
I
that.
played Jokers. I played Greg. I played Repulse. I played the El Fuerte guy. I lost first round to fucking Chris Lionheart, who plays
Lionheart.
Sarna.
That's fucking
the homie.
Ilya's friend, right?
It was me and Simon, who's also Ilya's friend in grand finals. But like, I've never even played on PlayStation 2 pad.
What
PlayStation
happened
3
with
pad.
That's
Ilya,
so
dude?
crazy, dude.
I don't know if he won or played. I
You've
think.
never played on a PlayStation 2 pad and you won the
So,
tournament?
yeah, I got blisters. I always played on
fuck
pad.
no.
I've always played on pad, and I never got blisters. I played on Xbox
Dude,
pad.
Richard's a fucking legend.
And I was like,
Straight
first
up.
I was like, I don't even charge on the shit. And I got I've never
Homie.
in my
The
life
blister-
playing
the blister
fighting
tech?
games.
Blister tech?
Yeah, I've never done that.
No, I used to play on pad a lot, dude. And like, I'd get blisters. I just put my fucking little shirt over there, and I just get no blisters.
the only game I played on pad was Eternal Champion.
Damn.
I got bodied first round by like Chris Lionheart. He was just Vanilla Sagat, dude, and I was
That's fucking real.
Vanilla
dude.
Bison. I was like, I don't know what to do. I just kept jumping, and I was like trying to use.
Ugh.
I was wondering, like, I think I bought an SE, and I like didn't know how to use it.
That's so godlike.
every time,
So godlike.
that's when it goes to that. Like, I bought the SE. It was like 2-for-1 special. Me and J-Flow.
We're all modding our sticks because
Yeah.
they broke in 5
Yeah.
minutes. But I remember buying an SC and just
That
breaking
was
the
so
stick in like a
shitty, dude.
week. I was like, this is...
But I was trying to play because I was just like I feel like to me, like no offense to pad player, be a pad player, but like to me I was like I wasn't playing Street Fighter until I played on stick, even I never really grew up in an arcade area, but I always grew up playing arcade
arcades.
games.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really want to learn stick, and there would be times like I'd be not bad online and with pad, and then trying to go to stick, it would just be a struggle. I'd fucking chuck that stick against my couch.
Yep.
Wouldn't break it.
Richard's a
not
badass,
that crazy.
dude.
But I'd be like, fuck this stick. I don't only fucking
The
losers
first
play on
time
stick.
I bought a stick, dude, I remember I spent like what was a TE, like maybe 140.
It was back then. That was expensive too.
That was no, I
yeah.
spent $140 on this fucking thing that I couldn't use for 6 months. It took me so long.
It took me a long time
bro.
too.
And I would be like, I remember being so frustrated, but once it clicked, it was like, there's no going back. I remember thinking that too, like, this is the way.
Dude, my execution's never been better right now than it is right now.
That's
like
legit.
it's fucking, and it's just because I'm playing older games now only, so it makes everything tight.
Oh fuck
You
yeah!
cannot get a DP to come out unless you do a fucking DP. You can't fucking go.
And that's still impressive too, seeing you guys play like alpha and seeing like just like the preciseness of like when a DP. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, getting
Like,
a
it's not
fucking
only learning the
reversal,
timing, but I'm like, wow, that's like clean shit, and it's impressive.
It's
really
very impressive.
Yeah,
So
especially in a game that's fucking kind of hard. It's kind of hard to play, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and then people are like, "Ooh, that's why that game sucks compared to Alpha 3." It's like you just mash it out. Vism is so much more technical. It's like you're right about like the timing of the combos, but they're fucking lame and boring and shitty compared to a fucking dude. An Alpha 2 combo is the technical. I just got in a fucking argument on Don's Arcade Facebook group about this shit. The technical part about Alpha 2, I'm serious, compared to Vism is speed. You have to do it fast, and you have to execute the right.
Exact.
Okay, anyone who thinks they're fucking badass, go and fucking try to do. I mean, some of the custom combos are kind of easy. I'm not gonna lie. Like the one, Richard can't do them, but like just Tatsu. You know, some of these are like you just I mean, you can't literally mash them.
Yeah.
But it's just a timing thing, and it just once you get the timing down, it's easy. But some of these fucking combos, bro, they are insanely fast. Like Geef's grounded, but the one that does a lot of damage, not the fucking sweep into top lariat into green hand. That's fucking easy. Doing the fucking low forward and then all fierce green hands, you have to fucking do 5 perfectly timed, extremely fast DPs, and if you fuck up one of them, it's just a fierce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have to SPD at the very end as fast as humanly possible, DP and do a fucking 360 and hit it like that fast. Boom, boom, boom. And dude, tell me that shit's fucking easy and you can just mash it out. And prove it. Mash it out.
Mm-hmm.
Good fucking luck, Scrub. Good luck. Because I've been trying to do that combo for fucking 4 years, bro. And I'm scared to do it other than little one because all I gotta do is do one loop and I don't have to do 4 or 5 of them.
That's gone.
Fuck that shit. It is so hard. I'm not gonna risk all my meter on some fucking hard ass combo. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it does more damage, but fuck, it's hard. It's not easy.
fucking real
It's
hard.
not easy. And that thing about execution. That's why when I was watching K Lama, some fucking CBS 2 player, he beat John Choi's ass at Evo on my fucking Alpha 2 setup playing Geef, and he did that combo, and I was like, bro, I got
You're
it.
on fire.
I was like, I remember, I was like, that combo, dude. I was like, I can't do that shit. He's like, you can do it, dude. He's like, just keep. He's like, you can do it. He's like, I've seen the combos you can do. You can do this combo. I was like, I can't do it. He's like, just
To this day.
No, I'm serious. And the only reason why I still even fucking play Geef is because this guy told me that I could fucking do this combo. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's powerful, bro. Like, just seeing, I was like, and he fucked John. And John Choi is a god at Alpha 2. And he legit.
A lot of games. Oh, yeah.
On God.
On God.
On God.
On
He
God.
didn't lose a 2 out of 3 the whole time. And they played for 25 minutes. And he'd lose one game and just switch and beat him. And he played Geef, Adon, fucking go 9-game win streaks against John Choi. I was like, this guy's a bad. He
That's
moved to Hawaii
incredible.
supposedly. He was from Vegas. He moved to Hawaii. He's a fucking badass. Kalama, shouts to Kalama. The guy gave me fucking inspiration to play Yuji.
Inspiration, bro.
And the guy's execution, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I was like, man, what the fuck? You know, seeing some old, even if it's some game you don't even fucking play, bro. Like, seeing, like, walking by and seeing someone pull something off. It's like I'm saying, the girl knitting the sweat. Like, you know, anyone, you see a professional golfer do a perfect golf swing.
Oh yeah.
And they hit it so fucking far, and you're just like,
It's almost effortless.
You hear the
on
noise?
that part too.
and it goes,
Yeah.
and it's just, you can hear the ball ripping through the air, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And then it bounces around the green. You're like,
dude, this is a master. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
and if you take that away, if you make golf where you push a button and you just point the little machine and it hits the ball, like, what are we doing? Come on.
You see Tekken with like 3-hit combos instead. Like, that's just, I know you don't like Tekken, but it would be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Combos, like
Boring.
execution, all that stuff.
You
Give me
need something to
fucking-
challenge people, and I always
Give
felt
me
like
invincible shit,
execution,
dude. Give me fucking invincible shit.
Akuma has invincible shit. He has an invincible DP.
In the game.
What?
EXDP.
Let's look at it.
Oh, in Tekken?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like, why we hate playing Akuma and Tekken.
Akuma was like a
dude.
tyrant, yeah.
I think it's kind of cool.
He was sick,
dude.
he was
I think
sick.
it's kind of cool.
I'm trying to just piss off all the Tekken players. I don't even believe that they should do it. But no, I mean, honestly, let's face it. It's fucking boring as fuck. That game's fucking But to each their own. I mean,
it's no Neopets, but we can't
Let's
all be
just,
the
like,
best
Go
guys.
see my buzz, dude.
Yeah, bro. I actually went on Neopets like a couple weeks ago.
I tried to log in. I don't remember.
It was funny. Everyone's like talking about stocks and shit, and I was just like, "Yeah, dude, I like made some stocks in Neopets." They're like, "Shut the fuck."
You want to see me in Mirka Chase, dude?
Yeah, like,
Money
what's
back, you
up,
bitch.
bro?
yeah, I think you can't take the execution out of fighting.
Nah,
I mean,
It's-
you could, but you would. It would not be a game that stuck around long.
I don't think you'd want to play it.
I think you
Yeah,
might
that's
fuck
the
around,
truth.
but it wouldn't be something like that has a tenure of fucking of a dedicated group of players, because that execution and that striving towards perfection and fucking, you get in that zone, you have that perfect game.
Ugh.
Like, that's what you play for, dude.
You get-
And
you get
just
a-
fucking
you get a high off of that
You
shit,
fucking
dude.
dash through the ultra instead of just blocking it, just to fucking
Yeah.
pump the fucking dude. That was the most epic shit ever. You know what I mean, dude? Like, I'm serious, bro. That was the most like rock hard with emotion moment in fucking fighting game I've ever fucking seen. When you fucking ran it back against the East Coast, dude, and beat everyone, dude.
The
I was like,
fucking legend, bro.
That's
I
that
was
super dude.
like-
And scream.
I was trying to
dude.
get Sean to like have sex with this like fucking tranny, bro. I was like, you can do it. I know this
No, you
word.
didn't.
Yes, I did. I did, because he
Was
was.
he almost down?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
He was totally down, dude. I was like, fucking KDL crew was like right behind him, like throwing up and trying
This is
to.
before he threw. Okay, no.
Yeah, no, and I was like, dude, you could. That's an easy in right there. And he's like, you think? I was like, bro. Then he'll know. He'll know what I'm talking about. He'll know. We were at the
Hit him
bar.
banana
bro.
sack, dude?
We made it in.
Hit him banana sack.
It was pretty high.
That moment was like, I always tell people that's like my favorite, like one of my most, like it brings me to almost tears of when it was a fucking Alexis's shitty like Motorola -2 phone that could barely play Snake, and like he's like recording it, or I don't know, it's either him or Sean, they're like recording that, and like you can hear like their emotion, like they're like, oh, let's fucking go, Richard, like they were like pumped, and it's not even about like
We were all
winning.
cheering for
Yeah,
you.
it's hearing just like my homies have so much support, and they're just like so happy for me. It's like that's all I want. All like
Fuck
I
yeah.
have the homies. Like I don't care about all these fuckers. Fuck those guys.
It was insane.
It was
bro.
just like feeling like hearing like my friends proud of me. I was like, dude, like,
That's
when
cool.
I want to make like San Diego proud. That's all.
That's
I
why
want
we
to do.
play, bro.
Yeah, I wanna
It was
say
for
it was-
moments like
it was
that to
insane.
happen.
That's
That
it.
was the greatest moment of all time. That honestly, like in my
On my deathbed, I like tell my kids.
real
like,
talk, because we were in the bar. Other
Yeah.
people were like in the stands, but
Yeah.
we made it into
Didn't
the bar.
me, you, Drew, and Chris like? There was that. Okay, I
Yeah,
do
so
remember
you
that
tried
fucking
it?
training. I do remember the training.
Okay,
I
no,
do,
we
I
gotta
do.
stop saying that fucking. Dude, people are already gonna be mad at us. I said it once just to be super offensive, but
I
Really,
fucking
transsexual?
remember now. It's
no,
all
no,
coming back to
stop.
me,
They
dude.
were. It was a
Transsexual.
trans female.
Gender.
It was a woman. She was always a woman.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
SPO.
No, so you remember?
I do remember.
But
I'm
You
so
were-
sad. See, I know.
you
I should have
were-
played. I
you
should have
fucking
I should
were.
have just been there, dude.
Sean was. I know Sean knew, but he was acting like he didn't know. And I
He
was
was
like,
playing naive, the
I- no,
smartest card to play.
He was
You're
playing
like,
dumb. I was like,
I
hey,
didn't know
man.
shit.
I was like, hey
Oh.
man, she's into you, dude. He's like, you think so? I was like, yeah, dog. And like, he was playing dummy with me. I was like, yeah.
Oh my God,
You
dude.
can't trick me. I mean,
That's the real life brontosaurus.
Oh,
But,
yeah, Sean, dude.
Sean's a legend. But
OFC
when
legend,
we
dude.
went in there, it was. I remember this forever. You could probably find this fucking stream. Go look through fucking. Who's the Geef player? That's like a little fucking
Stupendous.
stupendous. It was stupendous, and Cerro Blast were hanging out in the bar, and we were waiting to get in, and they were live streaming something, and they said,
Yeah.
"Hey, who's gonna win the what's it called?" I was like, "My boy Pnoy's in the 5v5, dude. He's gonna fucking body the whole team." And they were like, "Yeah, you think so?" Yeah. I was like, "Fuck yeah, you fucking." I was like, "Eureka, you fucking bro." I was like, in the future, Cerro Blast is gonna get canceled for saying the N-word, like all this shit. like, what? I was like,
I've already seen it all.
Yeah.
That's so Rico. You ever see my show, dude?
no, straight up,
That's so Rico.
it's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like fucking the pyramid eye. Fucking he's like gets all evil. Fucking no, bro. So we get in there.
Let me get a That's so
And
Rico
when the,
picture.
when the fighting fight happens, bro, I'm just looking at it, bro, and I'm like, you can't fucking act like I didn't see this shit. And then all the way back, dude, all the way back.
God, that was
All the way
fucking
back.
epic, dude.
It was so
I
sick.
lost my
Oh,
voice
God.
that night, dude. We were freaking.
That's
out.
still online somewhere, right?
But not really.
It's funny because I remember after that, I told everyone at work, I was like, this fucking guy I know
Yeah.
beat everyone. They're like, show us a video. I was like couldn't find a fucking video.
Gutek's like
He got drunk and like
it's
fucking
so
deleted.
Gutek's a fucking jackass.
He got like high.
He's like, oh, I got some like deal with some like fucking Oregon streaming service or something like that, and it was so like it wasn't Justin TV, it wasn't even Twitch, it was like some knockoff shit. He's like, yeah, I got some. They paid me like fucking
Afghani stream, dude.
pocket peanuts and just like that's all they did is pay me that, and then like $10.
It's like Who Framed Roger
Yeah.
Rabbit. He's like, I got Dumbo on lease from Disney. He's like, the best part is he works for peanuts. He like throws him out the window and it's all.
It was that, and like that's why I was mad because it wasn't like
Oh no.
Showcase of the fucking
yeah, like
world.
literally my only like memory is that video from like Lexus, but I'll always like watch that and I'm like fuck dude.
Oh my god.
That's unfortunate.
It was bad too because that our Wednesday night fight scene was like falling apart. 'Cause
There were so many moments like that,
Jesse
man.
couldn't make it, and Jesse was
Damn.
like one of our best players.
Yeah.
Dank wasn't
Dank
that
took
Dank,
the place.
Dank wasn't that known, and everybody was like, who the fuck is this Dank guy?
But then Chris Cryer's fucking, or
Yeah.
dude,
Chris Cryer.
Alex Cryer's, dude. This guy, everyone was like, well, he's gonna have to carry the team, and he got just fucking shit.
it was in shit on left and right.
He got fucking worked, bro. And then Stupendous, right? Stupendous was on the team, bro. It was bad.
Everybody like
Bad.
Dank got bodied, and people were like, we fucking knew Dank should have gone. Dude, Dank like. He put in the show or whatever, like, he did work.
Yeah.
And everybody was, like, hating on Dank was, like, emo as shit. Because it was, like, we were, like, in a group.
hard,
Dude,
right?
Dank was so cool. I was talking
Yeah.
to him before it started, and he's all like, out of everyone here, man, he's like, you're the only guy I'd be fucking scared to fight. I was like, what? I'm serious. This is what he said to me. I swear to God. Ask him.
That's
I'm not
legit.
even joking.
That's
And I was
legit.
like, why do you say that? He's like, because you're a big guy, dude. And I was like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, what are you thinking about this 5v5? He's like, bro, like, you're big, dog. I was like, I'm not even, I swear to fucking
Like, fist
God.
fight?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say.
And I was
thought you were
like-
a Street Fighter. I was like, you're like fucking.
No,
competing against
he was
Dawson.
like in a weird mindset. Like he was in like a war fucking mindset, dude. He's like,
He was
I'd beat everyone's ass in this fucking bar right now. I was like, really? Dude? I'm serious, dude. Dank is a fucking. That's why I always liked this guy.
Oh, Dank's cool. Dank's
Anyone
fun.
who fucking says some weird shit like that,
Dank's
I was
always
like, you're a
on.
fucking badass.
You don't
dude.
know, dude.
I was like, why would? He's like, you're just a big dude. I was like, okay.
You were like, fuck.
That's my
Didn't
scene,
know.
man.
And this is not something random, but ask him. Fucking.
I'll ask him.
Ask him. Be
I'm
like,
pretty sure he
Did you say
remembers.
something weird about fucking getting in a fight at the fucking bar fights? Where you like, yeah, dude. I told him he was big.
Did you ask Rico if you could like have your bike back because it was like both of your bikes? Like,
What happened?
It's my
my
bike.
bike. Yeah, that's my bike, bro.
Like, three ninjas, like, fighting for his bike, dude.
That's the best. Is the Three Ninjas ending, dude. I swear to God, I gotta see this like ending that like I never saw, dude.
Oh, the one, dude, that
When they
Ninjas-
lose the basketball
Go
game,
find
like,
it.
what the
Go
fuck,
find it,
dude?
I think they still
Ninjas,
play it on
dude.
like Encore every once in a while. It's that weird version where they like the grandpa kills the guy. And they
Instead of
fucking-
jelly beans, it's just like poison.
They're like-
It's like
It's a pepper ball.
Like-
Oh, shit.
Dude, shout outs to that version.
Dude,
They had like more M16s at the end. The ninjas had like extra M16s, like dual wielding M16s.
Like shooting up the kids. Like, oh shit.
And I'm serious, that movie was fucking badass.
the grandpa like brings Colt back to life with some
Grandpa!
like ancient magic.
I'm serious. There's a scene. He's standing there with the fucking. They turn the corner. They see him. He's got a knife in their hand. And he goes like this, and they're like, they're all scared, and he fucking throws it at
Yeah,
him, and
I
it
think-
goes past the, and it kills this fucking
guard.
I bought the fucking.
That's
DVD.
not on the other one?
It does
Oh,
not happen.
What the
It
fuck?
doesn't.
Have you seen that
happen.
scene?
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. And then the fucking.
It's like when they're in the ship, right?
And at the end, it's just over. They just they kill the motherfucker with the telephone wire, and they're like they go back and like knock him out, and then they're like, dude, it's fucking crazy. The whole movie's insane.
Yeah.
Like they can't.
Because they were like, Grandpa, no. And he's like, I'm going to kill you.
He just pulls out
It's
the
never
knife.
the
war stories,
It's
like flashbacks and
and
shit.
then the oldest brother's kind of like,
Yeah,
he's
we'll
like,
get, like, yeah.
he's like, I'll take it for you guys, because they think the grandpa's like a fucking terrorist killer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking ganks a fucking ninja behind him. With like the ninja behind him is gonna fucking kill him too. They have like a sword or some shit. I'm serious. This movie's fucking badass. The
The
unrated one
movie's too
is
sick.
fuck, bro. I've only seen the fucking PG one, dog.
Yeah, well.
It's all about the guy with the face paint, dude. The white guy. Like,
They just beat his ass.
He's like going fucking ham. That guy was so sick. Dude.
Oh my
That movie's
fucking
amazing.
God.
That movie's too
No,
sick.
that's a fucking.
Can't make movies like that.
Oh,
No,
dude.
not
Not to
at
make
all,
like
dude.
fucking Shark Girl and Lava Kid.
Dude, yeah.
When I was a kid, the movie, the children stars were killing people.
Yeah, Shark Frenzy, dude. Fucking no, you seen those memes of that old lady where she's like getting walked out with her like granddaughter, and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
back in my day, like there used to be tapes and CDs, and I'm like, okay, grandma, yeah,
yeah.
it's like so good, dude. Like
The kids used to kill them.
My favorite meme I've seen like that is like from like old from new is like that one like super buff Shiba Inu, and it's like when I was a kid, it's like, hey mom, okay. He's like, hey mom, we played a game of like baseball, and we beat the other team, and then we like, man, it's so epic. It's like just going through all this shit. He's like, we like, you know, just saying shit how when we were kids we used to like ride our bikes around and just fuck around, like no one gave a shit, and like you come back, and then like it's just saying like I hit a home run, won the game, like fucking just saying all this like kind of funny shit that actually happened when we were a kid. And then it's like the little baby dog afterwards, and it's just like, my phone battery's dying, I'm depressed. I was laughing so fucking hard. I was like, this is the greatest meme I've ever seen in my life.
That's pretty real, dude.
You know what, dude? We were lucky. We barely sneaked in through a cool era to live.
I know.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
very true.
I see my nieces and my nephews growing up. I'm like, this is sad.
It's
sucks.
fucked up,
weird,
bro.
right? The fucking
Like, they're-
iPad generation, dude. The fucking.
I didn't have a phone until I was in like fucking
Bro,
sophomore year.
I had to sell it. I had to
Sophomore
share
year of high
software
school.
in high
I didn't even use it.
Yeah, because it was a janky flip
Yeah.
phone that
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
They
You're
only
like,
got
oh,
it for us
my mom
because
would
like
pick me
we
up.
actually got a stepsister, so he's like, nah, I'm like worried that like she could get like touched or something. Here's a cell phone. We're like, what?
Fuck.
Dude, it was.
I like bought like a $4 ringtone, Usher, Let It Burn.
Oh,
or something.
yeah, dude, I had a fucking Fall Out Boy 8-bit.
It was only like the first like 5 seconds. It was like 5
My
seconds.
dad
dude.
beat the shit out of me for that. He was like,
Why the fuck
"Fuck
you charge
yeah,
that shit?"
$5 for a fucking 8-bit
No,
song.
dude, it's
I'm like,
real,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
You know, people like these kids growing up, their first cars aren't gonna be a fucking Honda fucking Prelude with the fucking
Dude,
Eagle on the
you
side
know,
of it.
right? That's the best.
Dude,
Honestly,
just-
that
car
was
was
the
the
coolest
best.
car, dude. No, dude, that was fucking sick.
They like couldn't go past
dude.
65 without like.
Hey, that's
breaking
fucking. That's a
apart.
good
Yeah,
car.
now
right
like one
there, dude.
person in the car to go. Like,
Who wants to drive? Was there fights?
The
I was
safety-
like, hey, dude, I was like, don't worry though, it's kind of cool. I was like, I opened the door, it's automatic. I was like, ooh.
Shut the fuck up.
the safety feature doesn't go over 65. Dude. Yeah.
I had like a baby car seat in the front, dude.
That was like
That's mine.
I would always close my fucking leg in the door in his car. Like the way the dash was and the way that the door, it had like a little door
It
dash.
was weird.
Your knee would go in there and you just like crush your fucking knee every time you try to close it.
Speaking of like opening the door for my like girlfriend, I would like. I think I crushed one of my ex over his legs like 3 times. He's like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh my man.
Was that outside the roadside in the runway?
Yeah. That never
Howard
happened.
Johnson, dude. Fucking
The runway.
Roadway in, dude. Does the roadway in have a shower, dude?
No, just as a hose up front, you gotta like,
Who was that gave me shit? I think it was one of you guys.
oh, like,
I was like, does the roadway in have a shower? There's no pictures of a shower or bathroom. And he was like, oh, fucking course it does. I was like, I don't know, man. It doesn't there's no pictures of it.
Yeah, because they're ashamed of how shitty it is. Have you been to one of these fucking dudes?
just,
But
like,
I wanted.
you just
it was
burned
so
back in
bad.
the sink, dude.
It was
Just
so bad. I was like, is there
Like, I don't want to get like some weird fucking dick cheese
fungal
thing
disease
going
or
on.
something, dude. Yeah, what the fuck is
Gotta
going on?
wash my shit.
See, that's why you just get the fucking the hot tech with the baby fucking wipes, dude. You just fucking baby wipe yourself, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, that shit's fucking
So
gone,
many
like,
good
dude.
times.
Oh my god. Infinite amounts of good
All I
times.
need to
and
know-
sad times and fucking
Oh, God.
laughing and crying and fucking
All the time.
Friendship, dude. That's what it's about,
Yeah.
bro.
That's always been about that, dude.
Did Richard watch this epic showdown match that Rico posted on?
You're still talking about this?
I just want to know. I just want to say,
Oh, because he's a Pokemon player.
yeah, he's a fellow Pokemon player. Shout out to everyone
I
who's
haven't
watched
seen it.
that fucking clip, and shout out to everyone who's like writing comments on it. It's
I haven't
fucking
seen it. You
giving
played-
me
you went- you
inspiration.
played Showdown?
No, I played an epic
Okay.
match, dude. And Rico like put it up on the YouTube, and oh, dude, it's such a funny
I
match.
gotta
bro.
watch
It's
it.
so it's out of control, dude.
I remember seeing your teams on
Who was your
Showdown. I
team
like,
back
this
in the
is
day?
bad.
Wacky teams, right? I always had
Brandon
wacky
always had the
shit, dude.
craziest team.
What about the time we actually played on 3DS? Do you remember my
Yeah.
fucking
Dude, the
boyfriend,
X
dude?
and Y
Yeah.
fucking era.
That
dude?
fucking what did I have? It's the one that like refreshes you, dude. I had one move that he just didn't think And he's like, no smart
you guys
person
played?
would ever have that move. And I like had it. He's like, who are you, dude? I was just like,
Brandon would come with the queen. I'm like, dude, and this shit actually works.
it
too.
would
I'm
work
like-
too. Yeah, it'd be janky
It's like the
stuff,
off
but-
meta shit. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
funny though because once you figured it out though, you know when they like write all the shit down. Once I'm figured out, it's a different game. But like that first game, dude, I'd fuck people up sometimes. They'd be
That's how
like,
I
"What
beat.
the
That's how I
fuck,
beat
dude?"
Tong, dude. When Tong was super into Hearthstone, like everyone was talking about Hearthstone, and I kind of got into it. A
Did
little
you
bit.
Hearthstone tournaments at TTF? Wasn't there Hearthstone
I
tournament?
don't know. I went
I
to
don't
no.
know.
It was at Land Diego
I
Lounge.
think there was though.
It was at Land Diego Lounge. That's where I saw. Me and Oscar went to one. Dude, I only played Tong one time, and I fucked him up with his fucked up deck, dude. It was the most brutal shit. He was perfecting me, and I had an OTK Worgen deck, and out of nowhere, I got all the cards, and I fucking killed her one shot. I killed her one shot. and then
Retire
he's
after that. Be like,
He's like, fuck, this is so stupid. He's like, we'll run it back. I was like, I'm never playing you again. I like never played
One
that
and
game.
oh, Tom.
I was
That's
like,
the best though.
no
on
bullshit.
top, dude.
Fucking
Yeah.
on God. I fucking dude, straight up, dude. And it was the coolest. And then they nerfed that deck. They took away one of the.
They do, bro.
we saw that guy deluxe with no E. I think he misspelled him.
We can't allow these fucking scrubs to come here and beat the legendary Genghis.
Deluxe with no E.
Oh fucking shit, dude. Yeah, dude. We'll have to fucking. I'll show you this video. Dude.
No, because
It's
whenever
dude.
X and Y came out, you and fucking J Flow were hard.
You did a Sean?
You guys got me into
You guys
it.
were fucking hard.
That's the first. Okay, that's the first time I ever bred a team. That's the first time I ever knew what held items were. I was
Will got
freaking
into
the
it.
fuck
It was
out.
fun.
Yeah,
It was
And breeding was easy in that game, right?
What's up?
Breeding was like way easier in that
Fuck
game.
no.
You had to do a lot of shit.
He had
It
to,
was
he had
easier.
to hold my
I
hand.
remember you were
It was
telling me
easier.
how much harder it was.
No, it did get easier,
Yeah.
but it still was like
It was a lot
it
of
wasn't
work.
free to pass on all the fucking shit you needed. Or like,
EVs and shit.
That's
like
fucking
a
sick.
perfect
Yeah.
EV, fucking what's it called?
that was next level, dude.
Yeah.
That's when I was like,
We would like drive home from like tournaments and like play each other, like fucking
dude,
battle each
just-
other.
Oh, and then the
It was
fucking
so sick.
duping. I duped so many of his Pokemon, and I would just play online and like fucking body people.
We would
dude.
get so pissed because we would like me, you, J Flow would like all right, we're gonna like breed these Pokemon and we'll like dupe them for each other. Sean just be lazy as fuck, man. Just let me dupe all of them. Fuck you, Sean. All right, you fucking lazy bastard.
I always had to like have the Pangoro, dude. The fucking worst. I bred him.
Brennan,
dude,
what's
like-
Brennan breeding? He's like it's some random
It's a
shit.
Pangoro dog. It was like the worst Pokemon. I was like, dude, he's gonna be good, dude. Like he fucking sucked ass, dude. It's so sick, dude.
But it was
man,
so sick.
That game was.
I always
fucking-
played a troll team. I always tried to make
You
some
have to.
stupid rain team because
Yeah.
I always thought it was a
Rain teams are
I
fucking
thought it was a
sick,
cool
actually.
concept.
No, I think it's really cool.
You get a
dude.
Polytoad to come in, it's raining already, and then you just revenge
Just
kill with
fucking
fucking
go.
thunderbolts and
Dude,
shit.
shout out to
Or
revenge
what's it
kills
called,
too. Those are like the
lightning or
coolest things.
Jolteon's fucking big.
Thunder-
Swallow,
shit.
dude. Swallow is my favorite revenge.
That was
killer,
Brennan Pokemon.
Dude,
right
it's
there.
just a shitty Pokemon too, dude. But if you like,
It puts in work.
it put in work if you needed it to, dude. Yeah.
Catch
Frodon, dude. Fucking just the worst Pokemon.
I remember one of the big Pokemon arguments me and Richard got into was about fucking vanilla, like original Game Boy one. And I was talking about how Persian was like really good, and Richard was just making fun of me, and I was like, dude, like you don't know about the,
I didn't, dude.
the slash tech.
I didn't know about the slash. tech.
Because slap is it's a stab, right?
Mhm.
This shit was fucking OG, dude.
Everything's like
and then
broken.
crit was based off agility, and like the base agility of Persian was really good, high, like
Yeah,
the
super
highest in the
speed,
Pokemon other than
yeah.
Jolteon, I think.
Fuck.
So you could learn Slash, which had an extra percent to critical strike, and then because agility's the critical strike is based on agility,
It just
it would
crit every
put
time.
That's
it would
insane.
put crit to 99 point something percent. It was essentially every single time.
That's so
So
sick.
you could slash and it would stab because it was a normal move with a normal Pokemon, and it would crit and it would just fuck people up. Like the only people that can survive it is like a Snorlax and a Tauros or some shit. And it was like the coolest thing. I'm like, what?
Tauros is sick, actually.
It was so funny.
I could just
dude.
always go first.
It was so dude. Persian was fucking bullshit, dude. That game
I was
is.
sitting out like, what the fuck
That
is
game
this
is
shit
fucking
back then?
stupid as fuck, bro. That game is like all the normal Pokemons were good. You're like, what the fuck is going on right now? There's just like
That's crazy, dude. Right?
And then you have to like glitch the game
yeah.
out to like surf the coast to get all the safari Pokemon. No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could not catch them. Like Tauros was impossible to
No,
catch.
you couldn't.
I remember trying to catch one for like 10 hours.
You
and
like
I
finally
looked-
get all the way in there, you're like, yes. And,
and then it's like, oh, you just fly around and then you swim to this coastline with fucking Squirtle or some shit, and you go up and down, and then eventually you'll like start catching Pokemon that are in
The
Safari Zone.
That's
and you're just like,
incredible. I didn't even know that. Dude.
yeah, there's like a random glitch for that's how I got Tauros on that game. I remember when I was working at Goat Camp. I was at the ranch, but I was like taking care of all the goats. All I would do was play Pokemon 1, so I like immersed myself like super deep into it, and I had like all max leveled out Pokemon. It was the stupidest shit, dude. I
That's
was
so
just
sick,
insane.
I was like, it was super cool. That and I'd play the Street Fighter 2 that came out on Street Fighter 2 Revival on Game Boy Advance. And I would try to beat Grandmaster Challenge, bro. And I did it one time, and it was the most, to this day, it's one of the greatest things I've ever done.
Is that the one you used to like live stream while you were like fucking like riding horses and shit?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's so bad.
It was like the sickest game of all time, dude. And
The original live
at the end, you had to beat Akuma, and he was so hard to beat, dude.
Riko's such a badass.
Dude, it was awesome. That's when that's actually when I started to play Ryu in old games. Was because of that stupid Game Boy Advance.
That's so
because I'd always play Guile, but then I was like, Guile's kind of whack on this like little deep. So I started playing Ryu, and I was like, okay. The combos in that were just the stupidest shit. Like you could red fireball and then super like from anywhere. Like it was the dumbest game, dude. You'd land like a. Like the up, like the little jump medium punch thing, and you could do crazy fucking shenanigans. And then you could land a super in Tatsu, and it would still hit him. Yeah.
Badass.
So like if the super was just about to kill you, you could Tatsu afterwards, and the Tatsu would hit him and kill him at the end. It was the most epic game. The combos in this game were so stupid. Like it was such a badass game, dude.
I remember one of the most. This is when I knew Richard was just like godlike. Remember we were at Vincent's and we're all trying to beat Seth on Expert.
Oh yeah.
And we were there for like hours trying, dude. And Richard just like shows up with like a coffee in his hand. He's like, "Let me get that stick and beat him right there." We were like, "What the fuck?" Like we were freaking
You were
out,
trying to beat
dude.
him. I think you were like, I could do it.
Oh, dude, I did it once too. In Carlsbad, there was a mall and they had a fucking Xbox like set up right there.
Oh, I played at that fucking.
I walked in, I put it on Expert, and I stayed there until I beat
Because it was
Seth.
an Xbox setup that you
Yeah,
put a quarter in,
dude.
it would let you play for like 4 minutes or something.
And I walked up to the counter and I unlocked the achievement, and I was just like, "Hey, dude, I just beat someone on Expert." And he's like, "What?" I was just like,
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it walked away after
I was
that.
like, "Just no, dude." Yeah, I was like freaking the fuck out,
Who
dude.
the fuck said?
That was a
The
hard.
arcade just burning down.
I'm
behind you.
sad. Let's do another
It's
one.
like crumbling lab. It's
Yeah.
fucking-
That
All
game,
arcades
bro.
falling
That was
apart.
not fucking easy either, dude. That set, bro.
Oh, he would teleport.
He knew.
Oh, he'd read your inputs and it was all
that
kinds
shit
of
was
damage,
bullshit.
dude.
That was
He'd
sick,
throw a
bro.
fireball and he would already
He was
fucking right.
vanilla set was already like actual vanilla set was terrible, and then fucking arcade set was like even more like, fucking jank as shit.
Dude, that game.
Teleport.
What's your top 5 favorite fighting games, Richard?
Shit.
That's a
Fuck,
deep
dude.
one
I
right
just-
there.
Top
Yeah, that's a
five?
deep one.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4, easily.
Number 1?
Oh, for sure.
I respect
That's
it.
like where I met all my friends. And
Right?
everything, and the Bison tattoo, just because like that's like
tattoo?
that's like Shadaloo.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
But that's like friendship right there. That's like where I met like everybody, and that's like it means a lot more than just Bison,
game, dude.
Bison or whatever.
What's the other little panel? There's like a shower head there. It's like
That's a rocket, alright? Don't worry. That's
That's sick, bro.
Familia and shit. All right.
Yeah,
Anyways,
bro.
A shower head.
is there 5 fighting games? Or yeah, Street Fighter 4. I would have to say Melee's out there just because
That was
I respect it. I respect
Melee's
it.
fun.
actually.
Melee's, I still play Melee to this day, like with me, my little brother.
You think it's number 2 though?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
That game, like,
I'm just making sure you're going in order.
that game, like, lets you express your creativity, like, lets you express your own personal style.
Your own way of
Whereas, especially
playing,
these new
100%,
games,
dude.
these new games are so
100
like,
fucking percent.
there's new games you don't really get to express your own style.
Kinda.
It's like you're pretty like stuck to one thing. Even Guilty Gear, you see it too. Guilty Gear's like
Damn, that's
compared like it's still Guilty Gear, still fun, but like I saw Majin Ball posted too, where it's like people are like, oh, Guilty Gear's so creative, and Majin Ball's like, dude, the old game's like way more expressive. Like it's not bad, but just
different.
it's just a lot easier, a lot more dumbed down, which is a good thing at the end
It
of the
is.
day.
It is.
Yeah, for that.
But yeah, that's kind of unfortunate too.
Number 3 might be Marvel 3.
I respect that.
Damn.
Marvel 3.
I'll tell you
Damn.
one thing, dude. All the Evos where Marvel 3 was a game were some of my funnest fucking just top 8s.
Yep.
I love to watch that shit.
Yep.
Like, I didn't play it very much. I mean, I tried to, but I was like, man, Arthur sucks. I'm not going to play this shit. But I just played Arthur, Sentinel, and like
I remember
Red
your
Skull.
team, I was like, what the
dude,
fuck?
it was so stupid.
You mean Super Skrull?
Super Skrull.
Skrill?
Red Skrull.
Motherfucker said Red Skrull.
Red Skrull, dude. Red Skrull, dude. Okay.
No Red Skrull.
No, but dude, that game, I actually really, I like that game.
I remember you told me you liked it.
I liked
You
it.
liked playing and stuff.
Oh, no, I didn't really play it, but just to watch it, one of my favorite.
No,
fucking
watching
games
it
to
was
watch.
sick.
Some of the coolest
like, you know, I didn't watch a lot of streams, but sometimes I'd watch one. Like, and the one time I tuned in was one of, like, what's that guy? That fucking Chilean guy fucked up.
Oh, KBR?
Dude, that was the sickest shit. And, you know, there's a lot of cool, like, all the Justin Wong, like, Evo comebacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
fuck yeah.
I was
It's so entertaining. Dude.
lit. And then sometimes it was with Brent. I'd be watching it with Big Rig. Like
Yeah.
me and Big Rig, I'd be like, yo, Big Rig, let me like use your like handicap to get closer to the front. He's like, all right, come on, let's go. And like, I like one time,
He, like, right on his back,
I like,
dude.
took him all the way to the front. I was like, I need a fucking chair. I was like, this is a fucking disabled black man. Like, give me a fucking chair in the front seat. Like, you know, I was like freaking out.
Cancel! Who the fuck are you guys?
How dare you?
You're trying to tell me Evo doesn't support
No,
this?
dude, it was insane. And then we had like front row seats, and he's just like, "We're doing it, bro!" Like we watched Marvel 3, and it was the most epic shit. We were like, "Yeah, dude!" It was like the most, dude. It was fucking amazing. And
That
we were
was
like
such a cool game to
front
watch,
row.
though. I
It
really
was
liked
so
that.
sick before they moved you to the stands, bro.
Before, like, everything was separate now.
dude. I honestly, when no, keep going. Just do your top 5, then we'll talk about when.
That's
you
the
and
thing,
I-
where it's like-
when did Street Fighter like when did keep going.
Yeah.
I got one more question before we end this. Dude. Come on. Let's go.
So we're on 4.
Oh, we're on 4. What are the games on there? Hold on.
King of Fighters 13.
It was cool.
Damn.
You like that?
dude.
I like DBZ more than that.
Oh shit.
But I also like ST.
How much do you actually like ST?
I love ST.
That game
Okay.
sucks ass, dude.
I love
hate that
ST.
fucking
I
game,
love
bro.
watching.
I
I
like
love
playing
watching ST. I love the touch of death. I love that shit.
it. Yeah, that's true.
Um,
It's entertaining. I think it's fun.
It's a good game.
I suck at it. So
I have
don't
just
know.
I have bitterness, dude.
I just love watching, like, cause to me that's like if I'm gonna go beyond just the like base bare bones, which is bare bones is ST, and that's like to me that's like where it started.
Oh, for sure.
And then like the next step above that, like third track, I like watching it, but I hate the whole parry system. Like I don't like. This is why I don't like KI. I don't like you knew that I knew that you knew that I knew bullshit parry.
Yeah.
Combo breaker bullshit. Fuck that shit. Whack. I love KI characters. I fucking grew up playing that
I
game.
know.
My Orchid is so fucking sick in Super Nintendo, dude. My Orchid was
Dude,
hot
I
nasty.
fucking
My
what's his
Orchid was
name?
fucking
Thunder,
tight.
dude. My fucking Thunder was
Ooh.
a dude.
I love like
Glacier, dude.
yeah, fucking
That so there's something about oh man, what were you talking about? You said ST was your second or fourth, number 4?
He said it was either ST.
Oh yeah. So the moment, like one of my other most hype moments of all, like being at a tournament was whenever this was sick. It was me, Asuka, and Daywalker. We had good seats, and we were watching the team tournament that they had. It was like a tournament of legends, like 3v3 Super Turbo tournament they had at Evo, and then it was the old SPO 2001 team. It was like Mike Watts, Alex Vai, and John Choi, and they went up against the team that beat them in Japan at SPO. It was like Nuki, fucking someone. It was just like it was like Daigo, Nuki, and some other guy, and they ran it back and they beat him. And bro, I still
That's
have
so
that
sick.
video recorded on my phone.
That's so
and we
badass.
were.
was that in like the back?
No,
The back
it was
area?
main
Oh, okay.
stage, or maybe it was side stage. And dude, me, Daywalker, and Oscar. Even Oscar, usually she's just like, I don't know what's going on, but I was like, this is the backstory. I was like, remember that movie Bang the Machine? I was like, this is the run back from that shit. She's like, what? I was like, those are the same people. This is like 20 years in the fucking making, and it was the most epic shit, dude. And they fucking won. Mike Watson put in fucking work. At the end, it was John Choi versus the other guy, and he just got him out of the game. And I was like, and at the end, it was like. Mao was like fucking Vega team,
Yeah.
and just like fucking bullet. I was like, this game fucking sucks ass. But that
I mean,
it didn't matter.
we watched like we were in the back watching fucking Afro Legends,
It was-
making runs. And
well,
shit.
that's the thing, dude.
Like the game is fucking sick.
When I'm at Evo, bro,
Like, is it broken?
Honestly,
Yeah, but it's fucking
yeah.
sick.
Honestly,
It's just like this is like it's too tight. Sync.
I spend half of my
Minus Vega.
The last like I don't know how many Evo. I guess like halfway through my fucking Evo thing, I was like, I'm gonna start playing like Super Turbo Evo. So I've been doing it ever since, and I'd spend like my whole day there.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why people fucking don't like fucking Chris T and shit, but like Brent.
Oh, Brent.
Dude, Brent is a badass because
Yeah.
me and him would like.
What does that
fucking-
do with Chris? Yeah,
No,
of
no,
course.
I
Chris
know.
is a bitch. Brent is tight. Brent's cool. Brent is cool.
I know,
Yeah.
but like we because he got into fucking Super Turbo, like I was,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
He's DJ,
and I was
yeah.
like, dude, you're pretty good, dude. And then we like, and I'd see him start to like kill people at the fucking Evo tournament. I was like, okay, this is hype as fuck, but just like weird little
But it's cool, man.
Dude, I love Brandon. That guy's
We would play ST at Wednesday night fights, and I remember I fucked up Tanya with Ryu, and she got pissed.
You beat her?
She got pissed, dog.
Was
She
she
got
good?
fucking pissed, dude.
You're a fucking god, bro.
She got pissed.
Tanya is.
Her
I don't
girl
want
was
to talk
sick.
shit about.
Like
fucking
I don't beat her off
anyone.
about it. I beat her like one time. Like it was like a random tournament. She always bugged people to enter tournaments, and I want to enter, but I play so many games. Too.
I know.
And I was like, I want to play ST, and then
And it's fucked up because I like Tanya a lot. She's always cool with me. We talked a lot. We hung out a lot. Fucking Eugene is cool.
Eugene's a homie.
Eugene's a badass.
Yeah.
But the fact that she gets a little. She
She-
gets a little.
At-
she gets a little too like.
At SCR
I'm the greatest fucking.
At
player
SCR
of all
Prelude,
time.
dude. SCR Prelude, I would play her Street Fighter 4 sometime, but she recorded like all her matches, she uploads them all. Then she like played me and I bodied her, and that's like the only match she didn't upload.
That's so
I was like,
good.
what the fuck, man?
That's so
Street
good.
Fighter 4.
It's so sick though because you can play a game. You have such. I don't even know how much you play Super Turtle, but I just know how like you got good fundamentals in games, and the fact that she puts in so much effort, and I know it's fucked up because Ryu kind of fucks Han up in
That's
that
why
game.
I was like,
Did she try to super you? Or did you DP through the fucking super? 'Cause that's
Yeah,
my favorite thing to do.
She was like, how'd you DP? And I was like, I kind of like, I've got some practice trying to like DP on Wake Up and shit.
Oh no, dude, that's hard, but
Yeah.
you're fucking good at that shit, man.
That's
I'll
so
say,
legit, dude.
I remember that picture I posted on Facebook before we fucking started.
Championship edition.
Dude, I got fucking hosed. I
That
got
was Bison,
hosed.
dude.
You were picking Bison and just
Fucking side crushing, scissoring, dude.
bullshitting me out of the game. You do it when I'd like wake up and it would hit in front and then hit behind me and I'd like get knocked down and just do it again. I was like, what is
I was
this?
like, what is this edition? Like championship edition? I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, all I know is Bison's broken. Let's
It's
do
just
this
shenanigans,
shit.
just jumping around and throw, throw. It's so cheap.
Side crusher, side crusher.
That people got their fucking asses kicked for doing that shit back in the day. And I was like,
I was so happy, dude. I was like, this is like the Bison I've always wanted right here, dude.
he's just fucking just jumping.
Just
And
do whatever you want.
I love Bison, and I love Bison in any game. It did hurt me that Bison like fucking lost his legs in 5. Even though he is like a boss character, but I played Street Fighter 4. And that guy's nimble as shit.
Oh my god, he was such a
And then
fucking
ST,
asshole.
dude, that guy's nimble as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I still love.
Speed,
I like Street Fighter
the
5
walk
Bison, but
speed,
man,
bro.
like it's just I love the
His
walk,
walk
speed.
speed was fucking insane.
Yeah.
And then just the footsies. I remember one time it was crazy because I was playing ST and I didn't know this guy. This was a fucking Evo 2013 or 14, and it was this little fucking skinny kid with a goofy ass haircut. I didn't realize who he was, but he's Supra. Do you know? Is that name ring a bell? Supra?
Super,
Something like
super. Like what is he?
He plays old Sagat.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fucking good as fuck. I didn't realize how good he was until like years later. I was watching him play Afro Legends, and I was like, "This
He's
is the
fucking
same
good.
fucking kid, dude." I was like, "God damn!" And he was playing Bison, and he was just. Anytime I try to throw a fucking Sonic Boom, he would medium kick me or roundhouse kick me, and it was like it would just step it. I'd go and he'd go, and it wouldn't even come out. Or it would trade,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, the trade's way
Sonic
different.
Boom would do that
Like,
much, and the
nothing.
fucking
Roundhouse do so
and
much.
I was like, and I was just getting work, dude, and I was like, man, I was like, I feel like a bitch because you're like beating my ass right now. He's like, I love this match. He's like, I love this matchup in this game. I was like, well, isn't it bad? He's like, yeah, kind of, but I'm good at it, and I fucking like just trading with Sonic.
That's what's up.
And I was like, fucking asshole. I was like, this guy's such a prick, dude. And he was just a weird, goofy. He looked like a fucking kid off a Nickelodeon soap opera, dude. He fucking beat my ass. I was like, all right.
Danny Timberelli.
He ended up being really good, dude.
Danny Tamorelli, dog.
He's fucking
figure it
legit,
out,
dude.
dog.
Fucking legit. I was like, god damn it.
Is that Lori Beth eating the?
Damn.
What are we talking about? Is that Lori Beth eating
Yeah.
the fucking clues
They're
again?
like, open the box, and Lori Beth, do not eat what's in the box. She's just like,
Figure it out was so good, dude.
that was the
Figure
best
it
shit,
out.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's like,
Lori Beth, stop eating it.
I can eat 75 blue jelly beans and shit blue. They're like, what? Like, yeah,
Show
that's
me.
your talent, dude.
All right, number
Dude, that-
5, bro. Last game.
I want to hear it, dude.
What did I say before 4? DBZ? Or ST?
It was a
ST?
mixture
ST.
of.
We'll go ST and then we'll go DBZ.
You
okay.
like DBZ?
I love DBZ.
Really?
I love the characters.
You never played in a tournament?
Every now and then, San Diego didn't have the biggest team, but I'll always play with like the people who play.
felt
But
like it
outside
was-
of San Diego. Did you ever like?
I entered with some Wednesday night fights. I did, and
you
I entered in TJ. Or not TJ. I entered
Is
in
it still
Monterey.
a top game?
It was pretty big before Guilty Gear came out. I feel like Guilty Gear is bringing everybody in, and Guilty Gear, I think, it's taking a lot of Dragon Ball players.
It's
And
consuming the fucking. I hate these words, bro. We
Consuming.
can't think of any better words than content and consume.
That's all it is.
Bro, I'm serious. It's like I feel like it's like the 2016 election. I'm sitting there. I'm like, we couldn't find two other human beings in this country better than these two fucks.
Yeah.
Hillary and fucking Donald Trump. Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? And then I'm sitting there
We
on
got
YouTube.
Harambe, dude.
No.
Harambe.
Bro.
I voted for that guy.
It's like content for fucking to replace videos or like media, and then consume to consent like watching.
It's
like,
'cause
why are we making up fucking stupid words for
It's
this?
because, like, yeah, you know, content of, like,
Well, because when you're a TO, you have to like have legitimate words and like, you know, like content consume. Yeah, like
it's
this
because
guy's
you're not making videos. You're making someone's, like, you know, like
Life better,
their
dude.
4 hours of the day, or like literally
We
like
couldn't make up a better
like
word.
their routine. And it's sad because when you like all these top players, like even Justin, like it got to the point where it was like you lose money going to tournaments compared to just
Being on
recording,
YouTube or something. or-
recording and making videos. You lose money unless you're winning every single tournament. If you're not getting first at every tournament, you're losing money.
How are we gonna monetize our fucking journey to the tournament?
And now it's just like
Fucking-
the stupidest thing of having all these goddamn videos, and it's just
Yeah.
it's a sad thing. But hey, they're the cool people.
I know, right?
I don't even like I like Sejam. I mean
Sejam's alright.
He's a homie, but like
I mean, I don't hate the guy.
you got to get some dicks out of your mouth, man.
I don't know
Alright?
anything about. I
that's
don't know anything
true.
about him,
That's
but he
true.
seems like he's an okay guy. Like, I mean, I don't. As long as I don't have some negative. As long as I don't have a bad situation with you, I'm cool with everybody. I'll give
For
fucking
sure,
everyone.
for sure.
I'm not gonna be a complete asshole with some random. No, it's true.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. You know
What
what,
about
I mean?
what about that one guy that like what did his name bring? Diotto brought? It was like his best friend. He like didn't know that Oscar was.
Dude, I sent that guy to
Yeah.
hell,
Who was it?
bro.
He was some.
One day I'll have
Nico told
Oscar
this story, dude.
I'll have Oscar come on the podcast and tell this story one time.
You're nice to everyone, right? What
Dude,
What about the guy you
no.
What about the guy you drew a dick on him?
No.
What about that kid you drew a dick on?
Okay, look, that was old. Those old times. So
He was asleep. Or
Well,
had a
I'll
seizure.
give a rundown of the story, but I'm not going to tell the whole thing. Essentially, Diotto had a friend at Evo, and Oscar was hanging around, and Diotto was like, "Hey, I want to introduce you to my friend," and Oscar was like, "Oh, my name is hey, my name's what's his name?" And she's like, "Oh, my name's Oscar," and he's like, "No, it's not." And she's just like,
This sounds familiar.
she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, my name's Oscar." He's like, "Yeah, sure, like mine too," or something. And then she's like, I'm like part Japanese, and he's just like laughing. He's like, "No, you're not. You're just like a weeboo or some shit." I was like, "Is that your gamer tag or something?" And she's just like, "Why are you being such an asshole?" And then she came over to me, and she's like, "I just had like a run-in with some total prick," and I was like, "What happened?" She's like, she told me what happened, and I was like, "Who was it? Who was it?" She's like, "It's that guy over there, the slot machine." And I walk up, and I was like, "Hey man, what's up? Like, you know, nice to meet you. My name's Rico." He's like, "Oh, my name's
Kakashi.
Takashi said.
He's like, "My name's like Mark or something," and I was like, I can't remember his name, and I was all like, "Oh, what are?" I was like, "What are you, man?" I was like, "You look kind of Mexican or something." He's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm Filipino." I was like, "No, you're not."
Shut the fuck
I swear to God. And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "You're fucking Mexican, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here." And he's like, I am a Filipino, like all that shit. And I was like, just laughing. I did the same thing he did. And I was like, "What's your name, Mark?" I was like, "Is it even Mark?" I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "What?" And he was just getting all fucking weird and nervous and like, and Oscar was just
The guy
sitting
who's
there,
nice
just
to everybody.
Oscar's like in the background, just like laughing, dude. She's like, "Look at this fucking stupid son of a bitch. Like, don't ever fuck with me ever again." Like, dude,
Oh.
I made it really awkward for that fucking.
Sometimes you gotta make it.
I bet you he was like, "What the fuck did I say to that girl, dude?"
He
fucked
probably
up."
laid awake in bed, just like.
It's one of those things where you
Why
try
is
to be
that?
cool, you know, but like, you can't fucking, don't give my fucking girl shit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna fucking just be like, "Ooh, that guy said it? What an asshole." Like,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Don't-
No.
We've been
don't
through
talk to
shit.
him.
No. What's your name? Are you sure it's not fuckface? Like, you look like a fuckface to me, bitch. He's like, "Oh, fuck." Like, he's a silly bastard. Fucking.
We've
So
been
what
through
was
shit.
what was the last one you were gonna ask Richard?
I should just like put a nickel in and put his head to the fucking machine, like hit a jackpot and all these fucking coins come out. Just like,
Because you were gonna ask him something before he was giving his top 5.
I was gonna say, what do you
Was the free T-shirt? The end of the free T-shirt was at the end of the like greatest era of fucking
KOF?
No, no, yeah, pretty
Evo.
much. No. So like
that free fucking my shirt with like her titties.
I have it, dude.
That thing is so sick.
No, I know I have that. That's the only
love
reason
that
why I fucking entered KO, dude.
I love KOF 13, but that shirt was way more sicker than actually answering.
Yeah, no, straight up. So I have this bit in the fucking podcast where like that was like the moment when like it became more towards like how can we monetize all this shit? Like
Evo fell
we need
apart.
to make more
Sold
money.
out. Sold
Yeah,
out.
kind of, or not even Evo, just everything in general. Like we need to make more money with this shit. Like how are we gonna make more money? Let's not worry so much about our product and worry more about what we can sell. And we gotta worry about our content and our fucking how much are people consuming. Like what do you think about the state of the FGC compared to like how it's going more towards esports and like less freedoms and more fucking like
Rules,
shadow
agendas.
banning of people and blah blah and like I want to know your fucking take on, because I know we used to argue about like I was like, man, people like I was like all these guys who like want to do this shit for a living, I was like they think they do till they don't, like, and then it's gone and they don't realize that like the best of times were like before, you know. I don't know, it's just a weird
Yeah, I mean that's like how I guess kind of I was getting up there and like kind of getting better, and I was like, maybe I can do this, but I never thought I could like be professionally sponsored. But like you kind of want all these tournaments, you kind of want all these sponsorships, you want even tournaments being sponsored, and then it even makes like things sell out a bit, and it's a fun experience. But I guess at the end of the day, when all these tournaments get these whack ass rules, there was a recent tournament where it was like single elimination, or it was like there was a tournament online. And it was sponsored by like Verizon or something like that.
Jesus
It was, they put the time to 60 seconds
Whoa.
to make things go faster.
What are you talking about?
Official tournament online.
They changed the time of the rounds?
They had to fit everything in. They put the rounds to 60 seconds. It was, I think it was East Coast only.
What the
And it was a big tournament.
fuck are you
Money is
talking
money.
about?
So then like, you know, obviously like lamer characters were shown and stuff, and it was funny to see, but it's like you see this shit and you're like, man, this is some sellout shit. This is some like, it's like
Some fucking
you gotta
team exploit
bend
shit,
to the
dude.
will, and it's so hard to just suck so much dick and just take this dick of like of
These
like
sentences are godlike.
yeah, take all this dick of like all these different rules coming in from here, and like, you know, you gotta be this kind of player, this, and it's like to the point where like even I'm just like I love playing, and unless it's offline to me, I don't really give a shit. But like I want you at the end of the day, play what you want to play, do what you want to do. If you want to pursue something bigger, suck some dick. If you
Yeah.
don't, then just like play what you want to play. Don't feel privileged.
Definitely. That's
Don't
number
be
one.
like
That's a weird
all
thing,
these
dude.
all these people
That's a
like
weird thing. Like
all these people wanting this character is like banned and all this shit and fast and whatnot. It's just like give things some time.
how are we gonna deal with the problem that people go 0-2 at tournaments? Like, what are we gonna do about this?
You know, they started calling it like, they didn't want to call it losers bracket anymore. They called it lower bracket, and just there's a lot of shit. It's like you gotta hold your hand some more. What's going on here?
Dude.
It's a sad.
Just
What'd you say?
being-
Bitch made?
Yeah,
These
some bitch
people are
made
coming
shit.
out bitch made.
It's bitch made, and like,
Dude, seriously though.
I was going 0-2 like Frubbles in
That's
those
all
days,
we
and
did.
I was inspired. I was like, fuck, I want to be
That's
that
why
guy.
you
I want to be
fucking
that shitty gold Bison named Genghis. I saw Cody on all the fucking, what is it? What's that one arcade that he was just like playing at? Remember, like
the
all
Volvos?
vanilla. No. It was up in LA, like vanilla. They held Rambat. What is it called?
Arcade Infinity.
Like AI and all these other ones. I see Cody's name on. I was like, I want to be that guy. I want to be like, I know Cody's from San Diego. I want to be that guy. I want to I want to be Nemo Sagat. I want to be like as good as these guys.
Nemo was a fucking-
You surpass these guys, you get these levels,
Third
and
best,
like
dude. Third best.
this
in
is like
78.
that's your motivation, not like some
Exactly.
bullshit ass like money or some bullshit ass fame and stuff. Like money's cool and all, but nothing about like experiences is way better.
I think it's
Fuck
so
that.
funny how like, you know.
I've been around the fucking world, dude. Don't question me on my shit, dude. I've been around and I've like experienced a lot of shit. At the end of the day, it's all about just having fun and experiencing. Canada Cup, like I think 2 or 3 years ago, it was like the biggest blow up.
Oh, I remember you told me about.
Yeah,
that.
it was the biggest blow
You
up.
were
'cause
telling me about it. Oh fuck! It was a bust.
it
right?
was the biggest blow up because like the streaming was bad. Like there had to be some licensing shit. Like streaming wasn't like only top 8 was streamed. It was such a blow up.
What?
It's one of my top 3 favorite tournaments because of like me,
Oh,
Jesse,
shit.
me, Jesse, and Dank went up to fucking. We were like, you know what? Let's just go up to
That's
fucking.
why, dude.
Let's go up to Niagara Falls. Let's take this 2-hour Uber to Niagara Falls. We went to a cake bar or something like bar. We'll just go out. It was like some bar club. We went out. We just had
cake bar.
It was called cake bar.
Cake eaters, bro. Some fucking cake bar.
It was like really
fucking cake.
It was a fucking chillaxed environment.
Isn't cake eater some derogatory term in the '90s for gay people? You went to
I
some
don't
gay
know,
bar, bro.
dude.
You
No.
guys just dancing.
Well, no.
They were hot ass
Girls
kids.
now is like
It
fucking
might have been
girls'
the
asses and
girls'
shit,
night, dude.
Let me get some fucking cake.
Some guy fucking bumped shoulders with me, and I was like pissed off, and the guy like looked at me, and he's like, he's a little taller than me. I mean, not hard, but then fucking like I was like Jesse was there. Me and Jesse.
Jesse's the man, dude.
Jesse. I looked at Jesse, and Jesse's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Oh, nothing." He's like, "No, what's up?" And I was like, this motherfucker bumped into me. I was like, fuck this guy. And he's like, who was it? Like, that's like your story. He's like, who was it? And I was like, that motherfucker right there. And he's like, no. He's like, all right. These guys
So good.
walk like this. Like, they were like walking like this. And then all of a sudden, like, Jesse went into him.
Just
like,
checked him?
He's like, you have a problem here? You have a problem? And then the guy's like, what? He's like, we have a fucking problem here, right? And then, like, Jesse was about to just...
That's
like, that
legit.
guy's like, no, you don't have a problem. Sorry, man. And he backed the fuck down.
What a fucking
Most people
god,
will too.
bro.
That's the best part.
And the best part is that when then we went with Valle, and
That was my bit, dude.
do you know? I don't know if you know who Dan Slip is.
I know Dan Slip.
Dan Slip, like he's a nice guy, cool guy. But he was like at the beginning, he's like, does that like bar like it wasn't even a club, it was like a bar. Does that bar like have like a fireplace I can like get to know a girl at? We're like, what the? Have you ever been to a bar? Have you been to a bar? He's like, I just want to like get to know the girl like one on one.
Have a scarf.
Yeah, like have you been to a bar before?
Dude.
He's like, yeah, I like the one on one. There's like a fireplace we can. I was like, well, get
Oh
the
my
fuck.
God.
And then Valle, we
Bro.
walked in there.
Yeah,
Vi-
bro. Penny Lane on
Yeah.
fucking San Marcos Boulevard. You fucking.
And then Vaille's like, no, wait, hold on. Like we walk, he's like, hold on, we gotta like scout this out. We're like, he's like, no, hold on, we gotta scout this out. Like, we gotta really have a game plan. Me and Jesse like, what the fuck are you
Oh
talking
my God.
Me and Jesse walked down the stairs and we just started dancing with the girls. We were just like, it was
Dude.
like a group of girls and we're just like, let's go. And we like the
Legends,
girls
dude.
just like spread apart. And then we just
Maybe
danced
they
with these
saw
two
two
girls.
men walking through. Dog.
It was
Okay,
fucking tight,
real talk,
dude.
real
It
talk.
was, it's experiences, and that Canada Cup was a blow up, but all those experiences made it so fun.
Way
Going
more
to
fun,
going to
man.
Monterey, going out with like Alexis and them having a good time. Going to Evo, just hanging out with the guys. Like it's just there's nothing beats it. Going to fucking
Giddy pho at that random place.
Yeah.
And then there's some old guy hanging out with Cody. Remember the picture that he took? It was like supposed to be taking a picture of like Oscar, but like really taking a picture of Cody, that weird guy.
seeing Rico chase down some girl, and then seeing Rico get chased down by some bodyguard, like it was Scooby Doo and shit. Like,
We
like
got him, Mr.
yeah.
I remember
Rico, we're
fucking
coming
Ryan
at
Tang
you,
was so
man.
cool, dude. He's like,
Don't
let's go.
look back.
He's like, what's happening? I was like, you don't say a word. I was just running around.
You just see this shit.
I remember stopping, and this is funny because I had some weird spider sense thing. I was chasing him down the fucking stairs, and there was a blind corner, and I just stopped. And I don't know why, but I'm telling you, that fucking, I guarantee you, I just, like, the hairs in the back of my head were fucking going off, and I was like,
Spider
just
sense, dude.
don't chase him. I was like, don't. I was like, I swear, dude, there was that fucking guy I was probably around the corner with like a fucking shank or some shit. I'm telling you, it was like the
Wow, dude.
weirdest, like, I was like tapping into my fucking Apache, bro. I was just like, don't fucking, I was like,
You like tasted
in my,
some dirt,
no,
you're
I
like-
was barefoot, dude. I was barefoot. I'm telling you, there's
Rico,
something about that
I've never
dude.
seen Rico run that fast.
You don't know, bro.
Booking you.
Dude, there's
Fucking Forrest Gump
I
in
always
there,
say
dude.
this. Anyone's like, you ever want to race, bro? Let me take my shoes off, dog.
No, I'm telling you,
Like,
you
I'll
feel a little
fuck
more
you up,
connected
dog.
to the fucking.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it
dude.
sounds like woo bullshit, but
No,
for
it's
like
real,
1
it's real.
second, I was like straight
Gazelle,
fucking
dude.
Apache, bro. I was like, dude, no one could sneak up on me. I was like, I'm not
You
gonna,
shot an arrow
I'm
straight
not
through his
gonna
heart,
take this
dude, or
bait,
what,
bro. I was
dude?
like, I ain't
Life
gonna take this bait, dude. I ain't gonna take this bait. No, good times.
Yeah.
No, but it reminds me of this was an epic tournament also, but it fucked up because not a lot of people went, man. It was NorCal Regionals 2013.
When I
And
didn't
me, it was me, Salty Santa, and that was honestly, that's the thing is people were like, why are you guys talking about anything other than your local scene? It's like,
Who said that?
dude, people have said this. This is shit I've heard people say. It's like, man, when we were playing, we were traveling to shit, trying to like, it's like we were. apostles or some shit, or like we're like, what's it called when you're supposed to like go to all the reaches of the planet and like spread like the Bible to like fucking random people that never heard it. Like we were spreading our fucking
missionaries.
Yeah, we were like missionaries. Like we gotta go to these places and like, but I guess it'd be like
Educate the
like
people, dude.
like Vikings or some shit. Like we were trying to conquer.
We were pillaging.
No,
Breaking
I'm serious. No, we were.
Can't say that.
No, I'm serious. We were trying to go there.
Cancel, bro.
We were going there to like impose our will and like make a name for our fucking group.
Yeah.
And like so that's why we would put fucking
OFC
or whatever. And that's
DSP,
what it was, bro. That's what it was. And we went to NorCal Regionals and it was just us, and the car ride was fucking shockingly long. I had no idea that San Jose was like 12 hours
Yeah,
away.
it's just ridiculous.
I was like, every time we stopped to take a piss or got Sonic, it was just a fucking disaster. It'd add like, and we just look at the map quest and be like, dude, like we're going backwards and fucking, we're in the same time zone. It's like we're driving against the fucking sunset, and we're like going straight up, and it's like, what's happening right now? And it took us forever to get there, but we had the greatest time. And the one night we went out to bars, bro. It was me.
Polydactyl?
No,
Oh,
Polydactyl's
shit.
fucking. That guy was like jerking off, fucking Bonesaw's ready or some shit. It was fucking Bonesaw is ready. Fucking Spider-Man again.
So good, dude.
Macho Man, Randy
Man,
Savage,
dude.
dude. No, but it was this was godlike. It was me, Drew. This is how cool it was. Me, Drew, Will, Chris King, and T Swizzle.
Oh,
and we
shit.
went to this like random ass bar up there, and we were just trying so hard. And then we were leaving, and we were just fucking driving out the window, and Drew's like putting his like dick out the window. That guy's fucking hollering, bro. That's all I was like. He's like just, he's fucking.
like running over his dick.
He
and
is
shit.
like just hollering at these girls on the fucking street and be like, "Come on, baby, let's go." And she's just like, "Take me with you." And like it was so much fun. And like I remember I got fucking sent to hell by some girl at the bar because I was all like, I said something and I was like, people keep making fun of this little mustache I'm trying to grow. She's like, "Oh, you're trying to grow a mustache?" And I was just like, like I had like the baloney mouth, like mushroom breath, like fucking anime, like,
like nosebleed. Dude.
yeah, I was like, dude, it was fun, dude. I was like,
Shot to the
God
heart.
damn it. But it was so funny because I was like, come on, Will. And then me and Will were talking to some fucking old lesbian couple. We're like, come on. Like,
dude.
I was like, we're up fucking the street. She's like, what are you guys going to do to us? I was like, well, you guys like getting your pussies eaten out because you don't got dicks. Like, let's go. We'll show you what's up. And she's all like, you guys don't eat pussy good. I was like, Drew does this like Gene Simmons. Like, I've never seen this shit for my life, dude. Drew, he's all like, oh yeah, bitch. He's like, he was like a fucking demon for a second. You know, whenever you're like freaking out, you like sees his tongue went like, and like it like serpented out, and she was like, oh fuck, and he's like, oh, and I was like, dude, where the fuck did that like tongue?
It's like that kid from Figure Out the
He like rolled it back up. Dude, no, I'm serious, dude. This shit was the most epic fucking. We were having so much fun, and then there was the fucking, and then there was the shadiness of the fucking a good time. No one even knows about the fucking.
It's about the experience.
It
It's
is,
okay,
dude.
you know,
Some of the best
sometimes-
times I ever had was just kicking it with you.
You know,
dude.
Will.
dude.
I'm pretty sure Will fucking.
Went in, dude, or what, dude?
The girl was like, "You already came." He's like, "No, I didn't."
God damn it. That's a. God damn it, dude. That's the most tragic shit.
I'm like blue ball fucking hard as fuck, bro.
That's
I told you,
tragic.
legendary.
It's
But
him.
everything is fucking good times, dude. But you know, sometimes people die in the streets of fucking San Jose. But no, I'm just kidding.
I was like, holy shit, dog.
But that was one of the most epic tournaments,
Well
and it
sold.
was like 1/5 of our usual like group of people that are in
Definitely.
one room.
I felt so
We
bad.
each had a room we each had a bed to ourselves, bro.
That's insane.
And it was so
dude.
funny because like random people came to our room that were from San Diego, like Robert Feist and like Manny and shit. And they're like, "Where'd you guys get this cot from?" I was like, "The first thing we asked for." We walked in and we're like, "Hey, we got a third person. Do you guys got like a little rollaway bed?" They're like, "Yeah, bro. Like here's a king size." We were like, "Fuck!" Our whole room was like a bed.
Just a bed.
We were just like jumping around.
I've
like,
seen those videos.
dude, it was like the
pictures.
most epic shit. I was like, "This is so."
You were like
fucking
slamming
funny,
Drew on
dude.
the bed.
Yeah, I was like, we were like wrestling. We were like doing pro wrestling shit, dude. It was like the most epic shit of all time, man. That was so much fun.
That's
Finger
so
popping
cool,
each other's
dude.
assholes.
Finger popping someone's assholes, dude. Like it was fucking good. And then that's when I realized that Ryan Tang was cool too. I never liked him before that trip, dude.
I remember him coming into OOC, like OG OOC. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Trying to spread his fucking word across here.
Yeah,
he
was all
like,
let me
sell
buy
his
your
herbal medicine.
let me stream your
Yeah.
guys' thing. I was like, hey, fuck you, dude. No, but that guy's cool.
No, yeah, of course. Ryan's a homie.
He was.
He was cool. He was
He
passionate.
did a lot.
Yeah,
did
he
a lot.
wanted to do a lot.
And he was wild. He had that like, he had the crazy like a lot of people they don't got the craziness, dude. Ryan Tang was all like, dude, he was serious, dude.
He will
He's
put
like,
it down.
let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You guys want to drink? Like, let's go to the poker room. Let's go to a casino. I don't know.
He's a god of beer pong too. I was like, yeah, I mean, you
Dude.
can't be that good. He was just like sinking everything. I was like, what the fuck, man?
You like finally make one. He goes and like
Yeah.
flips it out.
Just
You're
a
like,
fucking-
what the fuck?
He's like, you fucking bitch.
Vortexes out and shit. Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
That's so badass, dude. The fucking hey mambo, dude. He's just like,
Isn't it like isn't there some other dumb rule where like if the bounce is bad you can like
some
there's some
stupid
weird
shit. There's
dumb
like
rule.
on a Wednesday, look at the sun's like halfway down.
And he like had all his rules. He's like, oh, you play by the Alabama house rule. Like,
Alabama house, and like screaming the fucking frat name.
He was like a fucking he was dude. He was like
Yeah,
a he was
frat
like
boy.
a fucking frat
That
kid, dude.
changes people, dude.
I know.
That really does
He
change.
could party,
people,
man.
dude.
The guy could party, dude. I'll tell you what.
he had the suite where we met Rod Stewart at Evo. So,
Yeah,
you know,
I
it was great.
fucking bodied him at Diato's poker birthday tournament thing, dude. He fucked up so bad. I was telling him, dude, after he won, I was like, that's why you don't go fucking all in when there's two pairs on the table. He was like crying. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bitch.
And Ray's body.
Dude, Ray, we just took his chips at the end. He was just drunk. He was so drunk and tired. Me and like, we just like took the rest of his chips and like split them between me and fucking.
Ray didn't even know. He's like,
Shout outs to fucking Uncle Matt, dude. Uncle Matt's one of the
Uncle
real
Matt's
fucking
the man,
homies, dude. Good for him.
Yeah, man, dude.
Matt Rainier. Shouts to Rainier.
Rainier, dude.
How much do you love money?
The Domino's Evos are Rainier. People playing.
Oh,
Ask Cody about that one, dude. It's a good one. Fucking. Yeah, man. Well, should we wrap this up? Anything
Sure, I
else? Do you
guess.
have anything else you want to say? Is there anything on your mind? Just
that's just it.
don't be bitch made, dude.
Don't be
Don't be
bitch made.
bitch made.
Stay
I like
humble. Don't feel like you deserve shit. You don't deserve anything. You really don't.
Damn.
You don't.
You
Like,
don't even deserve
be-
currency.
Fucking earn it.
be fucking thankful for what you have, dude. It could like out of our, Cody's 9 foot tall corn yards that like are in there, we're growing out killers, dude.
The science tournaments,
Yeah.
dude, all the aliens. in there and shit.
Hobby's this fucking random small punker guy won me a trip to go across to Taiwan by beating the best player in the world arguably right now.
Wait, what happened?
He beat Punk at
Yeah.
that tournament. It was a qualifier to go to Taiwan.
He couldn't go.
The people that were smug and Punk. Hobby beat Punk,
That's crazy.
and Dank beat him in losers. If I had played against Punk, would I beat him? I don't know. But the matter of fact is, Hobby won me that trip,
That's insane.
What a legend, dude.
and all I had to do was beat Bitch T twice. That's it.
That's so badass, dude.
Fuck out of here.
That's so badass.
Dude, I watch Hobby. Do you know who Idom is? I don't know if you know, if he's cool or not. Idom, the legend, who's also the Capcom Cup winner. Hobby, like I watched Hobby sit down and play him, and Hobby beat him like 10-2. I was like,
That's insane.
but the thing is, not known, I guess. So it doesn't like be fucking humble.
I'm telling you, bro.
for
This,
sure.
this. I think it's better to be just
Of course.
kind of to like live in anonymity, like kind of just like a little more like low key. The thing is, like, okay, you go to a comedy club. I remember hearing this sometime. I remember fucking watching some podcast. I like watching a lot of comedian podcasts because I think they're funny, but they were like talking about like like the different clubs. Like there's ones that are like super ritzy,
Prestigious
super
and
nice.
shit.
Like you gotta have a dress code. Like it's expensive to get in. It's well lit. The tables are ambiance. And then there's ones that are just these
Grungy
fucking
fucks.
dive bars where it's like, and those are the funnest ones to play,
Yeah.
dude. And that it kind of
Brings the
best out.
it
TTS
kind of like grows a like just savagery that isn't there in these other fucking places. And it's honestly more fun, dude.
It is. It's way more.
Way
fun.
more fun, man. I've been to fucking different tournaments. I've fucking been to Evo when it was cool, and then when they took the t-shirts away and it became fucking just Splatoon fucking
You don't understand,
testing
like,
grounds
yeah.
and shit, dude. It's like, it's like
Splatoon,
TTF or just in San Diego, we always, even OFCs back in the day, dude, this shit was fun as balls. And I know there are little pockets like that, but we benefit from having a pretty large group.
Yeah.
Because there might be some cool house in the middle of fucking some hayfield out in fucking Wisconsin or whatever.
One
There's
of them was probably like a quiet like.
And there's like some cool kids,
Right,
but like
right.
they got like 5 people to play with, if even. They gotta play online. The netcode shit, like dude,
we have
fucking cool. We got.
From
I
North
remember the
County
first
to
time I
San
ever
Diego,
played. I remember the
dog.
first time I went to that San Diego tournament, and you were like, I was playing Gerald, and you're like, dude, this guy's pretty good, man. I was like, I never heard of him. You're like, he's pretty fucking. He's been around, dude. He's the. J Flo used to play Third Strike with him back in the day, and he's been to like fucking Evo, West Coast. He got farther than fucking Let Blood Run. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, oh shit, and like, he bodied me, and I was like, damn, dude, like, there's all kinds of people that who knows who fucking Gerald is, like. Maybe not a lot of people, but like
a lot of people.
He's been around. Fucking some people know who he is. You know what I mean? Fucking Genghis is a fucking god. Like Cody, fucking Toki, whatever. I'm just kidding. I love Toki, but I think it's funny to make.
Yeah,
fun.
just have fun and like.
Richard is the fucking this guy, dude.
You know what? Like I don't know what this has to do with it, but like there's win something. And it'll put everything in perspective. Like, win something and have, like, be proud about it. Or, like, to me, like, when if I ever win, and, like, having that first time of, like, Cody catching me off the stage, and then after that, just, like, winning and then looking back and I already expected Cody to be there. But there's nothing like that feeling of that gay hug of Cody. And making SD proud, making everybody else proud. Nothing like it. There's really nothing like it, and that's like.
I think that's the reward right there. Right?
Yeah, of course.
The money would be nice and everything, but having people that generally give a fuck if you
I've made my
won-
money too.
Yeah,
off that
dude.
shit.
No, for
But-
sure.
But you've sacrificed so much time, dude. Think about how much time you've played. People are like, "Oh, Richard's fucking bullshit." No, dude, I've seen you fucking play,
At TTFs,
bro.
like I'm
You
also, I'm
fucking
hanging out, but I'm also
play,
sitting down there.
bro. And
Yeah.
then even at home,
Well, at home,
dude, I'm
dude,
like,
no.
"Hey, you want to hang out?" He's like, "Yeah, come over." I'm fucking hanging out, but he's just fucking online
Playing,
grinding. I'm like,
Yeah, and
and
even-
then the fact that you don't even care that you're like, "You want to play?" And I'm like, "What do you?" You're like, "Play rank, bro. Play rank." And I'm just fucking. I'm like, we start out. You're like fucking up here, and I'm just down there.
And not even
You're just all happy. You're like, don't lose to that
Yeah,
fucking
see-
Rose again, dude. Fuck him up. I'm
And
like, all right.
What I was gonna go into, like, I'm proud that like I'm representing, but I like what I was thinking about too initially was like one time I got bodied at Evo. I got like
What
I did
year
really
was
bad
it?
in pools.
What year was it, bro?
I think it was the year before. I got like 25th or whatever.
You
And
got
then-
25th at even
I
one
got
time?
25th.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
But anyways, I got bodied because I got Mika and I fucked up some shit. But just watching.
Was it Street Fighter 5 you got
Street Fighter
25th? Oh, okay.
And then I watched, watching Javi and Alexis, like, they were still in it. And they were, like, just running a train. But not only that, but they were running a train side by side. And, like, I felt like I kind of felt like Cody, where, like, it was, like, a proud dad moment. Like, no, in no way I'm, like, retired. But, like, it was just, like, these are my players, too.
You can live.
All of San Diego's players, you know, they're Cody's players, they're my
The
players, they're
legacy's
your
living
players.
on, dude.
It's
When you
just,
go
it's just
out,
the pride of San Diego.
You
Seeing-
still have something to fucking
Yes,
look forward to.
seeing
dude.
these guys just run trains on people back to, they're like, okay, Javi Lex's next matches. It was such a proud thing to see.
That was fun. You know what a sick moment like that was Alexis at that weird Arizona undefeated tournament. He played that random good boxer player, and he ran it back and fucked him up, dude. I remember I think he beat him, right? Remember that guy? He was like a weird, skinny, kind of cute, blonde-haired white.
I beat
kid.
the boxer guy.
Oh, you beat him?
Alexis beat somebody else.
Dude, I remember Lexus doing some epic shit. You beat that fucking boxer guy, and I was
That
like,
was close, too.
You know, it was fucking, that shit was amazing.
Mossy Nissan, dude.
Mossy, bro,
Mossy-
Mossy, the candy
Moss-
player.
Yeah.
I know that guy
Moss
too,
HD, dude.
Moss
Remember when we were
HD.
singing Mossy Nissan when
Mossy
Manny was playing?
Nissan.
Manny was playing, and we're just like, Mossy Nissan. Nobody knows that because it's like a
Yeah,
San
it's like-
Diego thing. I'm sad because I'm always like, that is a San Diego. But we were just like, Mossy Nissan. Like, Cody was saying, everyone was singing it.
It's so good, dude.
It made that Manny versus Moss
Like,
match.
fuck
was-
that kid
it
up,
was-
dude. He's like,
it
what
was
the
so,
fuck?
it was such a sick match, dude.
Why do they keep saying
Yeah,
that?
it's not even our place. It's not our state. It's not even our scene. We'll make it a great time no matter what.
And it's
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
too, because that Mossy guy, dude. I remember one time
Yeah.
I was all like, "What's the rundown on this pasty white chick?" My boy Javi's like really into her, bro. I was like, "She got a boyfriend?" He's like, "I don't know, dude." I was like, "Tell me, like, we need." I was like, "I need the intel." He legit like spilled his guts.
That's
He's
so
like,
legit. I
She
love
likes
her.
baby blue, like fucking her favorite car is a fucking Sinatra. I was like, what? Like, I was just writing shit down. I was like, how do you fucking record this, dude? I was like, I can't write. I'm not gonna do
Just don't body her casually.
It was like the most epic shit, dude. I was just like, dude, this guy's a real homie, dude. I was
He's cool.
Dude, real recognizes real. Dude.
yeah, I was all like, you see that fucking kid over there? I was like, he wants nothing more than to blow a load on that girl's face. I was like, how are we going to
have this happen, dude?
He's just like, oh, let me tell you this. Yeah. He's like,
we don't kiss every girl we see. We nut on their faces.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Alright, we should just end this shout out.
Richard, thank you for being on,
course,
dude.
dude.
3 hours and
Haven't
41
seen
minutes.
you.
Good seeing you, bro.
Only? That's it.
Dude, that's
OFC for life, dude.
OSC for life, dude.
OFC
Never
for life.
forget, dude.
Oh, good times, dude. None of that shit recorded, dude.